All right, Heidi.
I think I screwed up.
Yeah, you put us on the screen. I was trying. Yeah.
No, sorry. Because Meeks is here. Yay!
Hi. Listen,
Hi, everybody. Okay, so
Richardson.
Justin did this incredible opening. Thanks so much, Justin. And then what happened was Meeks came in at that time, and then I added
ruined everything.
I screwed it all up. But I'm super happy you're here. So hey everyone, welcome to the first House of the Dragon season 2 live stream on the Costumeco channel. And this is like a pre-show. So next Sunday night is the first episode of season 2. And so I've got a really awesome panel here. Everyone's here. I'm so excited. So why don't I start off? We'll go around. I'm Heidi from Costumeco, of course. So why don't we go to Justin? And Justin, you say hello and everything.
Hello and everything, and I'm from Top Shelf Edits. And if you want an intro, I'll do one for you. But I want money, and it's a fair exchange. But anyways, yeah, I'm happy to be here. Love the first season. We're just rewatched and reread, loving it even more. Very, very excited. Happy to be here.
Great. Meeks just joined us. So Meeks, why don't you say hello? I'm super happy you're here because I didn't think you would be here till later. So this is a pleasant surprise.
That was my fault. I was trying to squeeze in one episode of Bridgerton.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
I was like, let me squeeze in this episode of Bridgerton. But I am Meeks from Manic Meeks and Manic Meeks Gaming. So I do reactions and gameplay. And I'm obsessed with Bridgerton, and I'm getting ready to be obsessed with House of the Dragon right after I finish this last episode of Bridgerton. Yeah.
Awesome.
Did we get our copyright through Meeks?
Yes. Next up, we have Rebecca Becks is here. Actually, Justin loves Bridgerton as well, I think, right? Justin, you like Bridgerton?
I'm editing it for Meeks right now.
Yeah. I thought you would probably like it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start watching it. Good.
Sorry, Rebecca. Okay, so Becks is here.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Shadowcat Becks. Hello.
We're so happy to be the band's getting back together again.
Yes.
Right.
We're back. Oh,
Yeah.
I do have one more thing to say.
Sure, of course.
Oaken Fist.
So what does that mean? You wrote that.
We'll get to it.
Okay, cool. Okay. And next, Tim is here. Tim Fitzwater.
Hey,
hello, Tim, our lovely
Tim.
Texan.
I'm a casual watcher of the show. Haven't read the books. I'm excited to see what's happening next. And I dabble in a little voice acting, voiceover work. So if you need anything, hit me up. That's it.
Yeah, and Tim did some great voiceover, which I was talking to Justin the other day. I'm like, we have to use that. Like, we have to.
I know. I'm getting it.
We're going to use it. We're going to use it.
Good,
And last but not least, we have Alicia here, who is she's dressed as Rainey's. Actually,
Yes.
right?
I'm channeling my inner Auntie Nisi. And Tim, since you said what you just said, I do remember now. Yes, we have been on a stream once before. It's the voice. It's the voice that reminded me.
Yeah, he's got that really rich, deep.
Indeed. And I'm very happy to be here. Thank you, Heidi, for having me back. I don't know why Heidi keeps pulling me on here, y'all. I really do nothing but talk trash the whole time. And I appreciate her listening.
You're all my friends. I adore you, all of you. Okay, I want to say hi to a few people. Asen's here. I'm so glad she's here. She's one of our great friends, and she makes beautiful dolls. Like she takes a doll and then she makes it into different characters. So she did Daenerys Targaryen, and you did one of Rhaenyra, I saw as well. I think she just recently sold it. We also have Lady Stoneheart Kimmy G. And we have Shadowcat Becks, of course, is in the panel.
Do any of the dolls become real boys?
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't become. Hello, Mink. Lady Starfell is here. Woohoo! Anyway, so we're gonna go. Okay, so we have this new show coming out, like season 2 of House of the Dragon. It's been a long wait, probably almost 2 years, maybe. Has it been 2 years? A year and a half? So Justin was saying at the beginning, what we're going to do is we won't get into spoilery stuff right now, but we'll leave it a little bit later just so people don't have it spoiled in case they don't want to spoil, and then they can leave. But for now, we'll just sort of do non-spoilery stuff, I suppose. Hey, Mark, how are you? So glad that you're here.
Good to see you, Mark.
So anyway, okay, I don't know where to start. Okay, well, why don't we just go around and everyone can give sort of their first sort of thoughts of what they think. I mean, there's been a lot of trailers. There's been photos. I've got a bunch of photos loaded up. So why don't we just go around? Who wants to go first?
I can go.
I'm a terrible moderator.
Go ahead. I'll go ahead. We'll go
okay, Justin, you go.
We'll go clockwise. So yeah, I loved it. It was one of the first seasons of a Song of Ice and Fire content that I didn't specifically make content for. So it was a much more relaxing watch. I was worried about its rewatchability, and I needed to read the books, which I just did twice. I listened to it the second time, but I really need to brush up on it, and I love it. And I was surprised about how much the rewatch was and how enjoyable the rewatch was. So yeah, really looking forward to it. There was a lot of setup in season 1, and we'll get into it later about the things that are kind of hard to square with the storytelling here, because you need conflicts you want conflicts to happen, and they don't necessarily happen the way you think they will. So I think Ryan Condal is just spinning gold out of straw, or whatever they call it, and I got faith in him. So I'm very, very much so excited for this, and it really stood up after the 2 years watching it again. Really enjoyed it.
Good thoughts there, Justin.
That is good. That's good. We agree. Good.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I wanted you to hate it.
What about Meeks? Do you want to go next?
Sure, I can go next. First of all, I know y'all heard it's already been, season 3 has been announced, right?
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Yeah,
No.
I was perusing, and there was like, we are already set for season 3. I was like, can we? Yeah, but okay. Like, can we get the first episode out of the way first?
Mhm.
But I am super excited. I'm here for mess. I'm here to talk my shit. I'm here to be annoying. I'm here to make all the green people on my channel be upset. Like, I am so ready for all of the mess and tomfoolery, because I know it's coming. And a lot of people, I don't know why, but they come in my comments thinking I don't know. I tell them, I'm like, hey, I'm a book reader. Like, I know it's happening. I understand. Well, don't you know that X, Y, and Z is going to happen? Yes.
Your point.
And I still said what I said.
Yeah.
Actually, if you were in a world of Ice and Fire, it's a different,
Exactly.
interpretation. Well, get out of the comments.
Exactly. Like I said what I said. I'm team
Yeah.
black all the way. I don't care. Wrongs, rights, indifference, team black. So
Sure. Okay.
I'm just ready to talk my shit.
Oh, so you're taking a side. Tony's
Yes.
here. Hey,
Absolutely.
Tony.
Yay, Tony.
Hey,
Yes.
Teflon, what's going on, Tom?
Hello,
He's
hello.
like to say to all you ladies, look beautiful. The men, who cares?
Can't have us
Why?
anyways, Tony. Don't be jealous. We're not for you.
Tony, check out Beck's hair. Doesn't it look amazing? Tony's going
It
to come
looks
on
absolutely stunning.
during the season. He's going to come on.
Yay.
Rebecca,
Awesome
what do you
sauce.
think? What are your thoughts? Are you a team? Are you a hashtag? Did you choose a side?
Yes, and I am Team Black.
Mhm.
I want to make. That's what I was going to ask. Are there any Greens apologists on this panel?
Yeah, I'm a little bit. Well, I think that I think that I'm not an apologist, but the blacks did so many things wrong. So many things wrong. Like, just fucked
come
up.
on.
I understand
and,
that those are the people.
because
They
the
are the more.
Greens did everything
no,
right.
Hold on 1 minute. They are the more likable people. The blacks. They are the more likable people. I will say that, but I think that there's a lot. I think there's a lot of Targaryen like capital built up from the previous show that just transfers on to Daemon and Rhaenyra. I think Rhaenyra is more likable than anybody in the show. She's a great person. She's a sweet person. She's understanding. Like, I obviously side with you on that, but like the Greens, in all fairness, we know a lot more about the Greens than the Greens kids. We know a lot more about than the blacks kids. Like, so we know more about people, the more you don't like them. It's like rule of life. It's my opinion.
I'm kind of like team neutral. I'm kind of like, I'm not really on anybody's side. I'm kind of like, I'm Switzerland. I think it's just, I think the whole thing is really sad. I just think the whole thing, it's like, it's a family, it's a bloody civil war within a family. And I just think the whole thing's sad.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's my point of view. What about you, Rebecca? Did you want to say anything else?
Well, I just rewatched the first season, and I agree with you, Justin. It's so rewatchable, and I hadn't watched it since it originally aired, but then I was watching like the episodes 2 or 3 times because we were talking about them every week. So I was a little kind of burnt out, and like there are definitely scenes where I was like, I don't know if I can watch this scene again. I don't know if I can watch like Luke getting killed again. But I agree. Like the show, they're doing a lot of hard work even with their source material, and the source material is great, but we do not have like any of the interpersonal relationships, like how, and obviously a lot of changes, but I think they're doing an excellent job with adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking to see what they do this year, even though they're only getting 8 episodes, and I can bitch about that later because that's not their fault.
Yeah, because Mark was just saying that episode 8 is expected to consist of at least 6 episodes, so it's getting shorter. It's like getting worse.
Well, I mean, we'll see how much, like, because it's all bottom line money right now. It's all
the
bottom
source
line.
material, by the way. That's the thickness of what in Fire Blood. This is what.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I have to say also that I think that they're doing a really good job of fleshing out the characters and not making them like black and white, like giving them some shades of gray. Even Otto, like they've they've tried with Otto,
and there are definitely things I enjoy about certain green like certain like Aegon and Aemon, like I love, like they do such a good job. I get so happy when I see them on the screen, even though I want to punch them in the face.
Yes,
but it's like they are
right in the chin.
Delicious. Like, oh man, like rewatching like that one like family, like the most dysfunctional family Thanksgiving scene from last season, and like Aemon and Daemon like sizing each other up was like the most hilarious. It's like the moment that like lives rent free in my mind.
Yeah.
I think we will see, something like season 1 of Game of Thrones, Jaime being such an unlikable character. And for just to clear this, Otto is one of the worst human beings to ever live. I would just kill him on sight. I can't stand that dude. He's like, I hate to say Allison is a victim, but she is to a point, but she also has agency and she could have fixed that. And that's what I think we're going to get to. I think that what a good series will do, and I'm hoping Condal's doing this and I have faith in him, will make us have way more empathy than we have for the Greens by the end of the season. We won't like them. Everybody's going to root for Rhaenyra. I'm actually rooting for her. I'm not saying that I'm not, but I think that it does said something. We don't know that much about the Blacks. We really don't. They just go to Dragonstone and they're there doing their thing, and we're really mostly focused. Like 70% of the show is the Greens. Am I wrong?
That's because they're maneuvering more. They're like they're trying to plot. So
doing shit. Rhaenyra should have never left. Yeah, but,
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, I'll let Tim come in. Tim,
so,
you're not a book reader. You're just a show watcher. I did read the book. I couldn't read the whole thing. I found it like so violent, and I had at one point to give it up. Like I read the Dance of the Dragons part. But so, what are your thoughts on the show? What are you sort of looking forward to seeing?
I'm Team Black. Team Black.
You are okay.
Like you said, I didn't read the book, so I'm excited to see Rhaenyra go and take her throne back. Is what I want, but I have no idea what's going on.
I have to say, there's another show that Ryan Connell did called The Colony, and it was excellent. They did 3 seasons. It was about an alien invasion, and he did a really good job there creating these really nuanced characters. No one was like black and white. Like at one point you'd be like hating somebody, and then the next moment you'd be like rooting for them. So he does a really good job with that sort of like tugging on your emotions. So I'm looking forward to it.
There are definitely a lot of great characters. A lot of great characters. So it's hard to pick a side, but I want to see Rhaenyra take it.
With Condal doing gray characters, the aliens would be an obvious, right? With the grays. Am I right? Sorry.
And actually, I just saw Condal is working on another show. I can't remember what it was. I went to the IMDb. It might be okay, it'll come to me. Alicia, it's your turn. You've been so patient. Go at it, girl.
It's my turn. There's no alcohol involved. The rum is not gone this evening. That's probably why I can stay quieter. I am obviously staunchly Team Black. We've been screaming that since season 1, since before season 1, and my opinion has not changed one bit at all. I am looking forward to all of the things like I forget who it was that said it in the chat just now, but looking forward to the mess. Yes, I'm also #Team Messy, because my favorite characters are about to turn into some very messy, toxic people, and I will be supporting them in all of their war crimes from here on out.
I was going to say, this is a very good point of what Lady Stoneheart is saying about Rhaenyra leaving King's Landing and going to Dragonstone. What a stupid maneuver. The expression like possession is 9/10 of the law. Like, just go sit on the throne.
What did she expect?
There's
to
also
happen?
the thing, like she wasn't the way they showed it here, how they depicted in the show is they left it open that she could have stayed. She was
Right.
ordered to Dragonstone before, but here that's not in place. So she could have absolutely stayed right there in Allison's face.
Well-
and if it was me, that's exactly what I would have done.
Mhm.
And Allison wanted her to stay because that's when they made up at
Yeah.
that dinner. And I think there was an amount of trust. And had they not done that, she would have stayed and like sent the kids home.
Yeah, this is based off of the Anarchy, and this is with King William and Matilda, and this is step by step exactly what William, like what in theory Rhaenyra should have been doing is not going to Dragonstone. She should have been doing what Otto was doing. Otto shouldn't have been there because you can't expect all these old stale oaths to stay just yours. But you can if you had a private army. They should have been getting a private army together, just like they should have with Matilda, because they have these dragons, but they don't want to like go the nuclear route right away. They are trying to win the people, not burn the people, and that's kind of like
but network
the tale. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Call
kind
your-
of the
call your
story.
banners.
It's the story. Yeah, so it's like there's so many things. Like you can't feel bad for Rhaenyra on the situation of the political side, in my opinion. I think that she's the right. Well, I don't even know if I want to say it, but you get what I mean. Like she's made so many mistakes, like so many clear mistakes, but they're for good reasons.
Indeed.
Like she loved what's his name?
Harwin.
No, we had him
Viserys?
too.
No, not
who's that?
Lena's brother, Lenor.
Lenor, yeah, and she loved him, and that's a great character right there because she doesn't blame him for who he is and accepts him and doesn't want people to. She is a loving person. Unfortunately, in the Game of Thrones, Ned was kind of he just can't be that.
The one thing though, when she actually initially left for Dragonstone was because they were being so hounded by the bastard rumors.
Yeah.
And like
That's
and
true,
having the kids there was making the rumors worse and kind of so it was a little bit, but your point stands. Like her initially leaving, like probably or like getting the kids out of there was probably a good idea. And also like Dragonstone is traditionally the heir apparent's home. So like that, is a symbol,
Hi, Carl.
of importance. But then, but also at the same time, you're right. She was doing no maneuvers in the background to like try to like, make sure that she was just banking on like, well, they swore an oath to my dad. So, and not heeding some good advice that she was given like by Rhaenys and others.
I feel like if Rhaenyra would have taken a bit of play from Aegon, from the Conqueror, she could have kept this wrapped in the bag from the very beginning. What did Aegon do? He did leave his two sisters at home. They were ruling. Dude was literally going. He was almost pulling a Ned Stark. Actually, he was going to everybody's house, knocking in, sitting down for dinner, stay for a couple days, and then off to someplace else, go back home maybe for a few months, and then back on the trail again. He's actively always out there campaigning. Rhaenyra could have done that.
Yeah, treating
Very
treating.
simply.
Because now they're going to people when they need them. And that's
exactly. And now everyone gets to know her, and just like she's described on the page, she does become the what was it they called her? The Realm's Delight.
The Realm's Delight.
Yeah. She gets that moniker, and everyone feels true love for her, not just duty because she's the heir. Which, yes, keep your duty, but also people ain't gonna have your back the way they really should unless they actually care about you, and you have to make people care.
Well, the irony is she was pregnant the whole damn time.
Girl, I would have put that baby on the front. Like, how y'all doing?
Exactly. Go ahead and rub my belly. Yeah,
like
use that.
And writing, like,
I sure am hungry.
Like that first scene with Daemon and Lena, like when they're riding their dragons in Essos, and then turns out she's like 8 months pregnant. I was like, is that a good idea?
Listen,
to be like riding on a big ass dragon?
It's got to be so uncomfortable. Like your belly is low.
She quit smoking. She said
she wasn't moving like it was uncomfortable for her though.
Well, you know what? Dragons are probably carcinogenic. Tony has a comment here. He said, let me explain it like this. Justin will understand. I don't know what that means. In boxing match, you can dance around, but at some point when it's not working, you have to bite down on your mouthpieces and go for the co.
Yeah.
So
It should have been done
Yeah.
earlier. Everybody was just worried about everybody getting along. They should have, all the small folk want is things to be the way they are, the status quo. This is a relatively peaceful
Normal.
time. There's not a lot of armies. We see the small army sizes, which we'll get into. There's not, they depend a lot on those damn dragons. You know what I mean? Like if things goes to shit, and that's just too much on them. And they don't, you don't earn the love of the people by that. You burn people out of their homes and you do stuff. So it's just her maneuver. And again, like Bex just said, listen, if I had to give Rhaenyra her motivation, we were going straight up fire and blood. I'm like, in this scene, you are pregnant and sad. In the next scene, pregnant and sad. Next thing, not pregnant for 5 minutes, but sad about miscarriage. Bam, pregnant and sad again. Like that's hopefully they do. She's always pregnant. They all are. Like, so
I was thinking about this the other day. George has this really weird thing. I don't know. It must be like a dominant gene or something that the Valyrians always have, Targaryens. So they always have like the white hair, right? And I was thinking, so like Alicent, she's a brunette, maybe kind of more auburn. And then, Viserys is like, white. And then they have white children, like white haired children. But then Alicent, who has white hair, is with Harlan, and then they have brown haired children. So I was kind of like, why is that happening? Like, I feel like it's like a plot device. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I think it was a plot device. It was just to make it easier for people who don't know the history about what we're looking at. Like the reason people are always questioning the parentage is not because like they know, it's because like, hey, they know that when two Targaryens get together, the hair is this color, right? And if you have a Targaryen with white dreads and you got a regular Targaryen with straight hair, the hair should be this, but it's not. Like, let me pull out my Punnett square and see how this could happen, and it's not.
Yeah,
I think the choice,
which
to make
is
them
what made me
African-American
so
as
upset.
well, was a smart choice. Though.
Yes,
that works so much better.
I do
that
agree.
way. Because it's very obvious. Then it's I think the show, that was the smartest move. Not only because he did such a good job, I think it makes it so obvious. So
I think it was
not
low-hanging
necessarily.
Yeah.
It was very low hanging fruit because those boys still could have came out with the complexions that they did.
I know,
even if
but
Laenar
it's
wasn't
less
that.
likely, as I'm saying. Yeah.
Well,
Like,
the thing that would have sealed it, the thing that would have sealed it really is if that right there, if they would have kept Rhaenys hair black, that would have been the thing that could easily say, no, not always.
Yeah,
but
so they
didn't
changed
do that.
it to make it more canon, right?
Yeah,
To make
they
it,
did
like,
which
show
I think was a
canon
poor
as opposed to
choice.
Well, but Rhaenys was also like Baratheon, and so and it looks
exactly.
like
And
like
Baratheon always is dominant.
Yeah.
And
Ned read that book. He's like, brown hair.
Yes.
So, because Game of Thrones. Yeah, so it's sort of like the whole thing is a little bit weird.
But also,
Can I ask about
George
Strawn though, really quick?
And no purple eyes.
Sorry, but I want to get everybody's opinion on this. We know she chose to have children with Breakbones, right? Strawn.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't see a relationship with him though, right? We saw none of that.
I know.
So that's kind of weird because we're expecting. Was that out of love or just lust? Because that's pretty.
I think
it's implied.
As lust and then came to love. Because listen, when he saw her come back with that stag and he was looking at her like, oh,
yeah.
All right.
I think they could have done more.
That's where it started.
That was enough for me to rep my
Meeks is all in.
One of the things about Rhaenyra, though, and this is sort of bothers me a little bit. In the first 5 episodes, we have young Rhaenyra, who's kind of like, she's kind of a bit of a dick, in my opinion. And then the next 5,
she's spoiled rich girl.
She's spoiled rich girl. She's kind of like self-indulgent and kind of rude. Like, like she doesn't like when she's at the tourney. She doesn't. She's sitting with everybody and she's being kind of snarky, your typical teenager, right? Whereas Alicent is sort of like, okay, I am now have to be. I'm the queen, right? So I'm the queen.
It makes her unlikable in that sense.
Yeah, it makes her kind of unlikable and it's hard to root for her. But when they do switch over to the other actor, her character is much more sympathetic and more like you kind of root for her more.
You've seen a change for sure.
Yeah, I think it's the kids that did it. Like you can tell that once she had those kids.
Yeah,
you can, and that was the stark difference between her and Alicent. Alicent had these kids, and she was looking at the kids like, God damn, I hate these bitches. Every time Rhaenyra saw her kids, she was just like rubbing their hair, rubbing their shoulders, like trying to comfort them in any way. And Alicent was like, I don't understand why you're in my face.
Yeah.
Why are you
Allison
here?
just-
And we said that she does not like any of her kids.
No.
well, she
No,
likes
she doesn't.
I mean, she has
Helena?
No, she don't.
affection
She
for
thinks Helena's
Helena.
weird as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
she's very protective over Helena.
I think so
She wants
too.
to
Like in a way
herself.
that she's not
She-
over the
you know.
boys.
She was very-
And it
A little
She
bit.
was
I
very,
can see that a little bit.
She was
Yeah.
Mama Bear though when Eamon's eye was like poked out. Like she,
I think she was more like, now I get to fuck you up, bitch. That's what I think.
Okay.
I don't think it was concern for her kid.
that was nothing about her son being hurt. It was about who hurt
Yep.
her son.
Yes.
It was a,
Mhm.
yeah, it was a power
all
play.
about-
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
But if-
she like Rainey's had the best line to Allison when Allison came and they're like, King's dead, you're not leaving, support us. And she's like, you just want all of us to be the prison, like be in your prison. Like this is the
Mhm.
window to your prison that she's been in. And like, and I have a little bit of sympathy for her, definitely for younger Allison. Like,
Mhm.
she didn't really want to marry him, like, you know, but she was doing the duty that she was always told to do. And she
Mhm.
hates it so much, and it's seething out of her. And you know, that's all it's been. And her resentment towards Rhaenyra because she got to do whatever the fuck she wanted to do.
Yep. Who
Yeah,
gonna
she had
take
every
it?
chance. And the
She,
thing
like,
to Allison, like she's just because this is statehood in this time. We can kind of look at it like without the love aspect. She looks at it as she was doing her duty by
Mhm.
doing everything she did. And
Mhm.
Rhaenyra had all these, and I saw like something on Twitter about somebody being, Allison is jealous of Rhaenyra. I would say neither of these women have had ideal lives. Neither of them would look back on it and think this is how we want it to come out. She's not living the life being married to her uncle. She wasn't living the life with her first marriage. You know, like none of this has turned out well. Let's just say that. But I think Allison is a character that they'd make very sympathetic to, because she's not really even accountable for, even with the Aegon spiel, the whole like, you know, like thing about the White Walkers. They were going to do it anyways. So I think Kondo's a genius in this way. That's why we have sympathy and empathy for Allison, because they didn't care. That was like, oh, shut up. Like he told me that he wanted Aegon. Like, yeah, we're going to make Aegon king. That was what we were always going to do. You know what I mean? So like, it's just out of her hands. But again, if you took the screen time of the greens versus the blacks, meaning the kids, it's not even like near equal. Like it's crazy. We know so much more about.
Correct.
I mean, I think
I know
that's
nothing about Jason Lucerys. Nothing.
Well, and you know, you're never gonna know anything more about Lucerys.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he's gone.
a little
Yeah.
Lukey.
Mhm.
Little Luke's
Poor fella.
he was
Little
cute.
Luke. Yeah, he was cute. Well,
I
other
know.
than like, you know, we got a little bit for him because like that, like at Lena's funeral, and the sea smoke was, or the sea snake was like talking to him, and it's like, this is going to be yours one day. And like, and he was already like, but that means everyone's dead. So you can already see
He's a
he was
soft boy.
I
caring.
know.
Well, I mean,
Mhm.
he has trauma, and like, and then they also pretty much got confirmed that their real daddy was dead, and that he was in fact their real dad, and that they obviously had like a very close connection to.
Yes, she's Team Magenta for sure. Tim, there's a question for you from Angelo. Angelo asks a question for Tim. As someone who hasn't read the books, how do you think Damon will handle this whole situation?
So I think Damon is going to back Rhaenyra 100% and get her the crown for sure. Make sure she gets the crown. That's what I think. That's what I hope. That's what I want to see.
Oh, we got a Team Green here person, by the way.
Team Green, where? Oh,
He was
come
like,
on.
"It's right. Hit it."
Of course.
I mean, with that name, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Well,
So,
actually, like in
see.
terms of her,
That's what they do.
actually, this brings up a good point. In terms of Rhaenyra marrying Damon, Daemon, as some people call him, do you think it was a love marriage? Do you think it was because he could push her through and get her what she wants? Like, what do you all think?
All of the above.
Okay,
Yeah. I don't think there's any
She
one
felt
reason for it. I
isolated.
think
She can help him.
lust.
He can
I
help
think
her get
they
the
definitely were hot for each other. Obviously,
lust, power,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of that. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
so
It
bizarre.
was-
she tells
It's
him
a
like, I
weird-
can't do
weird
this without
situation.
you. But then,
Yeah.
but back to just like, but he didn't do shit while they were married and having babies, and like to like, although like he's not a very well liked character.
No.
in like throughout the kingdom. Like the only people who like him are the gold cloaks.
Yeah, because he gave them their clothes and he made them feel like
Because he
real.
trained them
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah,
boy.
no, he's
Yeah.
their
But I'm
champion.
sure the small folk hate him.
Yeah.
It's changed. But look at how
I think they
Damon
like
really-
him because
Half
he's like
and
the
half.
second son type of thing. The
Oh,
second,
okay,
like, you know,
okay.
like the second son, the prince. Like he's
Yeah,
free to do whatever he wants. He can be
hangs
out
out
here,
with- he
hang
hangs
out.
out with them.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like
But
But
the
he's
other
living-
nobles that don't like him.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But there was that one scene, remember when the gold cloaks go in and they like basically are like putting
Yeah,
penis?
that's-
hands
I-
on.
They grab the
Yeah,
penis.
that whole thing
happens.
that couldn't have
Snatched
endeared
it.
him to the public very well.
But
Oh,
real
I
quick
think
on
it would have endeared him to all the girls that were assaulted by that dude.
Well, he's
Snatched
a populist. He's a populist. Damon is
Oh,
a
yeah.
populist. So the thing, let me ask this about
That's a
Damon.
way to put it.
Military wise, like Bex was just saying, he's this great warrior, but he is not a great strategician, like at all. Like he fights the war in the Stepstones, doesn't like leave like strongholds. Like now the Sea Snake has just came back and did that. He is a guy that I think just wants people to say, hey,
To
you
notice
could
him.
be a good king. Yes, notice him. Hey, like I don't even necessarily think you'd want to be king, but he just would like the idea that he is being considered. It's insulting. It's like, like if you were like doing something Heidi and you don't even consider me to do it, I'd be like, well, I'd like to at least be considered. Do you want to?
Exactly.
No, but I want to be considered.
Yeah.
So I think that there's a lot of that because, like,
Yeah.
why is he not sitting there teaching these kids? You don't see any interaction with anyone. Like,
That was
Three
my problem.
daddies, and nobody taught them how to pick up
Come
a sword.
on. Not Nan Daddy. Not Nan Daddy
Well,
said anything.
They cut out a scene in season 1 where after their mother dies, that he's sort of consoling the children, and they cut that scene out. And I'm wondering if they cut it out because they didn't want him to come across as like in nurturing, maybe
They
What
want
do you
him to
think?
be
Yeah.
kind of like neglectful.
neglectful.
Neglectful
Yes.
is kind of like I think he's like too busy to concern himself because the girls eventually, from their mother or Rainey's, they know how to handle business. The
Mhm. Right.
boys, I think
Mhm.
Rhaenyra kind of like tucked them in the back and was like, well, this fight for inheritance is between me and the kids on Team Green. Like my kids aren't even up in the running yet. We're not going to concern them. They don't need to learn all of this. They just need to go to school and learn the maps. And that was a mistake.
No.
Mhm.
As soon
was
as
a
they
mistake.
can stand and walk, put a
this.
little wooden stick in their hand
Hold this
and
Right,
stick.
they
start
should be
practicing.
learning.
You
They should
know,
be
You
learning
do
how to
not
take
have
care
a
of it right
choice
now.
in this type of society. You don't have a choice. Nah, you got to be ready.
but that's also the way that Rhaenyra was trained. Like
True.
also, like
Exactly.
she was doing
cupbearer.
was being a cupbearer.
Yeah.
And like at least Jace was taking it upon himself to learn High Valyrian.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like there's a
Mhm.
little bit like I think he definitely, even though you're right, like we don't know him as well, like but
Yeah.
it's something like he is taking very seriously.
And credit
He's
to
the-
Jace for that, because I think
Yeah.
he actually did that because of who he's betrothed to. Also, because remember, Damon taught both of them High Valyrian too.
I think I just want to
But
say,
he-
actually, speaking of that, I think that the kids are going to, like, even though Rhaenyra and Damon and Alicent and Otto are, instrumental, and Sir Kristen Cole and all those, but the kids, I think, are going to be like, last season they were sort of a little bit in the back, as you've mentioned, but I think they're going to come a bit forward. So, sort of, Rebecca, sorry, I know you wanted to say something, and then maybe we can talk a bit about that.
I totally forgot.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean it was just like a
Sorry.
continuation of
She was like that thing.
no.
sorry.
It was
Yeah.
just a continuation of
Yeah,
I had a
like-
last thought on Damon. I just had one last thought on Damon.
Oh, sure.
And I think that
You're Rebecca,
what
remember.
he wants to do is he wants to get his revenge because he looks at it as they killed Viserys. He looks at it as they fucked over Viserys. It's very personal to him. That's all I want. Damon right now is calling
Yeah.
everybody. He's like, you delivered groceries to the Greens 3 weeks ago. You could have killed
Yeah.
them all.
Mhm.
Why didn't you? And then the
Exactly.
guy's like, you were the pizza guy last
Mhm.
night. You could have killed them all. It's like, why didn't you, Damon? Like he's blaming everybody. He's all bitter. Like, like it's very
Well,
it's a
there is a
Ego.
scene like when they're doing this sort of media tour right now. So they're showing this one scene of him talking to Rainey's. Is that the one you're
Yeah.
talking about? Where
Yeah.
he's like, you could have taken care of this, which
I
is so
would've.
true, right?
I would have
Yeah,
hated them.
it's like the Hitler as a baby on the toilet situation. It's like, I don't know. I guess technically somebody could have.
Well, I mean, then we wouldn't have a show.
yeah.
Exactly.
Why didn't
Why?
Jason
Yeah,
Luke
because
learn
plot.
to fight?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tim. Sorry.
Why didn't they teach Jason Luke to fight? Like
Yeah.
Allison's boys, they learn to fight.
They were sort of in the courtyard. In the courtyard,
Right,
Kristen
but yeah,
didn't give them
but-
as much attention
Listen,
because
that man is a bitter ass bitch. He was like, somebody's gonna have to fight this woman that
Yeah.
told me no, and it's gonna
But
be
Damon-
you.
Damon could have told him how to fight.
So that's
Damon
why,
He is the op. He is the
Oh.
op. He is
He's
on
their
the team
stepdad.
of Rhaenyra's. What was it? The evil her team of evil exes. Both him and Allison sitting there
Right.
bitter.
Oh my god,
So they
It's
just
it's
didn't
so
it's
fight
so
and-
funny because I saw this
they'd be better
interview
off.
with the actor who plays Sir Kristen Cole, Fabian
Mhm.
at Frankel, and he was talking about how like he needs to get out of the castle. Like, I guess he's just been in the castle. Like, he doesn't leave. He's either in the courtyard, or he's walking the halls, or he's in
He's
his
got to be
chamber,
right up
or he's in the
inside
throne
of
room. He
Allison's
doesn't
ass
get to
cheeks.
go anywhere.
He's gotta
So
be
he's
right
stuck
there.
there. It's probably
that's why she
gone,
was
uh,
confused.
If he can't sniff Allison's curtails, then he's
Listen.
gone too
Well,
far.
there's definitely something there. Like, I think he has the hots for her. Do you think that there might be something that will happen with the two of them?
I think they already
No.
did it.
I
I
do.
think they already did it
Yeah.
off screen.
Oh,
I've been
I
saying
feel
that
like-
since season 1.
I feel like
Yeah.
if they did, it didn't
so.
mean as much to her as it did to him, and he's just like,
And she
Yeah.
knows that, which is why she's
Yes.
able to manipulate him
Yes.
so well.
it's
She
like the
slept with
foot,
him
it's like
and
the
then she
toes.
shows
Like, do
her
you want to see
feet
my
to
foot?
the other guy?
What's
So
my ankle?
Yeah, like I don't think anything happened between them. I think she's just giving him enough and like just leading him on. But now I think he's gonna be way more in charge.
Yeah, isn't
You know, like, because this thing, I think Kristen Cole alone like turns me off to the Greens like far nut. Like,
Absolutely, he's
or, like
awful.
him and Otto, like,
Yeah.
because it's like there are things I can understand about Allison. There's some things about the kids where it's kind of like they've been dragged into this stupid mess.
Correct.
Yeah, like
But
Helena, she's
Kristen Cole
Yeah.
is the worst.
The
the
worst.
worst?
But Tim said, like, why isn't Damon out there? All they got is one Kingsguard. When the
I
kids are
don't
like, whacking each
understand.
other, he's like, try to be easier. I'm sorry, he stepped back. You got
It's so
Kristen Cole.
weird.
Kristen Cole is a good fighter. He is a better
is.
fighter than
He
Damon.
is.
Damon has a dragon. These are really brilliantly written characters.
Mhm.
Kristen Cole is a better one-on-one fighter.
Oh,
But Damon's
absolutely.
got dragon.
But-
That's why Damon depends on dragons.
But
so much.
Damon, they weren't together because Harwin Strong was in that scene, and Harwin Strong was kind of trying to teach them.
Oh,
but
we're
it
talking
wasn't-
about on the beach.
Harwin,
Rebecca.
yeah.
Oh,
Harwin
on the
beach.
beach.
Last
Sorry,
episode.
Yeah, that's when they were in the
I
courtyard.
thought
with
you meant
Harwin.
the
Yeah.
courtyard. When
No,
they
yeah,
were
there was
all
when they were
together.
still there. You're right.
Sorry.
Yeah, because Harwin was kind of pissed, right, that Kristen
Yeah.
wasn't
Mhm.
giving as much attention to the
That's why he got
blacks.
sent home.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's why they sent
yeah.
him home.
Well, but it's
Got
also,
beat up pretty good.
but it's like that should be a master of arms.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
teaching them.
Exactly.
But whatever.
Exactly.
That's like,
That's how
well,
it was. Yeah,
we
it's
needed-
true.
We needed that.
Yeah,
That-
what
Yeah,
is
the
he-
Kingsguard usually isn't the master of
Raiders.
arms.
You know,
I think
It's
but
you're
usually
correct,
some weird foreign guy. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, get a stick. I got my
Yeah.
stick.
Exactly.
It is. Like,
Yeah, it's
by the
a
way,
dance.
it
We're in
should
a
be
dance.
somebody. It should be someone from down south.
Yeah.
By the way, I was going to say this. This is so weird. Okay, so I posted a long time ago, and I called Sir Kristen Cole Sir Krispy Kreme because remember how we used to call him that on the live
Yes.
stream.
Crispit.
I got like I was calling it dog pile. It wasn't that bad. But basically these people attacked me saying that I'm like, like a teacher who tries to like
Because you
fit
don't
in
like it.
with the kids, like I try to like, dress like the young people and
Oh,
try to be
that's nice.
relatable to
Tell
them and
them to go to the other
everything.
side of my
And
net.
and I know that I'm like I have horrible mom jokes and stuff. So it was just so, and I was
Absurd.
just like, guys, it's just like I'm not even like I'm just joking. Like
But
That is true. I see
not
that.
a-
I see that, Lindsay. I see
not
that.
a real person.
But
I see that, Lindsay.
they're not even real people. They're just sad people. So who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This right here, I don't think anything happened before, but I think they're going to use it in this
Mhm.
season. And there's
Mhm.
nothing in the books about it, but there's going to be a time in which something happens when somebody should have been guarding something. And I think there's going to be something that's going to happen between them. And it's going to draw Christian Cole to be way more aggressive than he already is.
Well,
I don't know
saw
if
it
I
in
like
the trailer.
well,
The
I- yeah.
excitement.
He is brutal in the trailer.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
So excited.
and also it was funny because someone said like, why did he cut his hair? And there were some comments about maybe it was to make him look older because unlike some of the other recasting, I mean, it is a bit weird. Like for instance, Alicent, the actress who plays her, she's actually only like 7 years older than one of her kids or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then and then so Kristen Cole is like, they didn't really put any gray in his hair or anything, so I guess they were like, let's cut his hair, or maybe I'll make him look. So
He's been
there is some
32 for 50 years.
Well, I
Yeah,
was like, it's like a little thicker in the neck meat, but that's it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's still in awesome shape though. I mean, like
Mhm.
Fabian Frankel as a human being is like very handsome. Like, so we can't take that away from him as and he seems like and apparently him and Matt Smith are totally like best buds too. It's
Yes, they are so
super cute.
silly. The interviews
Yeah.
together are so silly.
They're so cute. So that's really nice. Like all the cast seem to get along really well and everything. But okay, so where should we go from here? What are we going to talk about? Tim, do you have any thoughts on
Megs?
any of this that we're talking about?
So, yeah, I just want to see. I want to see Rhaenyra get her crown. That's all, I keep saying that. But like, is Daemon going to teach the boys, the last living boy to fight
The boy.
and go
The boy.
in? Are they going
Yeah,
to
well,
the
boy.
dragons?
there's the toddlers
Yeah.
too, right?
The toddlers too. They need
Oh
to learn
yeah,
to
that's
fight,
right. I forgot they're there too.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're
I just think it's
Mhm.
funny
if they can grip
that
a
the
sword,
girls
they
aren't
should
even
learn to fight.
involved. They're already set. The girls are set. The
So,
girls are
Yeah.
set. They're like, hand me my stick.
Because Damon
Right.
took care of them.
Yeah.
Damon and Elena got them together.
I think Lena and Rainey's got them together because they were
Rainey's-
never.
Yeah.
Rainey's
They were never
absolutely
together.
Well,
had a hand
and
in that for sure.
I do think because wait, who went with Rainey's? Bela went with Rainey's.
Bela.
Mhm.
And Rhaella stayed with
Rhaenyra?
Rhaenyra.
Raina, yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's why
Raina,
Bela's a
I
problem.
hard.
Stayed,
But-
George stayed with
George! But you know,
Daemon.
Bela already felt like I think she had a connection with Damon because like the one scene, like he's teaching her, but the other one, the one who
Valerian,
doesn't
yeah.
have the dragon, you
Mhm.
know, because Bela had her egg hatch. So
That's what
like,
he cared about the most. It seemed
yeah,
like.
and that was
Right.
you know, but like
Yeah,
he's
which horrible
he's a-
on him for that too.
Mhm.
Instead of a star chart, there's a dragon egg chart for the kids and how good
Yep.
they're doing. And like it's like, oh,
Right.
you still 0. But
Mhm.
okay, can we go to the military? Like Tim, you're talking about what you want to see happen right now. What's
Yeah.
happening is that Sir Corlys has pledged his fleet to them. Okay,
Mhm.
at Dragonstone, so they're outside.
Right.
Like they said, Dragonstone's very hard to like siege. Like it's very hard to penetrate. But they are not really in a situation to go and siege Keaton Landing unless they put all their dragons there at once. They're trying
They
not
have
to do
like
that.
13, right?
Yeah, well,
But
they're
two
not
flags
all
have 13
riders
dragons.
though. They
Well,
have, I
so
think,
there's
right now,
what, three?
four, I think.
Three without riders, I believe.
3 without riders, and that's going to come up this
Okay.
season.
And that's
But
going to come up, right? So they got toddlers.
Mhm.
So give it a
No,
couple
but-
years.
Yeah, but the first move, Tim, is they're going to blockade King's Landing, the gullet.
Yeah.
So that they're going to
Mhm.
stop resources from coming in. So this is a very like small foot army situation with the battles, but it's always about like if you get too many of these people together, the dragons will go to them and just wipe them out. So this is like a small scale, like it's kind of a small scale, large scale war. I'm trying to like pronounce
Right.
it, get to it. It's very complicated because Daemon is going to Harrenhal in the Riverlands, and he is going there. And are we going to talk about him strangling Rhaenyra? Like, like he's not
Yeah.
going there on the
Oh,
best.
you mean from last season? Like
Yeah,
choking
yeah,
her out?
She don't
last
trust
episode.
him. Yeah, she doesn't trust him.
Shit
And even,
over.
and he goes, "I'll go to Harrenhal," and she kind of just looks at him like, "Yeah, you fuck." Like, you know what I mean? You fuck. But he's a selfish dude. So like, not like they're gonna do the blockade, and then the Greens are gonna be on the attack. They're gonna go out there and try to get as many people that aren't, swearing to them by force. And because they're not really in a situation, the Blacks aren't in a situation right now to push an assault, so they need to gather resources.
Mhm.
So that's why this is so interesting. But there is a lot of downtime and a lot of characters in the books. Me and Bex are talking about this, where where Alicent and Rhaenyra pretty much disappear at this point in the books. Like they're not talked about. So I'm interested to see how Condal will handle this and how he's going to. I know they gave Rhaenyra a Valerian Steel sword. It looks like I'm excited for that. I don't know when that's going to come in, but I really hope he finds an organic way to like inject them in, because in reality, the boys just go wild at this point.
Mhm.
Like,
I mean,
yeah,
is Valerian
I
still
think
that-
that's why we're
that
going to get
badass,
those
though?
scenes.
Is Valerian
think,
still that much stronger than regular steel? I mean, it is
Yeah.
just-
Yes.
I mean,
Mhm.
but I mean, still, right? I mean,
Valerian
I
steel is a
don't
special
understand
steel
that.
that's like it's
Oh, by the
tempered
way-
a special way
Right.
with special stuff.
I
Yeah.
saw a really great interview with the design team or whatever, and they were interviewing the props, like the sword master. Oh, what a cool guy, by the way. And he's worked on all these amazing films, like all these films that you would love, Justin. And he was talking about how Dark Sister was actually made from Damascus steel, which
Mhm.
you know
Oh,
is sort of the
yeah.
inspiration for
That's where
Valyrian
Valyrian
steel.
steel came from.
And
Yeah.
then the pommel and everything is silver. So it's like, it's actually a beautiful sword. But he was talking about how at times, like, the actors would get, you know, like, oh, this is a little bit heavy.
Mhm.
Is there anything you can do?
Do some push-ups, you'd be all right.
Yeah.
I
So they would
just
put in.
steal.
So, well, you know, it's funny because, and if you guys saw one of the interviews with Matt Smith and Fabian Frankel talking about his armor, how uncomfortable it is. And it's funny because I'm doing another video on Excalibur and how uncomfortable the armor is not comfortable. It's
No.
not-
Yeah,
I
No,
mean,
it's not.
maybe in medieval times it was, but it's not comfortable. And so they were making jokes about him like falling down the stairs and like it would be like ping, 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 ping. And it was so funny. But so, you know, the prop master would have to say, okay, I will put in a rubber sword for you instead. But anyways, really, really fascinating. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put the interview below. So if anyone wants to watch it. Sorry, I went on a tangent there.
No,
Go ahead, you guys.
that rubber
No,
sword
that's
thing you're
awesome.
talking about, Battle of the Bastards, when John's getting back on his horse, you see that rubber sword bend. Valyrian steel, Brienne of Tarth does cut through somebody with it. It's kind of a bullshit scene outside of that that bar with Littlefinger's men. But as far as
the drums,
the military goes, we have to realize that this has been a relative time of peace besides these wars in the stepstones, and these stepstones have been fought by essentially just like rogue princes, like the rogue prince in Corlys Velaryon, and then now just Corlys. So there aren't standing armies like you have in A Song of Ice and Fire, because in A Song of Ice and Fire you had Robert's Rebellion, 17 years ago, and 9 years ago was the Greyjoy Rebellion. So you have a lot of good leaders, men that have seen, they're the leaders, they have actual battle experience, and they are raising up levies. The levies are like a joke for this. Everything is like a quarter of the army for everybody. Even the Lannisters only have like 6,000 people like in total. So it's not like it's really a scarce situation for like getting men together.
So in the House of Dragon, Valyrian steel is rare, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's still rare. In Game of Thrones, it's rare.
It's
It's
very
even
rare.
rarer.
I mean,
like,
Even rarer by
How
Game
the
of
hell
Thrones.
there's so much in Game
Yeah.
of Thrones if it's already rare? I don't know. Was it a couple hundred years, several hundred
That's
years?
because they were taking the
Couple
swords that
hundred
existed,
years.
and they were
But-
splitting them and melting them
but
into smaller like
to make
swords.
little daggers and whatever.
Yeah, that's all
But
they did. That's
if
why
it-
it was
if it's
everywhere.
already rare, how the hell is there any left for Game of Thrones?
Yeah, they keep
Right, if
melting
it- if
them.
it's already
Because
rare.
melting down.
Their
Ice
swords.
is like-
The only reason they got what is it, the lion's tooth and or what do you call it? Was it
Widow's
Yeah,
Wail.
Widow's
Widow's-
Well
yeah.
and
Yep.
and
There's
Oathkeeper
only a
is
couple in
from
Game of
melting
Thrones
down
then.
ice. Ice
Yeah.
became those
which
two
is an
swords. That's
ancestral
what
sword.
they used.
Of how
Okay.
Yeah,
Slan-
there's tiny
Dark.
pieces of Valyrian steel that is held by the Citadel because they have a Valyrian steel chain study
Okay.
thing that they can
Yeah.
do to get that. But a great bulks of it, it's nowhere to be found. Like you have to be
Okay,
scavenging
so
old
it is-
Valyria
His
to find it.
his dark sister and Blackfire are gone
are gone.
They're
by
lost,
the time
yeah.
Game of
by
Thrones.
the time,
yeah.
because of this war, I'm assuming. I'm trying to remember.
No, did you
Yeah.
lose it? Like, how do you lose
Yeah, I
a sword
think-
like that?
And then someone had Valyrian steel armor, and I think it was
That was
Renly?
it was
Euron.
one of the it was
Euron
Euron,
had
but
Valyrian steel.
That was
from
only in a
someone from
dream, though.
Essos, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
that
yeah,
was a
that's right.
dream.
It was what's his name? The Greyjoy. Euron. Wasn't
Euron,
it?
yeah.
Or was
That's
it
right.
was it Euron
It
or
could
was
have been
it Jon?
Victorian. I don't remember.
Sorry, Euron. Yeah, sorry. Renly had green armor, I think,
Yeah, Renly
in the
had
books
everything.
that I read.
But pretty much, Tim, they go, "Hey, you got Valyrian steel," and they're like, "Yeah." Then they like, "Hold on a minute, you are actually guilty of treason."
Yeah,
And
but
then
anyway,
they,
so
they
I
get your
was-
sword.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
pretty blown
Now,
away.
yoink,
So
let me
yeah,
take
so
that.
the armor maker, the fellow who makes the weapons, he has a guy that he goes to who specializes in doing Damascus steel, and I thought that was so cool
Nice.
because like Dragon Glass is based on obsidian,
Right.
so which is
Mhm.
really fun because during House of the Dragon, or sorry, during Game of Thrones, I remember I shared out something about obsidian. And I tagged the ROM, which is the Royal Ontario Museum where I live. And they were like, oh, yeah, Dragon Glass. Like they knew exactly what I was talking about, like the social media person. So it was super cool. Yeah. So,
It belongs in a museum.
yeah.
Right.
I love that George does that, though. I love that he sort of looks at actual historical examples of things and then.
I mean, do we
Sort
still
of
have
check.
obsidian like these days? Is that's still a thing?
No, it's like
Obsidian?
volcanic. It's volcanic glass. So I
Yeah,
think it
don't know
has
I've
to
seen
be
it.
forged in like a volcano and
Okay.
then that's
Yeah,
the remnants of it or something.
Right.
From
We have an
lava and all that.
AK-47.
Yeah, there's
I mean,
a lot of them, I believe.
I think that's basically what Valyrian steel is. Valyrian steel is like ore that's been like heated by a dragon's breath or
Oh,
something.
okay.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
it's
it's got the
dragon
blood
fire
of
and
the, of
spells.
the slaves of Valeria.
Oh, does it have the
Yeah.
blood of the slaves?
Well,
Okay.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
there we go.
there's
that
blood
too.
magic involved.
Blood
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Fire,
I mean,
fire
that's,
and blood.
That's a theory. It's a theory.
That's the theory of the Targaryen house wars is fire and blood. Those
That's
are
way
the
worse than a blood
instructions.
diamond. It's like way worse.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's lighter, Tim, and stronger. So it's like it's
Okay,
what the
so
sword you
faster.
want. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
faster and sharper and stronger. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
But anyway, so what should we talk about now? Do you guys want to talk about like the coming season? Like, I mean, I'm assuming none of
Can
you
I-
have none of you watched
Broken
any of
fist.
the spoiler reviews, or are there spoiler reviews?
I have not.
No, there's an
There
outline.
are-
I've
there
avoided
are.
reviews.
There's a few of them that I've seen go up, but I haven't watched.
I haven't
Can
watched
I
any either.
interject something really quick?
Yes,
S-
absolutely.
My small admission, just because I respect the channel and I'm gonna miss getting new content from this guy. But if y'all didn't know, Benny, comic historian, passed away a couple days ago. He's done some great things on YouTube for the comic world. So R.I.P. Benny,
Aw. I don't know what's this channel called?
comic historian.
Oh, that's
shit.
really sad.
Yeah.
Well, let's his work. That's one good thing is his work will be out there. People can appreciate it. I'm gonna go.
Mhm.
Yep, I just found him right
Absolutely.
here. I'm gonna share his link in the chat. Everybody, thank
That's
you.
a great
Lisa.
idea.
Please do.
Thank you.
No, because I was going to ask, because first off, how do you feel? I have a feeling about this, but how do you all feel about the idea that they allowed all of the reviewers to, watch the show, which is fine, come into premieres, but then also release the reviews before the show is out? How does everyone feel?
That
about
makes
don't like
me
that.
feel HBO thinks they have something
I don't-
good.
Yeah, I don't
they
like
did
it.
just like with Fallout, they did the same thing, but I still
Mhm.
hate it because now I gotta and
Yeah.
I can't
Well,
dodge
I didn't
everything.
see any pre-show reviews of Fallout. I wish I would have because that's a
Oh.
phenomenal show.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I don't like it.
That
You
shows
should- nobody should see it and talk about it before it comes out.
Well, they're
I
not
agree.
giving
It's
spoilers
agreed.
though, but it is a sign of
But
confidence.
still,
a vote of
I mean-
confidence from them that they do that. The earlier
Yeah,
they
it
give the
is.
reviewers out, they think
Yes.
you have a good thing. When it's not out to the day of, they're worried. They're like, oh fuck,
Yes.
nobody watches this show.
They're
we
like,
made
this
about
was an
whatever."
entertaining show.
I guess for
Well,
advertising for
they
them,
used to have
but
the embargoes
I don't like
out that they
They
did.
they made them wait till a certain date, but it seems
They
like that's
did.
like
They still
non-existent
did.
anymore.
They still did. It was
Okay.
just released like 2 days ago.
It's
Yeah.
also
Okay. okay.
like the whole HBO Max Discovery thing, and I can't speak very specifically to this, but they've changed like their entire business model. Like they don't have the exclusivity that like HBO had. I mean, like they fired everybody basically.
They did.
Yeah. And then, and I don't know
They don't make money.
specifically about marketing. I don't know, like, I can't speak specifically to it. It's just like, it's a new regime over
Yeah.
there. And
Netflix and Hulu are the
for
only
better
people that make money.
Huh?
Well, I'm just saying, I brought this up because Robert, from In Deep Geek, it's hard to say that, In Deep Geek. He brought up that there were a lot of spoilers out there because, people got to see the first 2 episodes. Some people saw even, I think, the first 4 episodes. And so they were trying to do spoiler-free reviews. But I feel personally, if they had embargoed it until at least Sunday, I think that for me personally, I would have liked it. And
Agreed.
and I'm just saying this as someone who has been offered to watch like a whole season of something, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. I want to watch it with everybody else. And they're like,
Right.
oh, okay. It's not fun. It's not fun to watch it.
Those
like,
don't get
all
you
at-
anything anyways. Nobody, though, because you can't say shit for the
Mhm.
reviews.
Exactly.
And then everybody thinks that you're biased because you're getting things from them. It's really not
Yeah.
worth it. It really
You
isn't.
think you're a shill,
yeah. Of course you would. They give you 4 episodes. I'm like, yeah, they gave me $2 too. I'm shilling like crazy over here.
Yeah. But at the same time, I guess I could understand where HBO is coming from because they're like, they've already renewed season 3 because they saw the reviews. They're like, oh, the reviews are good. And
Well, I think
and it builds up some hype.
I don't know if that was. I think that was like
I
pretty
feel like
much
they
in the
already
cards,
have
like,
season
okay.
3 because they had to split it. They knew going in that
Yeah.
we wanted to do 10. Well, if we do 10, that leaves 2 major events at the tail end that we want to like combine with other stuff. So let's split it.
Do we know how many seasons they're planning on?
5, I think.
4.
5.
I
I thought
believe.
5. I read 5 somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not really a super long story.
Nope.
No,
it's
and
not.
that so that makes me. Well, I guess well, we won't go into it before spoilers, but because there's the aftermath too, which is such a big part of the story.
Yeah.
Because technically the battle wasn't really long. It wasn't like years or like it was like
it was 29 to 31.
And then after that, I think was the extended part that we're
It's
actually
only 2 years then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah. It's only 2 years.
If a Westerosi year is 365 days,
yeah.
I don't know if that
Is
is.
it the time zone? We don't know. It's the same world.
It's sort of like I don't know.
I mean,
I think we're supposed to understand like their concept of a year and a month is the
same as ours.
It's the same, I believe.
Yeah, their seasons are different. Like it's sort of bizarre.
It's the seasons that are different, but the month, days in a month, I think are the same.
Well, I know I was mentioning the armor maker who's absolutely brilliant. And Bex, he's also kind of a bit of a babe. I thought I threw that in there because her and I have similar tastes. But one of the things I was going to say is that something that made me feel very warm and fuzzy on the inside is he said, I'm working within a medieval world, which sort of gave me like, oh, okay, yes. I'm not crazy. Because whenever I say it's sort of a medieval sort of story, people always say it's fantasy, Heidi. And I'm like, no, I know it's fantasy, but it's still like a grounded world, right? Like
they don't have gunpowder. Like they
exactly.
don't have like they have like some advanced technology, but they also like that's silly. It is fantasy set in a medieval-esque world.
Yeah. So he was saying he wasn't like he didn't push it past like the 16th century, he sort of kept it. That was sort of his stop zone, and even with the armors and things like that. So, like they use candles. Like one of the things that's really interesting, I can maybe show some of the pictures here, is there, and maybe this is why some of the early reviews aren't like, out of the gate, like this is amazing, because there's a lot of just, palace intrigue sitting around talking, right? So
I have a theory on that as well too.
Sure.
Okay, so with Game of Thrones, and we get some like some different takes on this, but like for the most part, we do get the fight with Robb and the Lannisters, right? So the Stark and the Lannisters do fight, and there's this cathartic, feeling you get from that. And you do get a lot of like you got Jon Snow versus Ramsay, meaning people that were foes fighting each other. The Dance of the Dragons has very little that. They have one case, and it's the case with Daemon and another character, I won't say it right now, that everybody wants to see fight that actually happens. I'm worried about the show falling flat on that because that's just the way this story goes. A lot of people that first off, by the end of it, it's going to be nobody that's even here right now. They're going to be new characters that we're going to have to care about. And during these battles, you don't get to really see like a lot of like, a lot of these people it's realistic battle. They go to battle and they just die. And it's not a big boss fight. There's very few boss fights in this. And I think that Condell's going to really have to pull, something out of the magic rabbit hat there. It make it work. Because I think that's why people will be falling flat, because it's just a lot of inner politicking. Like Heidi's saying, like the Greens are fighting about how they should be doing something. We can't be writing a letter. Let's go to action, blah, blah, blah.
Like there's all these pictures like that they released. They released a ton of photos. I don't know if you guys saw all of these photos, like just in the last week or so, a ton. Like I go to, if anyone wants to look at the pictures, I call it, what is the name of the channel, like, or the name of the website, Bex?
Oh, damn it.
I call it,
Wikipedia.
No.
There's
section of, I call it section of randomness.
Because that's the
yeah.
Oh God.
Here, I'll put it in the
far away
site. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, he always has, or she, I don't even know, to be honest with you. They always have really high resolution photos and everything. So I'll put it there if anyone wants to see it.
So
if I have the
you
dragon,
said there's gonna be new characters. Please tell me Rhaenyra and Daemon don't die anytime soon, right?
No, not anytime soon.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
not till
That hurt my heart to see
Yeah.
those two die.
yeah.
I want to see them go in and
Here, I'll put it here, guys, if
Great
anyone wants
shot.
to look at
Great.
some of the pictures. But anyway, so in the last several weeks, in the last week or so, they've posted all these pictures, which is, I looked compared to, because I always go to section of randomness, far away website, and this is a lot of photos. So, and it's just sort of like some of the photos are sort of the same thing. They've just like done different points of view and so on. So, like for instance, like
Oh my
these
God.
guys, these dudes here.
Damn. Is
These
this the whole
bros.
episode in stills?
They're just like sitting around, some beeswax candles.
This is a flip book. I can tell you what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got these two.
Wait. Heidi.
Yes.
When you go through, you'll hear me scream something.
Okay. So should I keep going? And you
Yes,
guys can comment
please.
at any time. All right, here we go.
Yes.
So, and then this, of course, is
Yeah.
that guy.
Allison-
What was his name again?
OnlyFans.
The OnlyFans meet
Littlefoot.
cute.
Little
Little-
foot.
Littlefoot.
he's the other strong, the not so
Yeah.
strong, the club foot. What's his name again?
Yeah, I don't trust that bastard.
Linus.
I don't know
Lars.
who he is.
Lars.
You see me?
I
I
don't
just
know him in the
immediately
store, but I don't
peanut.
trust him at all.
He's the fetishist.
Yeah,
He's a
the
piece
foot,
of shit.
Mhm.
I
the
think.
foot freak.
And then
Give him
and
a
then these
JC
two.
Penny magazine. He'd be set. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Um,
Weirdo.
toes.
I
Yeah.
actually I love this shot. I really love this shot of these two.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just kind of like,
Their wigs look
Is-
so much better.
yeah.
Cool.
By the way, speaking of that, have you guys noticed that the wigs are way better this year?
Way better. They put
Yeah.
the budget. They heard the complaints and they put the budget
Creek-
in.
Oh, David's
The
wearing a
Creek
wig?
and Stark wig? Absolutely not.
Oh, really?
No,
Creek
it looks.
and
I haven't
Stark
seen it.
is the
I haven't
most
seen it yet.
It looks like they tried to take Harry's actual hair and then put it on his head, and it
Yeah.
didn't. It doesn't.
You know what? It's
Doesn't
funny
do.
because I don't know. There's a lot of actors in this show who have like really big chins.
Mhm.
So
chin
it's
is-
like I kept looking at his chin. I didn't notice
Mhm.
his hair.
We've been calling him the Crimson Chin since like
He-
episode 6.
He kind of looks like Meth Damon from Breaking Bad. You know, the guy that looks like Matt Damon. We call him Meth Damon back in the day. He's been in a bunch
Meth
of new
Damon.
movies.
Oh.
I got to look him up. That you know
Oh
who
my
I'm
God,
talking
I have
about.
to
That
look
The
that
actor.
guy that playing
Yeah.
Creek and Stark?
Yeah, that's who he looked
Got
like.
it,
Yeah,
got it. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even notice it.
He has a great
you know what?
personality in interviews.
I'm sure he's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But that wig,
Yeah.
you can tell that he's the
Yeah,
first
no,
time.
the
that they-
Creek and Stark wig is so. It's like that is
I feel
not.
like you know what it is. It's because this is his first season, so they have to like get his hair and head together. But
Oh,
because the other
sure.
people
But
they
you
worked
know what?
last season, so they know.
I did a side-by-side comparison of Corliss's wig. And by the way, Stephen Toussaint, who plays Corliss, is like that motherfucker
Awesome
is
people.
almost 60. He looks fucking amazing.
Amazing.
He's
So-
actually like I think 8 years older than Eve Best. Like
Really?
he's a
Okay.
stud.
And I'm so mad she's actually a brunette. I'm like, man,
Look.
what is this?
Yeah,
I don't
she's
know
dyeing
shit
her hair
about
blonde
costumes.
now.
So that they didn't even
something-
really need that wig.
I don't know
I
shit
think
about
if they would've
costumes, so it bothers me that they're wearing wigs. They don't make these people like grow their hair. Like that's not like that's
I
not their fucking
suspect-
hair.
I suspect that she dyed her hair blonde so that it looks better
Right.
under the wig.
But
That's
is
what I
it?
was thinking.
Oh, okay. But
Tim would
I
be
mean,
waiting 10 years for the show to come out because
Yeah, they're like-
grown his beard.
Mhm.
Like,
they're paying you so much money. Just grow your fucking hair. You know, get over yourself. Grow your
Well,
fucking
that's,
hair out.
actually,
And
with
dye it.
Jakaris, so Jace, that's
Yeah.
what they did. So Jace
Yeah.
had a really horrible,
Oh,
horrible wig last
Ooh,
season.
horrible.
Horrible.
Nasty.
Oh,
And
his,
boy,
his
yeah.
hair is
And-
fine. His
and
actual
now-
hair is so good.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's got like Timothy Chalamet
I just want to do
hair
this
now,
but he's
right?
a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't do
yeah.
he is
that.
so handsome now.
Jace-
I'm 40. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
I was in a
Damn.
play. I was in a play, and the costumer asked me if I could grow a mustache. I go, a good one. And none of this is
always
gonna
like-
get, I
a
said, none
good
of
one
this
is
is gonna
fine,
get any
let's-
better. You cast me. None of this is getting any better than
Yeah.
it is. It is what it is. Nobody's happy about it. Let's move forward.
You're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
what do
Yeah,
you
but I
want
mean,
to
grow
have?
your hair. Get over yourself. Grow your hair out, and
Yeah,
you
some
know.
of them shave their heads so that the wigs can fit snugger and be like
I
more
couldn't do it.
realistic.
Well,
I
Steve
look terrible
Toussaint,
with
I know
bald
he
head.
shaved his head, right? His head.
I'll do it
He
all
shaves
the time.
his
Terrible.
head.
They could have
but-
called all those kids from Instagram that know how to do wigs, the like the
Totally.
16, 17-year-olds, just called 3 of them
Right.
and they would have got them all the way together.
All the
Yeah,
way.
oh, it's so
I,
bad with the bald head. I wouldn't do it for no amount of money. There's no
Oh,
way.
I shaved my head. Like I
Oh.
think
Have you really?
3 years ago, I
I've-
shaved it all the way down to where it wasn't even long enough
Bro,
to
the hair will grow back.
So at
Exactly.
9 years old, I had my mom shave my head because I wanted it done. Right, I just had to have it done. I fucking cried. I looked at her and
Aw.
cried. I swear to
You
God, I
know what?
cried. It was so
Also, too,
bad.
it's probably for comfort as well. Like it would be so hot because I don't know if you ever saw what they did with Amelia Clark. They had to like they put it like they had to sort of put in a little sections and then they had to put this thing on top of it. So it's probably just so much more comfortable just having
That bitch
your
can dye her hair.
You're supposed to braid your hair in a pattern.
Yeah.
So that it makes it
do it in
easier.
sections.
Amelia Clark didn't dye her hair.
As somebody
That
who
was
used
a
to
wig.
wear wigs.
Well, I think that they did. They put like some kind of cap on it, so it kind of like hid
But
the
she didn't
color
dye her
of
hair.
The bulk of
She's
it.
a
Yeah.
brunette,
The last
yeah.
season she dyed
What
her
an
hair.
asshole!
The last season
Right?
she dyed
Dye
her
your
hair. She
hair.
said never
She
again.
made so much goddamn money.
It was
It's
horrible.
not a
She said that.
requirement. Okay, but it's not
She
a
said it ruined her
requirement
hair.
to do that, Tim.
I would dye my hair the color of Shadowcat's hair right now for the money she got made. You know, she made for that.
But it's also really
Goddamn.
damaging, and the bleach burns. Like to get
That's
that
no,
white.
I would do it.
Yeah.
Though.
That's
I'm a dude. I
that's
couldn't
what
do
happened.
pink.
Well, that's
Also-
okay, but see, that's what I'm saying. You may not care about that, but a woman, if bleach can really screw up your hair.
Yeah,
So
we
you
don't
can
go back.
do for
avoid
every
that.
show is
No,
didn't dye
it's-
their hair.
No, it may
Yeah.
grow back, but it may
Zero
not grow
stars.
back the same. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
and
Like
also-
it can do
also-
bad
also-
things.
Also, no one has that much hair.
exactly. And the
Like-
touch-ups
like-
that you have to
right.
keep going every time your hair grows. Ooh.
Like weekly.
Well,
Oh.
I know
Time in
that
the
I know
makeup
that what's her name? Sansa, the actress
Oh.
who played Sansa.
Sophie.
We will
They-
not talk
Sophie-
about that wig ever again.
Oh, well, it was like, but what had happened was they were using her hair and the color was like it burned her scalp, I
Yeah.
guess. is
Oh.
what was
Mhm.
going on there. And so
Yeah.
because she's naturally blonde, so they were doing the brunette. And then so finally they said, okay, we're gonna have to wig her, but it looks so bad.
It was like the wig.
terrible.
The more
Well,
popular
like-
an actor gets, the less they have to do it. Like Jennifer Lawrence is a good example of this. She was dyeing her hair like crazy, losing, and then by the last X-Men movie she was in, they're like, "There's a fucking serum or something. I don't have to be green anymore," because she didn't want to put on the bodysuit. You know, like the more clout you get, the less shit you have to do. It's like Kevin Costner. If his makeup
Which
can't be
is
done when he's
absurd.
walking through the door for his shows, it ain't happening. He's gonna go there in whatever clothes he has on. It might look okay, and he's gonna walk through, say his lines, and leave.
Robert Downey Jr. didn't wear the Iron Man suit for the last half of the whole MCU.
Yeah, I
That's why they
think that was
started
filmed in
doing
his
like
house.
nanotechnology.
Yep. He steps out. It looks like he's coming off his like doorstep, doesn't it? Like when he steps out of the suit, they just went to his house and filmed it on his.
Yeah,
My
imagine
wife
if they
just
had.
texted me.
Yeah, it's so they have to sort of like another thing I was watching when I was watching that video behind the scenes is they were talking about the armor. It's funny because I'm doing a video on Excalibur, and all of the armor is made out of aluminum, which is half the weight of or a third of the weight of steel.
Aluminium.
But now they're making like 3D printed armor out of plastic. But unfortunately,
How's that
yes,
gonna
it's
work?
more comfortable for
Yeah.
the actors, but it looks kind of
Yeah.
bad.
It looks
Yeah.
like
Look more
it,
clunky.
it looks
Again.
3D printed.
Mm.
Get over
Like-
yourself
Like
and
I
work
remember
out.
Tatiana said, like Damon's armor, which the design of it is gorgeous, but you could see it, like you could see his helm kind of like bending.
Yeah.
During the battle?
She like that. Like that's part of her profession too, right? Because she looks at all those as well.
She
So,
said that
yeah,
was for
she
safety. I just watched
hypered in
that.
for that.
For safety.
Was
too.
it for
Yeah.
safety?
But
Yeah, that's what they said.
But like so for instance, like in the Knight's Tale, which Justin and I did, Rufus Sewell was wearing black armor, and like basically they would just put water on him and it would just kind of like go because it was so hot and it was brutal, but at the same time, like, so I don't know where the difference is, like, so with wigs and makeup and costumes, like where the comfort level is, like, you know, you have to make the actor comfortable, you have to make sure that they're, you know, but at the same time, like, it just doesn't work as well.
Yeah, it's kind of that thing,
they should
Heidi,
have
of like
to suffer a little bit,
they
I don't
can
know.
do it, but should they do it?
but should they do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Hi,
Did we
Nathan.
wa-
This is
did-
Tim. Is Nathan a friend of yours?
Nathan is a friend of mine. Yeah, he
Oh,
is.
nice.
Yeah, he's
Welcome,
a
Nathan.
coworker
Yeah,
actually.
exactly, Mink. Yeah, it looked plastic. And of course, you guys know how I feel. I get pushed back from people, but Aegon's crown, I mean, God, you know, it's 3D printed.
It
It's just,
looked-
it's
Yeah, it looked horrible.
sad.
I'm glad. That's what you get. I'm just,
I love They were like, "Oh, we 3D printed this, but then we impregnated it with gold and blah 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 and metal and
Take
we
the
put
crap.
these sad little rubies in there."
That's
And I'm
what you
like,
get.
"But it looks like shit. It looks like you carved
They
it out
bought
of
the machine,
styrofoam."
Heidi. It's like a
Yeah,
cotton
they got
candy
3D
machine.
printer.
You're gonna have it. Everybody's gonna have it. All right.
Yeah,
Bought the
take
But
thing.
that.
the design, but George's design was actually beautiful. I don't know why they abandoned that. So those are things where I'm always like, but why? Like Condal, okay, sure, he's making changes, and apparently he's very involved. He's very, very involved, and I give him like kudos for that. But when someone showed it to him, why did he go, "Yeah, that's a great. That looks really great. Let's do that crown for Aegon."
I don't think he
And it's
deserves
supposed to be
anything
like
more.
retconned, like everything's retconned in this show,
Someone
right?
should have
So-
checked his homework.
Not him laying on. You know what? I'm looking at these pictures. Not him laying on the throne like that, sir. Sir.
Laying on the wait, share. I want to see.
Sir.
It's a bit pointy.
Yeah, I'm on the. I'm still looking at the section of randomness. It's all dang. I can't even. what
Yeah,
now?
aren't they great pictures? They're like super high res, and it's great
Oh
because
my
you can
gosh.
zoom in. You can zoom in and go see all the details. So I've been using them for years because every show I've done, like Gentleman Jack,
I
or
need thumbnails.
Witcher.
Listen, the way I'm gonna save this because I was
Yep.
like, how do I get them? I just Google and try to find thumbnails that are actually still, so I wouldn't have to like credit somebody else because it's a pain in the ass trying to figure
I
out
heard
who
your
actually
editor
made
does
this
them.
picture.
yeah, Rufus Sewell was really hot.
Okay, yeah, I'll be consulting you, Justin.
Mhm.
Since you
But I
did
like
all
making
those on deck.
thumbnails.
I appreciate it.
That's my. If you don't leave me alone at my work, like if you don't get I'm get out. Leave me alone. I'm doing
Okay,
thumbnails.
before we go on, I have to ask Meeks, what is behind you there? You look like you have like a Barbie.
All of the pops in the world.
Everything's hot pink. It matches. She matches. You actually match Becks right now. What is going on there? Is there like a Barbie land going on behind you?
No, it's just my light. Let me show you something. It's just this.
I
right
love
here.
Oh, you changed the light.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm. There are certain colors that I can stay
Oh,
on.
pretty.
And, pink and purple because I can't do yellow because I'm kind of yellow. I can't do green because I'll disappear.
Yeah.
Blues, purples, pinks. I can't do red because I'm in hell.
Yeah.
So there's a handful of colors.
It's
That's
so
what that
pretty.
is. It's
I
my
didn't
light.
realize. I thought it was actually like pink, like hot pink things
Yep.
behind you, and I thought maybe you were a Barbie fan or something.
No, I try to change it, but I
Yeah,
get lazy.
It's fun. But
Because
you
I'm
know,
like,
and also
I
it
like how
works
this
really well
looks.
with your headband. Like I
have
love
a lot
the
of pops.
contrast
That's a
between your
lot of
headband
pops.
and your.
That's not it.
I
That's
told you,
not
and that's
your
not
fault.
even all of them.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
so
move my camera. I'm gonna hate it, but I'm gonna try to move my camera.
She
Oh,
has all
wow.
of them in the world. I'm saying.
So I'm saying right now, I don't know shit about pops, but
I
I
only have
sold
a few.
one. I had one
Oh.
pop. It was a Scarface
You have
pop. I sold that one Scarface pop that was given to me for $250.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I have a
You
couple
got
of
you have
3,
a
4,
fortune
5s.
behind you. You
Well,
have
I've
a
got
Game of
fortune
Thrones-
behind
The
you.
thing is, you
Buy 'em
can't
before the
see,
kids get
but
'em?
my Game of Thrones pops are here.
Yeah, those things. People pay
Yeah.
a lot of money for
Good
those.
money.
I only have
Yeah.
the.
So the guy I sold it to
these-
for $250. He told me he sold it for like $500.
This is
Like,
my
he
favorite.
got me.
This is my favorite. I've got Danny on.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Dragonstone.
I've got
Oh,
all
yeah.
of those.
I love
This
that.
I
is
like
the
that
only
one.
pop that
Yeah.
I have.
Which one do you have?
I have all
Oh,
of
it's
them.
from The
Simpsons?
Simpsons. It's the mafia
Oh.
boss from The Simpsons.
So cool.
Like, see, like I have all of them, even
Oh,
though they
okay.
don't deserve it. The only person that deserves it is in the middle. And then
And
I
I
have,
have-
Justin,
have Damon.
are you just trying to be cool and share with the class, Justin?
and I have
It's
these.
a bust of my ex-wife, and
A Black Soul.
You know,
I have a death mask.
For Gary. Why the fuck did I buy him? I'm not sure.
Listen,
So that means
I have
you
no
sell your
House of
pops to
Dragon
buy a
pops.
house. You
I think I
can
bought
sell
it
your
because
pops
of
to buy a
his
house.
I can.
Yeah.
I have about. I think I have about 400 of them, and right now they're worth about
Wow.
$16,000.
That's
I
all.
saw this one in TJ Maxx, and I said, "You."
Did they do
You're
Dave
coming
and
home with
Dan?
me.
I know they did George. Did they
Yeah.
do Dave and Dan?
Yeah, I have it. Hold on a second.
You have to
Mhm.
show them. Show them.
She has the whole Thrones collection.
I have the
Oh
creator's
my
cut.
god!
Does George
Yes.
come with
Oh,
any
yeah.
And
books?
George is in the middle.
George is in the middle.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
so
know that
cute.
shit. You,
yeah,
you
he has a
retire
book in
with
his
that.
hand. You
By the
can't
way,
really
if they
tell,
do-
but he has a book in his hand,
Isn't that
Yeah.
cute?
and they have the script
Yeah, I love that.
for season 8, episode 5, and the other one has season 8. I can't tell, episode 3. I think.
He forgot. Yeah, Danny forgot about that.
I think he should be. He just
still
better
mad about it.
People adapting things and
By
not
the way,
doing it well. It's like, George, why don't you finish the book and keep your mouth shut for a little bit? Like, honestly, like, that rubs me the wrong way. Like, you got to be quiet, bro. That book needs to get finished, man. Like, you can't. He's like, I hate how people adapt my work and it's never any good. And I'm like, is it done yet? He's like, next year. It'll be next year.
But I posted on Twitter. He used to say the book is the book and the show is the show.
Yeah, and now he's like, this is trash. Fix it.
Like, who's he mad at? Who's he mad at?
I think him.
That's so funny.
If he'd stop writing these histories, he's like, well, what's the histories of House Dustin? Everybody wants to know that, and that's going to be the next book. You know, I mean, no, we don't want to know that, man. Like, just write the rest.
I'd like to know about that stuff.
Stop asking this man questions and telling him to add stuff to the story. Okay, we're having trouble getting the next leg of the segment. Stop it.
It's never,
I mean,
listen. It's
I don't think we're getting it.
No,
is he still writing Game of Thrones? Is that thing?
The Winds of Winter?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's been writing The Winds of Winter for 25 years.
Oh,
Here's my
wow.
metaphor.
Yeah.
My metaphor
Game
is
of Thrones, like,
Dragons came out
book
what,
5, I think.
2011?
yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
Guys,
Yeah,
if,
working on all these other
2011 was
projects.
that book.
if somebody said they were going to get you milk 11 years ago, all right,
Listen,
and it hasn't come
We're
back
gone.
yet, but they spent all their time at the supermarket.
saying
Every
I'm
day
here.
you
I'm
go
looking
there.
at the milk.
Do you think you're getting the best milk ever? Because some people seem to still
it's
think
gonna
it's
be
gonna be the
sour.
best milk. How do you think
Yeah.
you're not getting the
Nice.
milk?
It's gonna be
Well, here's the
solid by
thing.
the time we get it.
I think that he had to change a bunch of stuff because he was like, "Oh, this is the original ending with Bran," and
Yeah.
everybody was like, "What the fuck is this?"
That they rushed it, but that was his fucking ending. So like he's
The
like,
fuck,
oh
and then that's what he has to fix. He has to
Yeah.
fix that because don't nobody want that.
100%.
Don't nobody want that.
Yeah.
Hey, so do y'all think they're going to do a Jon Snow story?
I don't
do you
want
think
to.
he'll do that?
Do
you think he'll do it?
Unless
fix
they
it.
are
There was
bringing,
talk
unless
of
they
it.
are bringing other people back
To
and
fix it?
they're incorporating some like heavy magic into the storyline. I
Right,
don't
but I
care
mean-
about John and Tormund having their hot boy summer north of the
I
wall.
had to
Maybe
watch
not
this
the whole
movie.
summer,
That's what they do now.
but
Unless
like
there's magic.
Jon Snow's a badass by himself. He don't need Daenerys. He's a badass by himself.
Well,
Go
right
ahead.
now he's
What
off
would he
in
do
the.
after?
Okay, but that's
He's
the
off in
thing.
the
He's
ice.
by himself. What would
Mhm.
be the storyline?
Yeah, what was the story? What are they? Because the only reason they do
Like,
that
does
is
he
to try
become
to
king?
No, they would
He
try to.
doesn't want to be.
He doesn't want to be king. Remember, he
No,
he
Bran's
went
king,
north of the
yeah.
wall.
But, okay,
So
this-
what is John going to be doing?
This is what they would try to do.
That's
And I don't
fair.
agree with this. This is what they would try to do. People, they would try to fix the White Walker like origin thing. They would try to like
Mhm.
give it depth, and that's just like retcon bullshit. It just isn't going to work. They're going to try to make it bigger than it because they teased it way bigger than it ended up being, obviously. So
Of
they're going to
course.
try to fix that shit, and that's just not. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him with Tormund effing bears, and him telling, "I know who my mom is now." So like, I'm all healed and fixed. You know, like what are they going to do? They're going to be what? He's going to be the king beyond the wall. He's going to be the next Mance or something.
Right.
It's
I mean,
just
maybe.
catch up with White
Like
Walkers.
for
I mean,
what? I mean, well, they're all dead now.
The White Walkers are gone. Are they done though? Are there more White
Yeah,
Walkers?
the Night King. Once they killed the
Yeah,
Night King,
he
that was
died,
it.
but is that all though? Is there
Yeah,
more?
because
know-
remember
People
he
want
was
the
far
Night
as
King
we
to
know.
be somebody. For some reason, they think if the Night King was like Greg Stark, that it would be sweet. So people want it just to be a name they know, and it really wouldn't add much. That's the thing. I'm not saying they did a good job with it, but I'm saying like, what else do you think can happen with that? Oh, that his name was actually Greg Stark. He was like 200 years ago, was living in Winterfell. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So that's who he was. Why did he do what he did? I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, like, what are you gonna
fair
say?
enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Is what it is. He really wanted to do it, but he's had some issues getting work. So
Mhm.
I mean, we had heard rumors
Yeah.
of the Jon Snow story coming.
Yeah,
I
they were
did,
working
at
on
least.
it, and then they canceled it, and then they were working on I think 6 or 7 properties, and a handful of these properties are not even in production anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think
And
right now,
some of them are going to animation.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean that's pretty typical, like
Mhm.
because they're trying to build out Game of
Mhm.
Thrones, like a Star Wars MCU kind
Yep.
of universe thing, and so they just have a ton of stuff.
yeah. I think for
Right.
sure they're doing Nymeria in
Oh.
animation, I think, or 1,000
That-
ships
which
in
would
animation.
be like amazing.
Thousand
And-
Ships and Corliss, the
Corliss.
sea snake, I believe,
So,
are
and then-
scheduled for animation.
And then the Hedge Knight.
Yes,
is
the Hedge Knight,
the
actually.
one-
And the head that's. Have y'all seen the casting for Duncan Egg?
I
That's
never
perfect
have it, but I
animation.
know it exists.
Perfect casting.
I
Gammy.
have a
Yeah.
hard time getting
I'm
in
looking
animation
forward to it.
shows. I have a
by the
hard
way,
time getting
those
to
aren't finished, so he needs to get on those.
Mm,
But what is it? That I want you know how there's like a young Sheldon for that terrible show. They should do a young Ramsey, like a show like that.
Yeah, Ramsey's a piece of shit, dude. How was this a
He
child?
would not interest me at all.
You see my face? I don't want it.
Yeah, it would.
I
It would
don't
for
want
me
to
for
see a
sure.
bunch of cats getting killed all over the north. No,
Yeah.
thank
Now-
you. I don't need that in my
Definitely.
life.
Now, a young Baratheon, I would like to see because
That would be
he did a lot of
Robert Rebellion.
stuff.
Robert's
Come
Rebellion can happen.
Aw, thanks, Vincent.
Give me the fostering at the Vale. Just show me all those years.
I'm ready.
Let me see the Goonie adventures of Robert and Ned, and
Yeah.
Robert going around
Yeah.
courting. You know he was slinging peen
Have they totally
all up and down the Vale.
Have they totally killed the idea of doing Robert's Rebellion as a show?
No, it's not greenlit.
George
but I think
never
they're still
approved
planning
it, I
So
thought.
it's still in
Mhm.
the mix.
It
Possibly.
never
love to
went
see it.
into. It never went into the what do you call it? The the word.
Pre-production phase? Is that
Yeah.
or like the
Yeah.
writing or something like that?
Yeah, they never went. It's still there though. They haven't cut it
Yeah,
out.
they haven't killed it, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to address Vincent's comment. He said, "Is that you dress as Leia on Instagram? If so, you're too cute. You've been the costume biz from day one for real. Pretty dope." So
Yep.
yes, actually, it's so funny you should say that, Vincent, because yesterday I had dinner with my brother, and I went to see Star Wars when I was 10, and I was like, I want to dress up as Leia for Princess Leia for Halloween. So I kind of put together my costume, but I didn't know how to do my blaster. So my brother made my blaster for me. He's 10 years older. So he made it out of dowel and like a paper towel holder or thing. And then he sprayed it black, and then I put on some kind of belt. But basically it was like a white turtleneck, and I took like a sheet and put a hole in it and made a dress out of it. And then I made my hair into rolls. Or
I mean, can you share with the class?
let me see. I'll find it for you guys. Okay.
I like sheet with a hole in it. What are you, a Mormon? You know what I mean? It just came to my head when you said sheet. I put a sheet.
Damn,
with a hole.
Justin, I had to come back to that, dude.
Sir, come on.
I'm just saying. Sorry, it came. That's the first thing. She got a sheet, put a hole in it. I'm like, oh, wedding night. Yeah.
There's a whole group of
Like
people like
Charlie
that, dude.
Brown.
I
That's
think
we don't
I
like.
got a rock.
yeah, I think Mormons have like the magic underwear. I think
Yeah,
it's,
it is. It's like magic long johns.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I think it's
Devil-
like
Devil-proof
like
underwear.
Hasidic Jews.
I
Devil
think
proof
it's like
underwear.
cuddling. I
is
think
that.
it's like edging, but cuddling. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm into it though. We'll do it. I'm open to it. They
Someone
seem
share the
happy.
Screen.
But when you're getting that up, I was thinking about because if we can go a little bit into just broad points here,
Yeah.
one of the big things that we're going to have happen is Rook's Roost. I think that's going to happen at the halfway point. And this is, again,
Okay.
a lot of the battle, and I know I might sound like a dick here, it really comes down to like people being like, hey, you come here from Old Town. They're like, no, you come here, because they're like small parties separated. The Lannisters get stuck in the West for a long time. And that happened in A Song of Ice and Fire as well, but they did get across
Get
the
rid of that
bridge.
note.
You get what I mean? A lot of that stuff happened. But these armies that are going to be fighting, we're going to get introduced to like those people this season. So like, again, I bring that up because for casual watchers, they're not necessarily going to get the boss fights that they want until the very, very end. But I think Rook's Roost is going to be a really cool battle. It happens during the day, which is fantastic.
We'll be able to see it.
Right.
We might be able to. Like, what's happening? I bet it's good.
It is the I think the thing I'm least looking forward to.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Rook's Roost.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
Look,
Yeah.
I feel like I need to read the book, but I don't want to spoil the show for me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't do
yeah,
it to yourself.
that's why
I'm
none
not
of us
doing
are
that.
telling you what's actually going to happen.
Like,
Don't do it to
Besides,
yourself.
they're not
It's going to be
story.
real interesting.
y'all
Okay,
can
so
tell me.
there's a
Look
picture
at
of
your
me.
cute face.
Oh, look at you go.
So cute.
That's me
Oh, I didn't
dressed
know
up
you
as
were all
Leia.
young. I'm sorry. Shit, I didn't
So I
think you were
did-
like a little girl. I'm sorry about the joke.
I was
Yeah.
10.
Poor taste.
So my brother
Yeah.
made my blaster for me.
Thought it was like you're in your
And
20s.
anyway, yeah, I put that up on social media the other day. Jack, I think I have the picture here actually. Jack kind of tried to fix it up. But oh, here it is. I'll show you guys. I have the picture here. Let me stop sharing now. I actually have it.
Oh wow.
Oh
There's me.
That-
Wait,
Oh,
you didn't put
gosh.
yourself
And we
on
have
the
like,
stage.
look at my family
There
room.
it
It's
is.
all like paneling and
Look,
oh yeah,
so
I
you know
fix
it's
my
Yeah.
eye.
authentic.
It was
That's authentic.
You
I
dated yourself with those
definitely-
walls, by the
I
way.
bought a
That's
house with that.
awesome.
I was like, how much is it just to get down?
well, that's a lot
That
of
much?
paneling.
yeah.
And I'm
crazy.
I'm
definitely have
screenshotting that
family
and I'm putting
photos with that
wanted
much
for murder.
paneling.
Yeah.
Wow, Justin.
There was a school
That's
shooting.
so funny.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I love. Well, anyway, Leia. I was telling my brother, I like Leia she was like, I hadn't seen anybody like her on, in a movie before. I hadn't seen.
Was she really a
like
sex
that.
icon back then? Was she like big? I mean, I know that the nerds were
Leia?
pretty all around
Yeah.
considered.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I think she
Yes,
was.
she was.
Well, she was really young. I think she was only like maybe 19 or something, 18, 19. So she was quite
how
young.
old was Harrison Ford, and they totally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
I don't
man.
blame her.
She wrote
I
like
had a big
seven-
Oh, I
picture
don't
of
blame
him
her
on my
either.
ceiling. No, he wasn't on my ceiling, but he was on my wall.
You can see us.
I had a picture
Come
of
on,
him. Oh
Heidi.
my god. I totally would hit that for sure if I were a teenager.
I like how he flies old airplanes. That's pretty cool.
Well,
It is
until he
illegal.
crashes them.
Yeah, I want to fly an old airplane. Like, fly a new one. It's safer. I want to fly an old one and smoke weed. And
Aw,
do it.
thanks,
You're the
Mick.
shit, Harrison. I like how he hates Star Wars. Let's see.
I'm still looking at these pictures. There's so many pictures. Listen, I've been
So,
clicking and clacking.
Heidi, go
Oh.
through some more of the pictures.
Oh yeah, the
So-
pictures. Okay. let me do it.
Pull them up.
Okay, so
Oh
I
my
showed you guys
gosh.
this one.
What do you think he's
Mhm.
saying? Don't tell anybody about the strangling. Is that what he was doing?
I think he's.
If you say I
Yeah.
strangled
do
you,
you think he's
I'll kill
telling
your
her?
ass.
Yeah.
Do you think he's telling her that her son's dead?
No, he
Yes.
already did
Yes.
that.
Actually, yep. I think this is that because she's in front of the
Yeah.
fire. Yeah.
Oh,
I've
wait
seen
a
Either
minute,
that or
there was no, but actually there was a scene at the end of season 1 where
Yeah,
I
like,
think he
yeah.
told her.
Yeah, like that's how they ended
Mhm.
season 1.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
So he told her that. So something else is going on here.
So I'm like
Yeah,
either
no.
that or he's like, I am gonna go handle this.
Like I'm about to go
I-
over
Or-
Harrenhal real quick.
I think it's him telling her, like
We gotta do what we gotta do.
We gotta fight dirty.
If you
now.
don't listen,
Yep.
I'll choke you
Like,
again.
it's-
Is what
like,
it's saying right there.
We're beyond.
We gotta make it do what it do.
In the trailer, there's a scene where he walks up to her and she's looking happy, and they turn to the fire right here, and then she looks sad and anger. So I think it's him
Yeah.
saying, they
Well,
found half of a dragon, and they're
If
doing
they
a,
do
a
that
search.
the same way,
Yeah.
man.
He said, I'll choke you again. Is right there. And that's why
I-
she looks
I'm
sad.
upset.
I think they're talking about the big initial event for this season,
Mhm.
which I can't
Yeah.
say.
She's wearing her
Yeah,
riding
don't
leathers
don't ruin it for me.
here.
I
No,
literally
no.
think he's like, I'm gonna make it do what it do, and there's nothing you do about that. Just no, I'm
sure.
finna go do some things. And
I'm
I'll
gonna go
be
to
back.
Harrenhal, and I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be cool. I'm not gonna get
I'll
one of
be
these
back.
chicks. I'm gonna be cool about it. Okay. Yeah.
And then here's another scene with
I hate you. But continue.
Krispy Kreme and Amond.
Yeah.
Hate you.
Krispy Kreme and great value.
Krispy Kreme and the
Mhm.
great value, Damon.
Look at him looking at
He
that
is.
map.
I'm gonna still call him the Crimson Chin.
He's like, that's
Well,
thousands
that's
of
good.
miles
Good
away. He has no
shit.
depth perception. He's
What do
like,
you
"No,
think
it's not."
the beeswax candle budget was on this thing?
Oh, crazy.
Oh.
Ridiculous.
So,
Every
you think
room.
they're beeswax or they just like some bullshit candles from like Hobby Lobby or
It
some
might be
shit?
her.
No. Like, they're
That's some
yellow
Hobby
though.
Lobby shit for sure.
I think I know they were using beeswax last season.
Mm-hmm.
Think so?
Yeah.
Like all their fucking
Yeah.
candles.
They
are
better have
beeswax.
kept all those
Like in-
candles.
Like in the behind the scenes, like they were
Like you
talking
go to Walmart,
about.
you get a goddamn candle. Come on.
Dude, if
Well,
I
the
had two
beeswax
candles in my
don't
house,
off
it would
gas
burn
as
down.
much.
How did shit
And-
not burn down?
The actors
all
are
the
probably
time?
good with the beeswax because they don't provide like they don't off gas. The beeswax ones are pretty clean.
Yeah,
that's
but
what
I
I
mean,
read
get
at
the fuck
least.
out of here. I've never owned a beeswax candle.
Those are
surely.
solar
But that
panels.
picture- But this
lights.
picture right here, it just shows me where everybody else is because Aegon's not here.
Yeah.
The two people who are actually like planning to fight to
No.
win are out here trying to
Yeah.
like put the pieces on the board. I'm like,
This
sir,
one-eyed
Yeah,
dickhead.
Because
right here
Aegon
trying
has
to
never
do some shit.
cared.
He's useless.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
like.
you
Why
don't-
did
you
you
don't
want it in
care.
the first place? Like, move.
Who do you think would win at a sword fight, Aegon or Joffrey Baratheon?
Joffrey.
Aegon. No,
Aegon.
not
Aegon.
Joffrey.
Think
Joffrey?
Joffrey? I don't know.
I think Joffrey. Why?
Joffrey's
Because
a bitch.
Joffrey is insane. Joffrey's not going to fight you.
Joffrey's
Joffrey-
a little bitch.
Joffrey's going to be like, and then like do something stupid
Christian
and win,
did train
and then be
him.
like,
Aegon,
Robert
Aegon wouldn't fall for that.
Yeah,
Aegon
right.
would
I don't think I don't think Aegon cares enough.
Aegon's had actual training.
Yeah.
I mean,
Joffrey-
has
He has.
he taken it seriously, or is he as
Yeah.
good as Aemon? No.
No,
If he's actually put in the ring and no, there's like things at stake.
Joffrey?
No, he's
Yeah,
getting him off the floor with Joffrey.
I don't know.
Joffrey's a spoiled little bitch. What he
Joffrey
was.
only hurts cats and
Women.
And hookers.
workers. That
Yeah.
And he
I
doesn't
know.
even do it himself half the time.
That's true.
fairness,
we only have
that's what
confirmation of like one
The
instance where
crossbow.
he did
Yeah,
something.
the crossbow. Yeah, that's
All
that's
the other shit he's made other people do it.
But that was still a thing.
In
Like you
fairness,
still got
Damn.
your ass kicked by a girl that was 3 years younger than you,
That
In
was
and she was
fairness.
smaller, and she had a
That's-
stick. You had a sword.
but
Oh, all
with
of them.
all the prostitute stuff, that is what he liked. So in fairness, don't kink shame him. You know what I mean? He'll do what he's doing.
I'm not king shaming.
I am kink shaming. If your thing is killing
he
prostitutes,
actually was
sure.
about it. That's it.
Shame.
Yeah,
Shame.
I, have no I personally have no
Shame.
problem with
Shame.
Eamon jerking
Shame.
out the window. Actually, it was funny.
Shame.
Tom,
Hey, that was Aegon. Hold on, I'm gonna stand up for Aemon on that one. That wasn't him
That was
pushing
Aegon.
more kids out
It
the
was
window
Aegon,
than
sorry.
Jaime Lannister.
Well, anyway, the actor, it was like
I
you
said
know,
what I
Doctor-
said.
Doctor Who, the other Doctor Who's son in real life, played that Aegon.
Oh,
Yeah, the little
one.
yeah,
Yes,
David
yes.
Tennant's.
David Tennant. Yep, Barty Crouch
Yeah,
Jr.
and then the new Aegon said he wished
His adopted son, actually.
his adopted
Got it,
son,
got it.
and then the new Aegon, Tom,
Tom.
he said he wished he would have been able to have done that scene.
I bet
He's like,
he
that was
did.
awesome.
You know,
He's like
it's so
jerking out the
funny.
window.
Because, obviously they're younger, and Aegon's older, so he was taller than Aemon. But it's almost like I feel like
It's so
Aegon-
weird,
not
yeah, that they
Aegon
picked
is
a
taller
shorter
than like
actor now. Yeah,
like now Aegon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's
actually,
the
like
alcoholism.
my husband, his younger brother is much taller than he is,
Me and,
and my
sissy.
son
Yeah.
is my younger son is taller than will be taller than my
Oh,
older
sure.
son.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
that happened, but it was. I mean, like at that age. Like,
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
But it always makes me think that young Aegon is taller than now Aegon.
Very
Yeah,
that-
well,
I
he's
that's
think-
only-
what doesn't
he's
make sense with
5'10".
the casting.
Like I think some of the fans were kind of giving him a hard time. And by the way, I have to say both of them are amazing actors. The two young
yeah.
men.
I don't
Yeah.
think they needed to switch him as much. I think they could have
And
just
Tom,
went from one to the other.
he's 5'10", which is actually above average, I think.
He's
Or at least-
Not in Hollywood, not in the real
Yeah.
world.
average.
Well, maybe in Hollywood.
5'10".
100%.
He's 5'10".
Like according to his IMDb, because guess what?
Mhm.
Those are always wrong.
Yeah,
Okay,
They're
well,
on a-
maybe they're lying.
the platform
I'm
shoes.
fine
Yeah,
with
there's
it.
I
That's
found
definitely
out
no
that,
way
average.
he's 5'10".
Someone
Yeah,
was
they-
telling me that Liam Neeson's like 6'4".
He is.
Oh, I
Yeah.
believe
Yeah.
that.
He doesn't
I
look that
believe
tall.
that. I believe that.
Yeah, I was like,
Like my
really?
my son's 4 inches taller than me. He's like 6'2",
Holy crap.
I think. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm 5'10". My son's 6'2".
Don't
Well,
let him
my
dominate
baby.
you, Tim.
Yeah, it does
He's my
say that.
baby.
It says that Liam Neeson is 6'4".
Right.
My God, that's a big man.
He goes, I
how
have
do you do
something to
that so
tell you.
fast?
I'm extremely tall.
Okay, so
I don't
here's
know.
this looks like
They're planning.
Kristen Cole is going
Cole's
to
in his
be
pajamas.
He's about to snort some coke, I think.
I would take it, and I will take the slander. Yeah, snort
He's
that
about
coat.
to taste it with his
Be
fingers, see if
worthless.
it numbs his mouth.
It's so
Look.
weird
wait.
though how many pictures they have of these two. Like I'm like, are they dude bros? Are they? is there something
Yes,
going
they
on?
are. That's
I
his.
think-
That's his mentor. He's like,
Yeah.
listen, I'm
Yeah.
gonna fuck it up.
Here's Waldo.
My
I
buddy.
found him. Here he is.
It's why Aemon is like the way he is
Mhm.
because like
Mhm.
his fatherly influence was goddamn Kristen Cole.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's
Yeah.
so petty and so like you're gonna go and stick it to this
Mhm.
family. You gotta be ruthless. You gotta
It's
kill
really
it. You gotta
sad
do
when you
this.
think about it, right? Like their father probably wasn't really there for them. He was
No, he's
busy
falling
with his
apart.
Oh, he
Lego.
definitely wasn't. We saw
He was
that. He
literally in
definitely
pieces.
wasn't. I
And
am
really,
wondering though. I'm
Oh, sorry,
wondering
go ahead, Alicia.
who's gonna tell Crispy about the OnlyFans though? Do you think he's gonna find out about? The
I hope so. I want to see that mess. I want to see
because
him
I
get his
want to
feelings
see
hurt.
him.
I
I
want to
want to
see
see
him, be
him break down.
like, clutch his pearls. That's what I
So
want to see.
according to IMDb, Tom Glencarney is 5'8".
Oh,
So
okay.
Oh,
That
that
means
means
wrong.
Yeah.
That means
That-
in real life he's 5'6".
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
he's
He's a
like Tom
short
Cruise
fella.
height.
And his
Mm.
head's
Yeah.
huge from HGH. Usually,
He, I have to. No, he is like stunning. Anytime
Oh,
I see
he's
him at any of the premieres.
So, like him and without like he's hot. He's
Oh,
really
he
hot.
really. I mean, I don't mean to be a creepy mom here, but no, he's a like I'm going to say adorable because then I don't feel as creepy. But no,
I
he's,
don't
he's
think, I think it makes it worse.
He's an adult though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
know,
does
but
make
I'm
it
like-
worse.
Like
Yeah.
he's not 17.
Like-
Yeah, he's
Heidi.
like
Oh,
30
mother-
years
You
old.
deserve what you deserve.
Adorable.
Go get it. You don't got
Yeah.
to.
He's 30.
I mean, right?
there's
Never-
nobody. I mean, except for Matt Smith, and I hate his character. There's no really nobody in this show that I kind of like go, oh my god. There's Harlan's gone.
Listen,
Harlan's gone, so
Yeah,
as
so
much as I hate,
that is what every
it's
one of my
easy.
straight friends have said.
Him
Yeah,
on the red
Sir
carpet.
Bakebacks is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like when
by
you
the
met
way,
Kristen Cole, how he said, they go, ooh, he's Dornish. That made me open the book. I'm like, Dorn, that's not right. Why does he look, he's like, ooh, he's Dornish.
Well,
I'm
he's
like, how
kind
do
of
you do
Latin
that?
looking. He's
Kind
Latin.
of. Maybe he's part of the
he
stony.
does look Dornish, actually.
He
looks like a
there's
sandy
3 parts.
Dornish.
Yes,
Wait,
3 parts.
Crispin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
he's-
he's from the Stormlands.
He is
Oh,
from the
he is,
Stormlands,
okay.
yeah. But
Yeah.
there is 3
I
parts.
mean, he might
of,
be from like the Martians.
Oh no, that's right.
Big punch.
He fought in Dorne. Yeah, he was in the
Yeah.
battles in Dorne. That's what it was.
He was.
You're correct.
He was part of the Dondarrion household.
yeah.
Oh,
Or, like, he was
okay.
a knight
Yeah.
for the Dondarrions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's like later
And the
on.
only
Dondarrion's-
Dondarrion in Game of Thrones is what's his name?
Beric.
Dondarrion, the
Yeah.
one with the flaming sword.
Barrack.
Yeah.
Yep.
he's getting
Beric,
killed.
The Lord of
Guy.
Light.
Here's another
Dondarrion?
picture. I wanted
don't
you
know
guys to talk
Dondarrion.
about this picture a little bit. What do you
I like
think? Who's it? Well, first of all, what is it? What do you think is
I
going
can't
on?
tell what it
Viserys?
is.
Viserys?
It
Yeah.
has to be
I don't
Viserys because they're
know.
not going to put no statues of Rhaenyra up
Yeah, it's
this
Viserys.
quick.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
That's
yeah,
gotta be
'cause that's a
Viserys.
crown.
I have an
Mhm.
actual
Yeah.
answer for it.
Yeah, it's
'cause they talked
Viserys,
about it.
unless it's some weird. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
judging from
Vis-
the crown is what I'm thinking that it
Yeah.
is.
It looks
But
like
what's
Viserys.
behind him? It looks like some kind of like truss or something. Or
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're
Look at
lifting up
it's
on
it's
top
very
of the
Roman.
body.
Look at the pillars next to it, guys. So these
Yeah.
are all stories of the conquest right here. They talked about this. I think that's Jaehaerys. I don't think that's Viserys. I think that's.
I was wondering
Really?
if that might be
Okay.
Jaehaerys. Actually, that's what I
But
was wondering.
these
A
are
young
all
Jaehaerys.
yeah, because they're making the Targaryens are gods. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like they got that thing. You know, with the but we better be in charge. I'm like, oh yeah, why is that going to get Arya to
Well,
kill him? You know what I mean? Like yeah.
I guess though the one thing about that, considering we didn't really have we had such a brief view of Jaehaerys. Like
Mhm.
I guess like
An old man.
what's the point of like showing
That
this
looks
like
like-
Jaehaerys statue now?
Well, I know, but I think what they're doing is they're making it clear that the Targaryens, they've now ruled for over 100 years since the
I am.
conquest, and that they are immortalizing them. They are becoming like pharaohs, almost, is my view on it, Rebecca.
Sure.
That's my take.
Yeah,
That would be the
but-
reason for propaganda,
but-
pretty much.
Hi, Tatiana.
But I agree.
Hey,
I just think
Tati.
it's actually like for our purposes and the story and like for the
Oh,
viewership,
yeah.
it would make more sense for it to be Viserys.
Yeah. Oh, it would. Yeah, it definitely would, and
Yeah,
it could be him.
yeah.
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 Well, Lean, why Justin was saying, so Viserys's crown is also Jaehaerys's crown,
Yeah.
and which eventually
Which
becomes
is now
Rhaenyra's
Yeah, that's true.
crown.
Rhaenyra.
So
you
you
think
look like a
they're
young
gonna- I
Viserys.
think they're
though.
going to go over with a hammer and a chisel and
I don't know,
knock
it
his
could
eye
be-
out.
Look at it. The
Well, I
jawline.
guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
I can't honestly tell, but even by the costume, what it is. Like it's
It looks like a
he's got-
younger hair. The Viserys.
It looks
Yeah,
like
they
someone has piped some butter on his shoulder. I don't
They
know.
should do
like-
old Viserys. They should do Mr.
Oh,
Potato
like-
Head,
like,
all their
you know,
friends.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
some
old Viserys
icing.
is like half his face is
Gollum
missing.
Viserys. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to look at Gollum. No.
Less
Oh, like,
less
but
stone.
that
It would take less
face
stone
mask
for
was so
sure.
cool.
I
He was
think
like,
that's
"Oh, that'd
cool
be
though.
cool."
I actually kind of
Yeah.
really like seeing that. I thought that was interesting. And
Yeah.
but I like because I was like, what is that behind him? I
Yeah.
couldn't figure it out.
Remember
It's
how
body- it's
Joffrey
body
brought
is
back
what
some of the, he
I'll
goes,
talk
say what you will about the Targaryens, they knew how to style, like, and he started like,
Yeah, that's what
more of
Joffrey
that.
said, right?
Yeah, he
No.
said, well, I'm a sick son of a bitch, so say what you want about them, but I like their style.
hmm He wanted to restore the throne room back to sort of the Targaryen style.
Yeah,
He was obsessed, actually. Like, remember he was, taking Marjorie around
in
and
the
touring
crypts.
the crypts and taught he loved all the lore and everything.
Yeah.
Joffrey, the little
Yeah,
sadistic
like,
bastard.
like it wasn't the lore, it was like, the gruesome death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he did, yeah.
He's like that. People go look where serial killers lived. Like that's where Bundy lived. He killed 30
Yeah.
something women. They're like, that's so cool. Like ever seen those people? I've seen them on YouTube. They go
Mhm.
around to
Right
the
there.
houses. Yeah.
He's pulling
Here's
the map. That's
another
where he died,
a
right there.
close up of these two,
Yeah.
the bromance.
Maybe have the guy with depth perception do the map stuff, but it's just my
No,
Yeah, no.
nah, we're good.
Right here for sure, for sure. You sure?
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. You know where I
He's
He's
put
got
it.
one good eye.
In depth
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. Now
What-
there's another. Oh, here's another
Yeah,
close
that's
up of this.
Viserys, dude. That's
Yeah, that
Viserys
is
all day.
definitely
Yeah,
Viserys.
that's
What's that thing
Viserys.
in his hand? What is that supposed to be? What is that?
I don't
It's
know.
a
Is that
face.
this?
It almost looks like the sept.
Yeah, it almost looks like his little
Oh.
pieces when he put in his little. He was building his city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Mhm.
Oh,
it
yeah.
low key
And
looks like a
also-
Dalek.
And
That's
also,
Viserys
like,
all day.
because Allison,
Yeah, that's Viserys.
pious,
Yeah.
because ain't no love like a pious religious
So
love.
So I suspect what's
Mhm.
going on behind there is they have to build this, and they have to build sort of this platform in order for the art, the sculptors to be able to
That's
work on
scaffolding
it.
for sure.
Because behind him is the body, or like
Yeah.
is the leg.
Yeah, that's the leg.
Yeah.
It's like the second half or the bottom
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
Behind them is probably a bunch
Yep.
of loud Italians, and I can say that because I'm Italian. No, I'm gonna make it. You know what I mean? Like they're doing this.
And the
man dress,
meatballs.
sure.
Papa pizza. I can say that I'm Italian.
Yeah.
It's cool. I got the. It's
Well,
cool.
you can totally. I can trash the Irish because I'm part Irish.
And what are they?
And then
gonna
this
do
is
about it?
Rhaenyra by the fireplace. So the other thing I've noticed is there's a lot of there's like dimly lit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it might be
Candlelit.
Baylor the Blessed. I'm going to go with a different theory because
It's
he's the
actually
one that
really beautiful,
built it.
though. I think it is actually the cinematography.
Who
just
made
in the
this?
still images
Where are
looks
these pictures
really
from? Who
beautiful.
made these? This is beautiful.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
What room is this? Have we seen this room before?
Yeah.
They
Is that-
they showed
well,
a few times. It's
Is
in
that-
it's,
Is that in? Wait, I mean that's Rhaenyra, right?
yeah, it's Rhaenyra. She's in at Dragonstone.
Is she a Dragonstone or
That
is
doesn't look like
she?
her.
It's-
Could be.
Or
yeah,
is
that
she
looks
like?
very different.
It feels that like I know it's not Driftmark, but maybe it is.
Mm.
Ooh.
I mean,
'Cause I
between
know-
her pregnancy, she doesn't go really anywhere until.
But
Well,
why, yeah,
but
why
She's
would
not
she be
pregnant
doing
at this
that?
point,
She's
though.
not pregnant anymore. She had she
She
gave birth.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
she's
Still
sick
born.
for a while, and then I believe doesn't she get pregnant again?
No, I think this was the last.
I think
Oh,
the
Is this the
stillborn
same
was the
one
last
here?
one.
Oh
I
no,
believe.
that's
Yeah,
different.
No,
Yeah.
there's
'Cause
there's
then
one
it's-
more still.
There
How
we
many
go.
times can she get pregnant? Like there's like a legal
evidently-
amount.
She's had 5 children, but she's had some miscarriages, though, hasn't she?
Mhm.
Like there's
Well,
there's like a
mhm.
legal amount that's like
Towards the
after
end, I
after
think
so
so.
many times, like it's illegal to get pregnant again.
Well,
Surely.
when you're fighting this type of war, Tim, you got to have as many kids as you can because they are dropping like flies, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
surely,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie.
So Mink says it's part of his model city. So yeah, you
Mhm.
know when
Oh, could be a part of
But-
Valyria. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
That would make sense. That makes sense.
Because
Oh,
it's definitely
Valyria?
in his hand. Yeah, that's his hand at the bottom holding that top piece,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
the
Oh
place.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, sure. But did he come from Valyria or did his dad?
Dad.
Like,
Well,
was he from Valyria?
technically,
Grandfather.
Targaryens came from Valeria.
So
But yeah, right. But
technically.
they were
like,
the only
does he know
surviving
Valyria is?
family.
the Conqueror is his great grandfather.
Mhm.
Right. I thought his
So-
dad came from Valyria. Am I
No.
wrong?
No,
No.
Valeria is like
Jaehaerys
old
was,
enough.
was born in Westeros.
Valeria's gone.
Okay.
Valeria's
Jaehaerys
gone.
is-
Yeah, there was a
and
doom. The
even
doom of Valyria.
Aegon. Yeah, the doom of Valeria has been wiped out.
Mhm.
Right.
There's
So
nothing
the
left.
Targaryens are the only surviving, I think,
Mhm.
family.
Well,
I
and
thought
the
Jaehaerys
Valyrian.
came from Valyria.
No,
Am I
because
wrong? Like
no, yeah. So it's Aegon came here with his father. His father came here with him.
Okay, Aegon
because They
did,
got the
right.
they got the emergency alert on their iPhones. And
They
they're, "Shit,
did.
we're gonna get out of
They
here."
got the
Yeah.
emergency like prophecy through
Yeah.
Danny the
Yeah.
Greater.
Yep.
And then it just
And
turns
so-
out they're the best. Like, we're the
That's
best.
so
now.
funny.
Yeah. So they were able to leave before shit hit the fan, and they were the
Yeah.
only ones
Yeah.
left. And it was like, we got dragons.
Well, I think like the Doom of Valeria is supposed to be sort of like what's that volcano that
Pompeii?
blew up?
Pompeii.
Vesuvius.
Pompeii, yes. I think
Yeah,
it's supposed to
Mount
be like
Vesuvius.
the Pompeii, where basically the entire civilization was killed.
But
Okay.
Yep.
yeah,
Or
oh,
Lions, or whatever.
There's
But it
some
was
very good
like-
tinfoil around that.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
They had the people
yeah.
still frozen when they're working. I go, still not paying them for the day.
Yeah.
Don't care.
No, yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
now
slow
here's
it
a.
back.
Oh, sorry. Do you guys want me to keep going with the pictures?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Please.
This one. What are your thoughts on this?
There's no.
That
This
looks
was, I
like they
think,
go
in the-
into
I
the
think this was
north.
in the
right
trailer.
As
now.
they should.
That,
As they should.
Yeah, they're going to Starks to get some help.
Mhm.
Starks are
That's
badass
what
dudes.
I'm. Jace is
Fair
about to
none.
go to the
I can't wait to
school
see
of
this.
the baddest
Jace has to-
motherfuckers in the
Yeah.
land.
Jace has to go to the Eyrie.
That's
first.
the
Yeah.
Starks coming to help. And
Do you
they're
think
walking
he's
through
going to
so
stop at the
goddamn-
Eyrie?
Yes,
Yeah, he's
Lady
supposed to.
Jane has been cast.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
and the actress who plays Lady Jane, Justin, is from
Raised by
Raised by Wolves.
Yeah.
And Alan
didn't
of
watch Raised by
Hull
Wolves.
is father from Raised by Wolves.
Oaken Fist! Finally said it, Heidi.
Ah, there
Finally
it is.
said it.
What does
There's
that
the
mean? Then? Can you
context.
tell us what it means?
Alan of Hull
Yeah.
it becomes known as Oaken Fist.
Oh, okay.
Later in the story.
Yeah.
He doesn't quite at this point when we meet him, he does not have the moniker Oaken Fist, but he will get it If not by the end of this season, the end of next season.
Well, I'm so excited
it
that
like
both
Thor and
those
Oakenshield?
actors. If anyone's seen Raised by Wolves, both those actors, mother and father, are fabulous actors. Hey, Justin?
And I've never seen.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything that he's been in.
That's my most viewed video because people think it's the episode in Portugal. There's a bunch of Portuguese people that cuss me out every day. It gets hundreds of thousands of views. They think it's for some reason the actual episode. They say "F you." Here's the show. This is boring. It's not the show. Where can I see the show? And I always go, if you watch
How about
each
you
one of my
get on
streams,
Google and
On
find
HBO.
out?
you get 30 seconds of it, and you've watched every stream of mine. You can get it, piece it together, and you'll get it.
Yeah, mother and father. So anyway, they're both in it, and it's interesting because mother in Raised by Wolves, she's got really short hair, and they make her look very androgynous. But in this show, she looks very romantic and beautiful. And I mean, she's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. In a gorgeous flowing gown. So she is in the Eyrie, right?
Yep. So he's going to go to her first, and then he's going to go to Stark, and Stark is going to be like, "That's cool. Let me tell you about zombies." How annoying that would be.
I mean, they're clearly
And I am
on the wall,
looking
right?
forward to that.
Because it's
Yes, I saw that. I saw
My
that.
friend Rose
you
here.
need to
Hi,
get
Rose.
soldiers. Think about that situation. You need to get soldiers right now, and the guy takes you to a wall and tells you about magical zombies. I'm like, okay, god damn it, are you coming or not,
Of
man?
course.
Yeah.
There were 700 years before the zombies.
Yeah.
Right now, and they're already preparing.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
no,
You see me? I'm like,
no.
Are they not? Are they not
They've been
preparing already?
moving. They've been moving in the shadows. They've been
Right,
moving in the
but-
I
shadows.
want to say hello to my friend Ro. Hi, Ro.
Hi,
He's
Ro.
here.
Hey, Ro.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Ro.
We're going to do a live stream shortly, for sure. Anyway, let me go
Can
back
I
to the
add
picture.
in?
Yes.
Chime in on just the Adam of Hall thing. I feel like that might be a missed opportunity.
Okay, go ahead.
Because Lenor, there's still the live Lenor that's out there.
Yeah.
Well,
How they gonna do something with Sea Smoke if he's still alive? If they kill him off screen, that's gonna be a waste. Because what did you save him for?
Yeah,
I don't think
I thought Lena
he's
was
gone.
dead.
He's not
No,
dead.
No,
he's not dead.
rode away.
Is he sleeping?
He's
Is it
still-
like the parrot?
He's
like
still
the parrot
rowing
thing?
like Gendry.
Yeah.
Come on, growing
They
around
did
the
not-
continents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They did that to make Rhaenyra more likable.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's not.
She was already
coming back.
likable.
And also,
Rhaenyra was likable already, though.
and
I'm
hold
saying
on,
more likable.
but
He's
there's
dead in the
also-
books, though,
Sure,
right?
no.
Like, am I? Oh, I shouldn't get into book
Yeah.
spoilers.
Adam of Hull is also in the show.
Yeah.
So that's.
I know
his stuff.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
but how is he
Oh, I
going
thought
to
you
able
said
to
Alan.
get on Sea Smoke?
Sorry.
So yeah, because
Yeah,
I mean,
like- Oh, yeah. I don't
Because
think they're gonna do that,
since Lenor
Got it.
is
You're
gone,
right.
nobody can mount Sea Smoke
Well,
until he's dead.
I think that's gonna just be.
You
one
guys
of
are
those
getting into
things
the, like
you
the
have to,
dragon
like,
seats, right?
You have to accept the.
That's gonna irk my nerves.
do you think a dragon will accept a death certificate, even forged, in order to? I'm like, here, he's
I don't
dead.
know.
Here
No,
you go.
that's not how that
I
works.
get what you mean.
He shaved all of his hair off. Like
Not even the same
that's
guy.
enough for Sea Smoke to be like,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
No, I don't know who you are. Like,
Not-
They know.
Skinhead.
It's the smell. It's the dog's
Right, like, wait,
smell,
hold on.
right?
You're like your brain's all smooth looking now. Like, no, this just ain't gonna work out no more.
Yeah, no,
There's gonna be the one guy with a bald guy.
I think we
do
we
it's
should
a
ride other
suspension
people.
of-
exactly.
I think
Yeah. Here's another picture of Rhaenyra. Like, I have to say, the
little
cinematography
basement
on this is
library
really-
pub thing is
Yeah,
she in?
she's learned some shit
It
there.
is. It's very. I feel like it's very theatrical.
Is this
looking.
the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
She's learned some shit for sure.
Yeah,
Because
she's
that's
sad.
what this looks like.
Because if you click on it, you can see her face is like swollen from crying. She's
she's wearing her
right
riding.
here.
I call them. I think these are her riding leathers. I call them her riding leathers.
Yeah.
Because in the
It
picture
does look
after that, you
similar.
see
It
what
does
she's
look similar,
doing.
yeah.
But I don't know if that's the
What's
same.
in the
Hold on.
pic?
So you think we'll see her
that
fight?
the
She doesn't
same
fight
day?
in the books, but I think they're
I
gonna
hope
have
she
her fight.
does.
She doesn't fight
Yeah.
the books. Are you shitting me right now?
It's like
Well, if
Fuck
she's
that,
she's
dude. No,
using
no
a
way.
sword,
Danny
No,
did-
hold on.
Danny
Rhaenyra
never.
doesn't
it's the
fight.
same thing. It's the
Right,
age-old question. I mean, well, see, Daenerys, okay? Why
Yeah.
did Daenerys never have any bloody armor or get any damn formal
She rode a
sword
fucking
training?
dragon.
Okay,
She ate people.
no, okay, but what happened to her when she wasn't with the dragon? She always got into some shit.
She did.
Yeah,
she
but
got
she
somebody's
couldn't defend
a-
herself.
She
somebody's
had to
a-
hide behind John
So
during
now,
like the
listen,
battle.
guys,
you
just
still
going to talk to
need
John.
to train.
When the
Yeah.
Dothraki had her, she was just
I would
walking
say
around
right
like, what
now,
y'all doing? Like,
if I had a
wait.
dragon,
Exactly.
If I had a dragon,
Logan straight
I
up
would
said,
never
"I'm about to
learn."
go to sleep, ma. I need a nap." And
so
she couldn't do
the
shit.
episode The Long Night, who was she hiding behind? Remember, they were fighting.
She was
all
with
of-
Jorah.
Jorah. Yes, Jorah. So
And
she
it
was hiding
wasn't
behind
until
Jorah.
the
And
very
she's got like a
end.
little dagger or something. She's like,
Yeah.
No, she
God.
What?
He never
She
even got
picked up
hit.
a sword at the very end and could barely swing it. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You never know
She had a
how things are going to
dragon.
go in a battle. So your people
Well,
She had a
the
dragon.
dragon wasn't
be
helpful there.
protected. The dragon
Yeah, you
was
can't
not
rely
there.
on the
They
dragon.
were
You have
on the
to-
ground.
But if I owned a dragon
Yeah.
in 2024 in Texas, I wouldn't own a gun.
Yeah.
I have a goddamn
I would
dragon.
still have it. Here's the thing. I would still
No.
have it.
I have a goddamn
would still
dragon.
have it, but also these are different circumstances, though. Yeah, they had dragons, but look what happened.
But
Eventually,
Yeah.
you got to get
Just
off the
rely on
dragon.
the dragons.
This is an
No,
ongoing
bullshit.
dragon.
My dragon's
This is a
my dragon's
theme
stay
story.
strapped.
Because
Okay,
I
totally-
Heyman says it. He
I-
goes, "We have dragons. That's what we need." There's that foolhardy way of acting with those dragons of depending on them too much, and you either got to go all in with them or not. You're
Sarah
right.
said it.
This is a theme
Exactly.
throughout this whole show.
Right.
Of them like
And Viserys said
Heyman-
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't control the dragons. The dragons are there because they
Yeah.
want to be. If at any
Right.
point in time they wanted to leave your ass, they could.
They would be gone.
Again, Drogon has done this a few times.
Drogon has
We've
been like,
already
it's hot.
already seen it.
There's
But
snaps.
it's not
You
let you
know,
die, though.
You're stressing me out this week. I need me time. Goodbye.
Good. I'm
There are
talking about
snacks
dragons
across the
anyways.
field.
I'm not even
So
interested.
yeah, so nah, I'm not only
hungry.
depending on just the dragon.
You
I
grow
would-
dependent. You grow dependent
I
on the
would
dragon.
totally
though.
be. Yeah, I
What if your dragon on Facebook puts single? You're like, shit.
Oh,
Come
fuck,
on.
Oh,
goddamn.
no, that would be
It's
terrible.
complicated.
I
Shit.
still get like one of
It's
the things.
complicated.
One of the
Shave
things I
his
had a
head.
really hard time with when reading the books is patriarchy, because I'm like, okay, but if I have a dragon, how is there patriarchy? That was one thing I really had a little bit of a hard time with.
Yeah.
And the only thing I could think of was it was duty. Like, there's duty.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so you've got patriarchy and duty. And so I suppose the women have to choose duty over patriarchy. Because I always thought that was really weird, because it is fairly balanced. Like,
Mhm.
it's not like men are the only ones riding dragons. Women are riding dragons too. So
Yep.
It's a
Right.
time of peace, though. So it's been a time of peace.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
when the guys.
It was a
moved
time of
way back in.
peace.
Yeah, they're like, yeah.
But
I would just
Auntie
name
Nisi-
this
Auntie Nisi still-
patriarchy and duty, so I could be like,
Auntie Nisi still had her armor ready though, even in
Yeah.
the time of peace.
And this is what
That's all I'm
happens
saying.
when these summer nights, like we said before in both of these in two Song of Ice and Fire stories, when summer nights go to war. You know what I mean? Like they're so eager to shed blood, and they're just not. They're not made for it. So that's a coward's war is a terrible war.
I thought
You
it was
know.
like Frankie Goes to Hollywood when
Yeah.
two tribes go to war.
Yeah.
That's a rockin' song. Is that's an old person thing to say, right? Because my kids are always teasing me about, Mom, stop with the mom jokes or
You
what
just have
have
to
you.
like call it a banger.
A banger. Okay, there you go. So then we got these clowns. And it was funny
Awesome.
because
Yeah, they can eat shit.
Yeah, he
the Dragon
sucks.
Man's, who I really would love to have on, but he is very shy. But he shared with me today this quote from Olivia, who she was talking about her hair, and that she has decided that she's sort of a little bit paranoid, and she doesn't trust the handmaidens. So she's sort of like gotten rid of them. And so now she's doing her own hair. And I thought it was really interesting, because here her hair is like, she doesn't have those long ringlets, and
Oh, so she's into the
It's
super
bringing it all
paranoid phase already.
she's sort of, she's braiding it
She's
herself.
so
and
isolated already.
Interesting.
she's isolating
She feels
herself
like she
already.
has nobody. That's
It's almost
Yeah,
like she's like back into young girl like
Mhm.
episode 1 and 2 Allison.
That's what they were
the way
saying.
that
She
hair
was
is
saying,
looking.
Olivia, she was saying that. She's saying that she kind of reverted a little bit back to
She's
her more
reverting,
youthful
yeah.
look.
yeah.
Which is, again, because as I was saying earlier, the actress is actually not that much older than the actors who play her son. So it's sort of funny.
I think that like
There she is with Otto.
she's done what she needs to do now. Like that's why they're already plotting. She's done her part, so they're just tossing her away. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you want something? Well, then foot stuff is going to be on the table. It's disgusting. It's not a
Well,
great
I mean,
situation.
we saw that with Cersei as well. When you become the queen regent or what
Oh
have you,
god, that shit was funny.
yeah,
Yes.
you kind of lose power,
Mhm.
right? As queen regent, you can try to influence the king as the mother, but beyond that, there's really not. You don't have a lot of power unless you grab the power.
Yeah, raise a
Like,
kid that's not a piece of shit. Try that, and it'll be a little bit easier.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Aegon might listen to Alicent.
Well,
Because-
you know,
Aegon wasn't a piece of shit. Joffrey was.
I don't think
they both were.
I'm afraid
Well,
Aegon is going to listen.
I mean,
to
they're trying to
Alicent,
play up
like,
the idea that he's a bit of an
fucking
idiot because, like, you know, he walks into the throne room and he's hanging out with his dude bros and he's like lying on the throne. Like that shit would be really uncomfortable because, I mean, which king was it who used to cut himself all the time on the throne?
Viserys, yeah.
Aerys.
Yeah.
Almost all
Aerys
of them
too.
did, but it's a
Because
bad
you know it's made of swords,
King
so it's
Scab.
sharp.
that means he's
Mhm.
not fit for the crown. I mean, that means we need a better chair. But imagine being Aegon. He's the only first son of a king that isn't going to be king. I don't like him, and I'm not making excuses for him. But what type of person does that make? A piece of crap.
Well, he didn't really care until
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
didn't
you know,
care
care.
until Allison made him care, and even now, though, he still doesn't really care. He puts
Never
on the front
expected to
when he
be it. He
needs
was
to.
never expected to be it. So like he doesn't have any.
Yeah,
of that
so
ever-
he
I'm not
he
making
never
excuses.
put any drive into it. Yeah,
Nobody
no, I get
put
what
any
you're saying.
faith in him.
Totally.
Yes.
Well, he didn't want
Yeah.
to. He don't want to lead either.
I could have sworn I saw a picture of Otto and Alicent talking, sitting on top of like
That
packed boxes. I could have sworn I just saw
People
that.
start to flee King's Landing at one point because things aren't going so well. That could be it.
Crazy.
I don't know. Was it one of the pictures I showed?
Oh,
Because I'm on the thing right now. I could have sworn I just saw that. And I was like, oh well,
It's
is he?
possible. I just because I'm not even showing all the pictures. There were so many pictures.
I don't know. Listen, this is that's some crack
Yeah,
thing
just
that
keep
just
clicking.
happened. That's drugs. I don't know where that came from, but I remember seeing a still of
Yeah.
Otto and Alicent, and he was like sitting on boxes or sitting near boxes, and I'm like, "Are you getting ready to leave? Is this
Probably.
episode
Packing
one?"
up and ready to abandon ship.
No.
He's
Yeah, that's
writing
what I'm
letters.
like.
Thailand. Oh, here.
What?
I'll show Thailand. Here it is.
Sure do.
Okay. He's got very good posture.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Remember he walked into the room and didn't read the room. He's like, "Oh, why'd I have to wake up so fucking early for this?" Or, "Hey, man, calm
He
down."
Yeah.
looks
So
like a
he's
piece of
on the
shit,
he's
though.
on the small council.
Oh wait, is that the older brother?
It's Thailand.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's
it's
the
not
Lannister. That's right.
Jason.
That's
Ah,
right.
George, I hate your
That's right.
names.
And
Ah,
Amy is
Yeah.
the same actor playing both characters, right?
Mhm.
yeah.
Whereas
Yes,
as
yes.
Right.
the other
What is it?
guy,
The Sir Hugh? Is that who it is?
this guy here, I think it's
It's an actual
actually
twin. Yeah.
Is that
Twin.
Aaron?
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
Aaron
two
or
of them.
Aaron?
Eric
Yeah,
and
him and
Aaron.
his brother.
Aaron
are
and
playing
Aaron.
them.
No, it's
Blood
Eric
Twin
and
happening.
Eric.
Eric and
Both spelled
Eric.
stupid.
Yeah, Aaron and Aaron.
I can't.
That-
I
that
can't.
fucked me
Okay,
up bad.
can we talk about that? Okay, like having somebody myself having dated twin
Mhm.
years ago, I dated these identical twins, and like they were very,
You dated
very
both of
like
them?
I didn't date
Both
both
of
of them.
You see
Like
me
Tom and
instantly.
Phil?
Oh.
That's when I was like,
Tell us the tea.
that's when I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay.
Spill it. Come on now.
Things to me that were inappropriate, and I'd be like,
Holes
"What are
in
you
the
doing?"
sheet. Ooh.
I mean, we're
I
all
say
friends
really
here.
inappropriate things,
It's
and I'd be
alright.
like, I used to be like very uncomfortable, but I know he did it to me because he knew it made me uncomfortable. But anyway, I was going to say it seems really strange to me that identical twins would both go off to different factions, like I kind of, and then fight to the death or something. I don't know, whatever they're going to do.
I mean,
But-
well, they are both about their duty
Yeah.
their
and
own
they
person.
are loyal to their side. So yeah,
Yeah.
they are their own
So-
people. So and even though they hate it, yeah, because they're crying as they fight, but they're gonna still do their duty.
So, and just so you,
Sucks.
to remember, because actually Ashea from History of Westeros said this on one of their casts. Arik, spelled with an A,
Yeah.
is with Aegon.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
Eric
is
with
with
an
other
E.
So
Mhm.
Arik is the green, Eric is
I'm not sure which one this was.
So,
Oh, I have
Yeah.
no
are you
idea.
saying that they did like everybody last name or first name started with A, you're over here, and then everybody with an E, you go over
Yeah,
here?
well,
I have to
this
say
or
the
they,
one
they're
thing-
a piece of
With
shit.
all the stupid names and the stupid spellings,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
stupid same name, like yeah.
I wouldn't have signed that birth certificate if there's twins and I'm sitting there. Like, what do you want to name? They're Eric and Eric. I would say no.
Exactly.
No,
Fuck
that's
that. No way.
not happening. It's illegal.
I would
Eric,
really like to
Aaron,
know what George's
Eric
thought
and Bob,
pattern on
maybe?
naming them.
It's
that
always
was that.
AE. It's AE. Like
Mhm.
It's like Tom in Star
Mira,
Wars. spelled
There you go.
No,
T-A-M.
they're
Elena.
ARRAK and ERRA.
Yeah.
E
This is
R R,
one
yeah.
that's Gaelic, isn't it? Gaelic?
Yes.
Oh my
But they're
God.
still
I'm
pronounced.
sorry.
They're still pronounced nearly the same way. Meeks, what are you looking at?
Eric and Arik.
Just no, this is completely random and off topic, but I have a gaming channel and I was at 525 about like
Ooh,
4
did we jump?
o'clock, and now
Did we
I'm at
jump?
544.
What?
No,
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. That's why I'm like, what's going on?
Sometimes they
That's,
go in and
that's
do
the wrong.
it.
That's the
Yeah.
wrong direction.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sometimes they go in like so say if people have like closed their accounts or unsubscribed or whatever, they just sort of
YouTube is
No, this is the
notorious for
reverse.
unsubscribing people.
I was at
also.
525 and now I'm at 545.
Yeah,
So
they
you're not-
There you go.
Oh, you had a little
I
boost.
thought you went down. Okay, yeah.
No,
that's
no,
good.
I don't know
Okay.
I don't know what the hell's going on. My God. Oh God.
That's a win.
Oh, they're fighting in the comments. Never mind. They're
Oh, no.
fighting in the comments. It's about to be interesting.
Okay.
One thing I have to say about this,
we'll chat about that later.
one thing I have to say about this picture that I kind of like is that
Yeah,
his
yeah.
face is kind of blurry and his costume is fully in focus. I kind of
Mhm.
enjoy that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they have their priorities.
It's cleverly edited.
I
I mean, well, as much as we complained and about stuff, yeah, they went, hey, you guys, we fixed it. Look.
Go ahead and bookmark
one of the
this
things I
site.
posted on Twitter the other day is that they've done some corrections on some of the armor, and this one actually, it's interesting because he's actually not wearing the no, I
yeah,
forgot
what
what
Where's
it's
the
was
white
called.
cloak?
The neck piece.
Yeah,
It's not
that
wearing.
stupid
You
thing.
can see where it's been disconnected. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You can see here.
No.
I know
Yeah,
what you're
I
talking
remember- I
about. I
remember we
just
put it
I
in the
can't
video.
can't remember what it's called. But I know what you're talking about.
I've lost it. I can't
Is
remember
that
what it's called.
Is it like cloth or is it actual?
It's metal. It's metal.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And
It's called the
and they've
throat cup?
removed it. And then what the Dragon to Man said is that apparently a lot of the actors were complaining how hot it was on set.
That's what
So
happens.
they might have just
Mhm.
removed it just to make
Seasons
it.
get on, people
Again, give yourself. You're making a lot of
I want
money.
to say queer, but it's not queer.
Fuck
It's,
it.
I'll do the
Yeah,
show, but I'm not
fine.
wearing the armor anymore.
I mean, if they overheat
shit.
though, that
I
can
will
lead to
say-
heat stroke. So
Oh,
it doesn't matter
fuck
what
out of here.
getting
They're not
paid.
hot.
All right, so Tim,
They're not hot.
so
Get the fuck
Tim,
out of here.
those
Okay.
like the Eric and Arik actors are not making that much money. I mean, like,
Okay,
No.
question.
You don't
Is it,
think?
Yeah.
I mean,
is it the same
they're
thing
not,
that
even if they're on
that-
Game of Thrones, they're not millionaires.
what's his name?
What makes
Is it
more?
the same thing
Yeah,
that
you
Kristen
make
Cole has on
400,000.
in the
Yeah. Yeah,
in
where's
his
he here?
picture?
for a
But
year.
he's only wearing in the picture I have of him here, he's only wearing he's just wearing a shirt.
I hope his brother
He's
stabs
he's
him in
not
the
wearing he's not wearing
Oh no, there's one further down. Hold on a second. Let me see how many.
I don't know if I have it on here.
Because I'm on the same site you're on right now. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Ooh,
5,
look at
6,
Otto going,
7,
"Woo."
8, 9,
Look
10.
at
Well,
Otto.
I may not have
there.
uploaded it.
Oh, okay.
Look at all these.
Uh,
Yeah, she
Oh,
Oh,
here's
got 'em
by the way,
loaded into
here's the
back end.
scene. Here's
Look
the
at
scene where like
punk
douchebaggery is like
Is he trying to cosplay Damon?
Yeah.
Dude, the boys are in. They're
I
in.
have
it.
to
The
say
boys
though,
are
his
in.
wig does not look that.
I
great.
hope you cut both your butt cheeks when you get up.
Oh, dude, he's gonna cut his
Oh,
femoral
yeah.
artery.
Hey Heidi, I put it
Yeah.
in the private chat to
Oh, did
see
you?
if
Okay.
that's
Who
if
is he?
that's
Bo-Katan?
if that's what you're talking about with the thing on his neck, or is that something else?
Oh yeah. He's not wearing it.
Who are the
Okay.
dudes that are just lounging there? Is that
Dude,
supposed
they're
to
just
be
chilling.
They're
like
his,
his
like, his
personal
mate.
guard or whatever? What's going on?
That's
They're
That's
his
King's
name.
Guard.
We just having frat parties in the throne room now?
Yeah, that's King's
Playing
Guard
together
right
for
there.
Beer pong,
Just chilling.
shit. That's cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
his,
playing little flip cup.
He's
okay.
like, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? Burn me
Here.
to death?
Back.
Here, let
At
me
least he
show
can
you
sit on it
here.
without cutting himself. So there's that.
He's an idiot. He's
So
drunk. He
far.
doesn't feel it.
I think
Listen.
I think he's gonna catch a couple slices. I don't think he's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be unscathed.
Aegon's gonna get fucked up.
Dude, these
I
guys are
hope
cool.
so.
And once again, I've said numerous times, I haven't read the book, but Aegon's gonna get fucked up.
Nah, he'll be all
and-
right.
Oh, bullshit.
Why can't I see it?
Renee's
Oh,
gonna
here.
take
Oh,
it.
I have to hide. There we go.
He's
He's
smart.
gonna
as hell.
take it.
Trust
So
me.
here's Kristen Cole.
Kristen
And
Cole's
yeah,
gonna get fucked up too.
So you can see that they've removed it. Well, I can't remember that.
Yeah,
thing
he's gonna get
called.
Yeah,
fucked
it's
up.
gone from
His-
him too.
He looks like a guy that's still mad about having
His
sex
neck
50 years
armor's
ago.
gone, dude. He's gonna get his head chopped off. By
I'm gonna have to
Damon.
look and see what piece I'm talking about. 'Cause I'm so confused. I'm like, oh,
Damon's
there's
gonna
a
fucking
thing.
chop his head off.
I'm like, there's
Yeah,
a
I
thing
forget
that
what
was
it's
here.
Oh, this is terrible that I
See if I
can't
can
remember
find
it.
it.
Oh wait, here
Yeah.
I know what it is. It
Yeah.
is a gorget.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gorget. That Gorget is French for Damon cuts fucking Kristen's head off.
It's like a neck protector. Anyway, so it's missing. And I was like, I posted it, and the Dragon Demand said, oh, the actor was complaining he was really, really hot.
Oh,
And so maybe they removed it. But what I noticed is that it's actually flush now, like whereas before it had been kind of like a little bit raised, and so you could get a dagger under there, like you could shove it under.
Yeah.
So the costume department actually corrected that. Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
Fuck Kristen, he's done.
I hate him so much.
Poor Kristen.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks like you're listening to that Ferrari and
I think
switching
it's
four
come up
lanes.
at some
They're
point.
chilling. They're having a
I
good
want
time,
it so
man.
badly.
Yeah, I'm having a great time, dude. I don't know what's going on.
And
I
I'm gonna
know
have a
Kristen's going to
beverage.
get fucked up now.
No, Kristen,
have
he's
a
still
beverage
mad about
afterwards.
having sex, dude. That guy's bitter about having sex.
Yeah, no shit. He's pretty
Don't
upset.
castrate me, just kill me. Ooh,
I
I'm
think
so
he's
mad
supposed to be
about
like an incel.
My
isn't
armor
he?
didn't
Like,
run
he's
my
like-
wiener. I'm done.
I
Every
think
night he
that's
tries
what-
to sleep, and he's like, I had sex. I'm
I
so
mean,
mad.
they've tried to modernize
He
it
is
a bit
giving
that he's supposed to be
incel.
like an incel.
Yeah. He's a weird
He is
dude.
given incel.
He is training a
That's for sure.
kid to go kill his enemies, so that's pretty smart at least. Yeah.
he's
That is
giving
true.
Nice guy.
That
He's
is very
giving
true.
nice guy, which is different. Like, you know, he's like, oh, I'm a nice guy.
Oh god, I hate
Yeah,
Heidi.
I mean,
Yes, you're correct.
That's the typical.
Heidi,
Yeah, fuck Kristen, dude.
Oh, I've always
If
wanted to
you-
see what are on those boats. It's like they're fucking oranges or something. Who cares, man? Nobody knows. Go on your own. We're not going. That's like not a good like pitch. He's like, oh, I've
That's so
always wondered
stupid.
what's on the boats over there. She's like, you are an idiot.
Like, yeah, give up everything so we can figure out whether these are oranges or bananas. I don't want it.
But Tamika,
Heidi, scroll down on the pictures.
I don't want it.
What's that?
Scroll down on the pictures. I just
okay.
added that neck piece.
Here.
I've always wondered what's in the Walmart.
It's the last one on the list.
Oh, these
Yeah.
boys being boys. Pretty cool. Look at this. He's like, what is Otto being told there? Something shocking.
Is it?
Look at who he's saying.
Oh yeah, you're right. This is
Yeah.
a different scene. It's Otto's
Yeah.
moved into Kristen
Ooh.
Cole's spot.
Something
I
has
didn't
shocked
even notice that.
He goes, sir,
Maybe
dear
Crispy
sir.
died.
What happened there? Kristen's
he
like, I'm
probably-
going to bed. Fucking
said,
sick
"This
of
is
you people.
This is most fall, sir. Oh,
It's very Shakespearean.
it is. He's like, ooh.
Well, Eamon
fired
only has like
again?
one outfit, so we can't tell if this is a different
He-
day or not.
You know what? I thought he only had one outfit. He actually has two.
Mm.
He has two.
Yeah,
They're very
this is
similar.
definitely after. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Because I'm so goddamn nosy. I'm looking at the pieces on the map before they moved them. This is after they moved them.
Yeah. He's like, we're gonna go here.
all right.
Does he have pigtails? He should get pigtails. That'd be a good
Ooh,
look.
yeah.
So
he has
here
them, look.
with
It's his head right now.
spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, according to the map that they were looking at, they took off 2 pieces.
Yeah. Like, this is actually the wrong continent. This is
They
Canada.
took off
This is
2
not a-
pieces.
yeah.
I don't think they put too much thought into that for this picture.
I
they
think
did
so
something.
because they were supposed to be planning a battle, so
Yeah,
they could have taken the pieces off. Like
I-
these are no
if-
problems.
I
The-
bet you like Eamon and Crispy were doing their thing, and then now Otto has come in after they were doing it, or like
To take over.
basically to be like, don't forget I'm in charge. Because
Yeah, I'm writing letters
Yeah.
to Essos
there's
right now.
going
That's
to
what
be,
Otto's
like, a
doing.
big power play, or there's a little bit of a power struggle between
Yeah.
Otto and Crispin.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Otto is currently
Oh,
writing
are they
letters.
fighting over the Crimson Chin, do you
Well,
think?
yeah, because he's going too fast, and Otto's writing these letters to the Triarchy, and he's like, "Hi, my name's Otto. My favorite color is blue. Do you want to join us?" You know, like in this picture, like his pen pal. That's seriously what he's doing. And he's like, "The time for writing letters is over." And he's like, "Who? What?" He's like, "My name's Otto. I hope we can
That
be
shit's funny
friends.
as
I'm gonna
hell.
have a dog. You know what I mean? I'm buying a dog. Do you have a dog?"
Oh,
Right here.
by the way, I just want to here. Let me remove this. I have this picture of
Fucking crazy. guy
Cregan
talking
Stark.
about
Is that
ghosts.
Cregan?
Chin.
Yeah,
His
mhm.
giant chin.
He
Okay.
looks
Yeah.
like a murdering murderer. Look
And-
at
Yeah,
what's
it
his
does.
name?
His wig is
being me,
pretty crazy.
I zoomed in on the wig
He looks
exactly.
like a wildling.
God.
I
He
zoomed
looks
right
like a
on the
wildling.
wig.
And what is up with that bogus ass wig?
And I went, okay, the knots aren't even bleached on
Ugh.
that thing. That's how bad it is. The knots aren't even bleached. If you zoom in on that thing, if you're on the site itself, you can see how the knots are like, you can see the little black dots. Those are knots. They need to be
Yeah.
bleached to match your skin so it can
It
blend.
looks like
Yes,
you just feel
Jorge.
somebody's putting.
I think he's on PCP.
Oh my god, like Gorget. I don't even know how many times I've said Gorget, but I like totally lost it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Like they're trying to go for a bit of a Ned Stark look, but
Mhm.
it's just
Ned Stark
it's
after a
not
meth
great.
bender.
Yeah,
like
Ned
a-
Stark
Sean
is-
Bean
yeah,
had
but
a
shit like
Sean
that,
Bean
I
had a
got
better
him,
hairpiece than him.
He's just
Yeah,
mad.
I mean, it's not. I mean, I know he's. I think they've aged him down a little bit than in the books.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
That's what I think too. Yeah, because I thought he was much older in the
actually
books.
pretty young, still pretty young in the book.
Yeah, they make the comment, Rebecca. Remember that he's the same age as him? Don't they do that in the
Yeah,
show?
well, they said he's closer to age.
Yeah. So I think
to
you're
him,
right.
not the same age.
Yeah, but it's like that man needs a beard. Like, I mean,
You're
Does
right.
he though?
I feel like he needs something.
This is what he's saying. He's saying
He's
it's winter
only
time.
he's in like his mid-20s.
It's winter.
know
I
what?
want to go
No,
sledding.
freaking
After we go
start.
sledding, we'll do the war.
He's giving.
He's got a big. He's got quite the chin though.
Yeah,
He's giving discount Brendan Fraser.
No,
Which
he's
is
so
8 inches
funny.
wide,
He's like,
dude.
let's go do
I
the
have
war,
to
but
say
not-
though,
Why you gotta bring Brendan's good name into this? What did he do to you?
Because he looks like a discount version of him. Remember when he had his long hair in Tarzan
And Encino Man
or Jane of the Jungle? Jane of the Jungle.
Yeah.
Was it Jane of the Jungle? George of the Jungle. There you
George
go.
of the
George
Jungle.
That's what he looks like. It's just not right.
But his chin don't look like that. So
Exactly.
it's
That's why I
not
said he
giving me
discount.
Brendan
That's why I
Fraser.
said
It's
he's
a good thing
potato.
that they didn't send him a letter. He doesn't look
my
like he
only
can read.
complaint about his costume is I feel his pelt should be a little bit more substantial.
It should be it should be thicker and it should look better. That looks scraggly as
It looks
hell.
a bit
Yeah,
scraggly.
it looks
Yeah,
like
This
Great
is
Great
Winterfell. He should not be walking around with a pelt
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, the armor, they've pretty much replicated the armor. They've made a few slight little changes, but he does have ice though behind him there.
You think he can pull that out from that sheath? How can he do that?
Not Krigan means
If he
bad
has long enough arms.
I want to see
That's
him do it.
funny. Well, it works. You're right. You're
Carl
right.
says Krigan means bad hair in old time.
Yep,
I
in the
believe
old
it.
tongue.
I believe that.
He got a letter from the Greens. He
I
doesn't know
will
how to
agree
read,
to that
so
one.
That
he's
is
like,
a
I don't know what the hell
accurate.
that means.
I will
Translation.
disagree with that one. I think he absolutely knows how to read.
I think that's
Lord
good they went there
Baratheon
because
is the
I don't
only
think
one
he's
that's
literate.
lazy as hell.
He looks
Yeah.
kind of out of it.
Well,
That's it.
I mean, but actually, a lot of the High Lords don't know how to read, and that's
That
why
is
they
true at
have
this time. Like at the time they're mirroring.
Because-
Which is still wild to me because you still need to know what's going on in your
Yeah,
land,
they would've
bro.
thought
The
that was
maesters
lame.
can
Yeah.
tell you
Well,
anything.
but also, I don't think they have they don't have printing press. Like the written word
Yeah.
is not as
No.
widespread.
But yeah, books are
Like, the
expensive.
printing-
Yeah.
sorry, they're books, but like in the books they very specifically talk about reading. It's it's looked down upon. Like
It's like what a matter. You can't kill people.
Point of order though. Small counterpoint. Winterfell's library, according to Tyrion, is like the best that he's been in outside of the Citadel.
Yeah. So
I think he does know how to read.
Yeah, he read that book
Yeah.
about hair colors. Remember?
yeah.
He was like
I mean,
brown.
maybe-
blonde."
Here's by the way, guys, here I found the picture of Sir Kristen Cole, Sir Krispy Kreme, with his new armor, and the gorget is kind of like nice and flush now, so they've corrected it. So if you saw it in like last season, here I'll show you. I can find it for you.
Still looks
guys.
like he leveled up on an ESO online.
Yeah.
I don't know. I call it flush.
Yeah.
It's flush, and that was one of my little okay, this is a little bit not.
It looks like he
right.
bought that from a dark elf. Like
Well,
it's just
I wasn't super.
ridiculous.
I wasn't super crazy about the armor, but I'm like, okay, like they've decided to use it for season 2, which is fine because to redo it the whole thing would be kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
It would be admitting.
There's a slightly taller, higher neck one that I found.
Oh, yeah?
I can click on it if you want to show it.
Do you want to show it? How do you?
Ooh,
how
is
do
that Damon in his
Yeah,
death clip?
I got it loaded up.
oh, you got it
So
there. Okay.
It should just jump right over it there.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
that's a Belver.
That's what came up on the
It's like a
Googles.
medieval retainer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
that's-
don't- I'm
Well,
not
I mean,
sure
well,
about
that's
that.
just what
that's
that's just
that's
one
called a
design.
Belver.
There's a few of them.
That's a chin guard for real.
A chin
you need
guard.
that
Yeah,
shit.
that's
Go
a
all the way up,
Belver.
Yeah,
And-
because Damon's on
That
slice his face
piece
off.
kind of confuses me though, because that's a really big piece to move in. But then I mean, our armor isn't meant to be comfortable anyway, so
No,
yeah, there's a bunch of
it's
comfortable guys that are in the
totally
graveyard.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me find a picture of Sir Kristen Cole with his other
Head
armor,
off.
and then you guys can see what I mean because so you don't think I'm crazy.
Ooh, this is downloading like it's on AOL in 2000.
Yeah, no
Come
kidding. They're really super high res.
You have dial up.
You guys are giving this
You have
real
dial up.
time.
I'm just providing the ambiance.
God. Happy we're not depending on this
Are
for
we still
porn.
loading?
Get off the phone, Ma.
It's like it's like what do
I
you
want to
guys
see
call that?
Christian Cole.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here he comes. He's coming in.
Look at
I'm
that.
Is
downloading
this-
a picture. I'm having a
Giggity.
good time.
Really
man.
high
That's what she
res. It's
said.
so crazy.
Is this
Giggity.
before his head gets lopped off by Damon?
So
Like,
here you can
mhm.
see. Can you see that? Like there's a bit of a gap
Yeah.
between
Oh my
his
God.
gorget and
Yeah.
his armor.
Yeah.
So
I can see why
remember
that would
when
be
I reviewed this
uncomfortable.
originally, I said, "Oh, you could get like a dagger in there." Like, I just
Or a
That
whole
is true.
sword?
Because
Get
that's
up
why
his
they
hair.
have the hand and a half sword people. Because
yeah.
they didn't
So
do
they
that.
wouldn't get
they've
close
corrected
enough, yeah.
that and they've made it flush now. So that makes
Okay.
me super happy. And you know what? It might have been just a matter of like they couldn't do it. They didn't have the time. They didn't have the
Printer ran out of
budget.
ink.
So
Yeah.
they come in. Like I did a play years ago where we had a bride, like a wedding gown, and there were a lot of issues with it. And we were like, okay, we got to just make this work just to get the show open. And so we made it work. And then they did a remount of it. And then they're like, okay, now we can, fix it and make some, corrections. So that's
This
what
was
I
done
think
during
they've done.
COVID, right? They had like restrictions and they had a lack
Yeah.
of resources. Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
like when I
understandable.
had Anne Crabtree, Justin, remember the interview
Yep.
I did with Anne Crabtree, and she was like, "You couldn't get fabric, you couldn't get
Yeah.
stuff."
She was
It was
talking about getting it like
so-
on the streets and stuff. It was interesting. Like, she's
Yeah,
like, I know where to
actually,
get my
Justin, I was
stuff.
thinking we should have Anne on, and we can talk to her about The Sopranos
She had
because
to
she worked
hustle.
on The
Yeah.
Sopranos.
Yeah, she's the
Ooh.
one that did that, the pilot
Yeah.
episode. Yeah.
She did the pilot.
Yeah.
I think that would be so like so. Carl says my only gripe is the drab color palette. Look at all those pics, just 50 shades of grim.
That is true.
In real life, Knights and Royalty were beyond fabulous and flamboyant.
Yeah, but this is the
Yeah.
guy trying to. He's wearing like a chastity belt. He's trying to.
Well,
have
I mean,
sex
I'm
again.
not certain. I was
Yeah.
never really super crazy about, but I kind of gave it up. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well,
Yeah, they-
that's what they went with.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And I
they
have to say, like, that I am kind of, the team, for season 2, they're like, okay, we're gonna reuse a lot of the stuff, like Aegon's crown and
Mhm.
You have to,
Rhaenyra's
right?
crown and like they've already established it in the show, so it's like, okay, it's established now, we have to live with it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I was walking, I think I was walking down the street the other day and I was thinking, so when Rhaenyra sells her crown, like how much money is she gonna get for that crown? Like, I mean, that's a
Oh,
spoiler,
she
sorry.
sells it. Please say, are you running something for me?
That's sort of a spoiler. If she goes
Okay.
to sell her crown,
Fuck me, really?
like, okay, maybe it's gold. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's gold, but if it's gold, but how much money really would she get for that crown? Like,
Enough
if you
for a
put that
goddamn
on
dragon,
Etsy-
surely.
If
What
you
if
put that on like, one of those resell
Macari.
platforms,
Like, what if Heidi? Remember when Eric brought Eric brought it to her
God.
on his little satchel bag, and then what if she just would have turned right after that very like emotional moment and gave it to Damon and said, "Get this on Macari. See how much you can get. Put it on for 60."
well,
but we'll
there's
take
no
it away."
gemstones on it. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah,
like,
it's a fucking.
doesn't
goddamn
seem like there's a lot
crown.
of value there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's a fucking crown. It's a
Yeah.
family crown.
It's not even the real. It's the old one, so it is what it is. Things get rough, Tim. I don't want to spoil it, but things don't go so well for anybody.
Yeah, but Team Black's gonna fuck them up, right? Though that's like surely.
I think
a lot of people will die. Yeah, a lot of people will die.
This water is tasty.
It is.
Yeah, my water's tasty too. It's definitely water.
I'm excited
For
though.
sure,
I am
water.
excited. Like, I've not been this excited. It's first off because I don't have to make weekly
Water with
videos
the
about
rim
it.
of
I'm
salt
excited.
is delicious.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. I'm so glad you're enjoying that.
It's water with yeast
refreshing.
and hops and
Yeah, I have to. This is it for me. This is the last gulp of wine because I have to work tomorrow. Goddamn fucking adult.
Mhm. Yep.
I
Adulting
can't.
sucks.
Yeah, got to get yourself set up with a glass of wine.
and
Where's
the Stanley
Heidi?
Cup. She has wine and Stanley.
Actually, I got through like a little over half the bottle. I'm not mad at that.
On your videos, Meeks, maybe we could do like instead of a time, we could do like a wine like level.
That'd be so bad.
Yeah, that'd be cool. How long has she been watching? I'm like 3/4 of the bottle. And I'll do the same thing when I'm editing.
You go down,
It'll be-
and then all of a sudden, like there's a new full bottle of wine.
Listen,
Editor,
I-
same
look,
thing.
look, see,
Gets
I mean-
sloppier and sloppier.
see this, like it never goes
For
away.
myself.
It never goes away. I just got
And like Heidi and I did like a 4-hour 4.5-hour stream about True Blood.
Oh,
we
gosh.
were.
When did that happen? How did I miss that?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a few years ago.
So
but-
my wife watched True Blood like I sort of got like 6 fucking times.
Oh,
So if y'all do another
I still
recap,
have not seen
y'all do
the
a
whole. I haven't
recap-
seen the whole thing.
Which
My
one was
wife-
that? Which show?
is it gonna be
True Blood.
Oh my
I'm
God,
good on
True Blood.
I'm good on True Blood.
It's
I do
so
know
good.
some of the
I have to do
characters
a
though.
rewatch of it.
R.I.P. Lafayette.
She just rewatched it again. Like
Actually, we
finished
should
it
do
last
like
week.
Bex and Meeks and me and AK. We should do a rewatch on it and then do a stream on it.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
I haven't
saying
seen it
First
in years.
episode with Jason Stackhouse. Oh my God.
My
Goodbye.
wife watched it. My wife watched. I swear to God, 5 times through.
When
Like,
did that come
like
out?
dead serious.
I
Five
so
times.
good.
You watched it
It's
more
so
than
good.
I.
5
Think about
times.
being
So
that good.
And the
I don't
one that
watch
I
the
did-
show. I don't watch the show at all, and I've seen
Yeah.
it by proxy twice.
I've
Yeah.
only seen it once and I stopped. I didn't even finish the show because I got so mad at him hollering "suck it" every 5
Yeah.
seconds. That I
It's not
just-
so bad. It's
They got
fake.
married-
That's
they got
fake.
married though in
What's
real
your
life,
accent?
IRL.
I know that's
Suck
what
it.
the worst is. I'm like,
Suck
"Look,
it.
I'm hollering "suck
He's
it."
the
Okay.
prettiest girl in town, is what they say. I go, is she?
Dude, my wife watched. I'm telling you, she's watched it 5 times through, from fucking season.
Oh, is Joni
F1
your
to
wife?
fucking-
She's here.
Yeah. Way too many
I
times. Yeah,
love
John's my
it.
wife for sure.
We
Too many
did
times,
the
dude.
Rewatch
5 times
we'll
minimum.
invite Joni.
It may be
Hi,
more.
Ravens.
Joni, you should come on for the rewatch.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally. We should. I'm
Yeah.
gonna rewatch it. Actually, how many
Yeah.
seasons is it?
Like 27 or some shit.
Oh my
It's a
God,
lot.
Evan
It's
Rachel Wood is
long.
in it.
I stopped
You know,
watching
like,
during the
No,
vampire hepatitis plot. I stopped.
it's like
that.
5 or 6 seasons.
Seven
But
seven
she's watched
seasons.
7?
Seven
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. 7 seasons.
And
So she
Ellen
watched
Rachel
it
Wood is
so many
in
times.
Louisiana.
Through season 4.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
all start getting hepatitis. I'm like, oh, you drink everybody's blood. That shit's gonna happen.
So and the cool thing is we grew up.
That was
we
a
grew up, like,
virus
6
that
miles from
was
Louisiana.
into their True Blood supply.
Yeah, they contaminated it.
Government.
And
killing
they
them.
made the crazy zombie vampire Sarah Newland. Sarah
Yeah.
Newland is
So
one of the best characters in television.
My goodness.
we grew
Oh,
up like
she's
6
so
miles
great.
from Louisiana, so it
And
kind
her
of hit
husband?
home.
Like, it's funny because I
Oh.
remember reading when I was reading. I read all the books, and I remember when I was reading the one book about the crazy, like evangelical Christian people.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
I was actually, it was kind of terrifying. I was like reading it, and I'm going, oh my God, this is so scary.
I remember watching the first episode and be like, oh, this is actually like a little bit deeper. They're talking about race relations. And then I watched
Oh,
two more.
yeah.
I'm like, nope, garbage. I'll keep watching it though. Yeah. I'm like, it's kind of got a meaning.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of a message.
Well, I mean, like it
does.
was
It's fun. I watched it all.
combination of talking about like otherism, like whether
Yeah,
like
yeah,
for
race
sure.
or sexuality, and
I didn't even know.
But it
Deeper
was
than
also,
Twilight.
like,
Bex.
it was
Oh, far deeper than
it
Twilight.
was like the best
Oh God.
camp at its time, and like
Totally.
and what made it so good is they were all theater actors.
And they all got married too. Like a bunch
Well,
of them.
They were all theater actors on
And
Didn't
Don't get
didn't
married.
True Blood?
the head
No.
vampire marry Rogue?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Bill.
Steven married Anna. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
That's
a
a
good one.
one.
they were in a relationship, like they met during the auditions and got into a relationship
Mhm.
before the show even started shooting.
Oh shit! So I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah. And so so they're married, like, you know, and they're still married and they have kids and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
So I
Uh,
thought Suki
That's
was.
awesome.
I think she's ugly.
Oh,
Yeah, she's not bad, so they-
What,
She's
Anne
ugly.
Hathaway?
She's a
What?
yeah. She's an ugly woman. I think she is. I think she's an ugly woman. I really do, and I hate that. But
Oh, wow.
she's an ugly fucking woman,
I mean,
and it's
okay.
Hold on, I just
okay.
wanted to let you know that I think you're
You're-
ugly and I
you're-
hate that for you.
oh goddamn.
What does
I
your wife
do.
say about that?
I do. Like the redhead chick.
Oh my
I don't know what the
gosh.
redhead. I don't know what the redhead girl's name is, but she's
You
hot.
like the redhead?
She's attractive.
Deborah. Her name is Deborah.
Oh,
Yeah, Deborah.
really?
Good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
Suki,
Redhead.
whoever the fuck that is, I think she's ugly. And
Yeah,
I'm
Deborah
talking
is
to my wife.
like
Oh, damn, no,
all the time.
You want to
He
turn
doesn't
that
like
back.
the
No, she's not.
Run
She's
that
not
back.
ugly.
Yeah,
That's
I
so
respect
funny.
her.
And like
She's
you're
beautiful.
not finding her attractive.
I don't find her attractive at all.
Yeah, but
Well, Tim, that sounds like a
Saying.
you
Yeah,
problem.
no, it's a me problem
Yeah.
for sure, Justin. Thank
Totally.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's Arlene and there's Deborah.
No, no,
What's
Arlene.
great about the
The
show
redhead
is that
chick.
what's great
Jody.
about the show
Arlene
is
was the
way for
waitress.
everybody.
Not the
like
waitress.
The vampire.
Hold on.
The one that sleeps with Jason Stackhouse's best friend.
Yeah, the one that could
Jason.
never lose her
Jessica.
virginity kept coming back.
Oh,
yeah.
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 That's Deborah. That's
Jessica.
Deborah. She was on the
Yeah.
Punisher. Yeah.
So Jessica's hot, but Suki,
Jessica, yeah.
Suki's got.
have
Dude, you could
She's
drive.
the baby vampire.
I could drive I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee, right? I could drive my Jeep Grand Cherokee through Suki's fucking teeth. For
No,
sure.
Wow.
dude, you're doing it
That's-
wrong, man.
yeah.
I want to say I don't stand by any of this at all.
Yeah,
respect
I
it.
will. I very highly
I'm
do not
distancing.
agree with that statement.
I mean,
but you are
that's-
allowed your
I saw-
opinion.
That's me.
I saw
This is
Anna
me.
Paquin.
You're allowed to
In
have your wrong
person.
opinion, sir.
By the way, I saw Anna Paquin one day in Toronto. She was in Toronto,
You tell her Tim thought she was.
and I was at a coffee shop, and she was there. And I thought she was Natalie Portman, and I
Oh,
looked,
then
she was
she's
like, "Is
not
that
ugly."
Natalie Portman?" And then she looked at me. She kind of like got scared and kind of looked away at me because she thought I recognized her. Because she's an Oscar winner, right,
Mm-hmm.
for the piano.
Yeah.
Did you try to convince her that she was? You're Natalie Portman. She no, yes, you
No.
are. You're Natalie.
I
Portman.
don't do any of that stuff. I'm not a. Even though I do a channel on costumes and stuff, I'm not like a star person. Like I'm not a star.
It's a story from
Gazer.
George Lucas with Conan O'Brien. Conan quit his show, and George kept telling him, like, here's a story about this. He's like, no, your show's still on. And he's like, no, it's been out there for a year. And George goes, yeah, it's still on. I think it is. Like, he's just disagreeing with him about his life. He's like, I know better. You're this. And he's like,
Tim,
like,
Tim, I think you're about to be put on
Yeah.
punishment. Look at the
I
chat.
am.
Aww.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
watching- you're gonna have to watch
yeah,
X-Men
my wife.
You
First
can
Class.
like think Suki's ugly. It's totally your
I'm
choice.
punished.
You're gonna need to watch
It's
that show
not
where
his
she's like a
problem.
publicist.
No,
or
don't
whatever.
beat up on Tim about that. Like
No,
Tim,
my
he
wife.
doesn't find her
That's it.
attractive.
I'm done. I won't have dinner tomorrow for
He
sure.
has a hot body though. You have to admit
He
she
has
a
to
pretty
come
hot
home.
body.
No, so-
He's not
so
allowed
she-
to go out and play tomorrow.
So
Anna
she-
Paquin
she
has a
has a
pretty
great-
hot body.
She has a great body for sure.
Yeah, but you
It's
just
her
don't like her
teeth.
face.
She needs like
Nice
braces,
like
Butter
maybe.
face,
I don't
though.
know.
better face.
She has a
Adult braces.
sinner's mouth, Tim. A sinner's mouth. Okay.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I think,
Oh my god, this is cracking me right up.
objectively speaking, I've seen a lot more uglier people. Like,
Oh, yeah, I definitely have.
Yeah.
But she's like,
They are very
she's
questionable.
like
in
the
face.
star of the show, right?
Yeah.
Like,
If you
get
watch
some
that
goddamn
stuff-
braces.
but that's
Again,
not
get over
all-
yourself. Get some fucking braces. Fix that shit. The show went on forever,
see,
right?
they don't do that. Their agents, when they first go out, want them to, but once they get popular, that's like her thing.
Mhm.
It's like people wouldn't like it as much. They call it a sinner's mouth, like because sinners
Oh.
don't get their teeth fixed because it'll mess up their singing. Like she
Mhm.
doesn't have terrible teeth; she just has a little gap. You know what I mean? I think
I
she's
like
cute.
gaps in teeth though. I
Yeah,
think
some
that's-
people do.
I think
Yeah.
it's super cute, like Laura
Absent teeth?
McCall or yeah,
Yeah, she has
gap
like
in the teeth.
her middle tooth is absent, and nobody has
Yeah.
a middle tooth except for Tom Cruise, right? Her middle-
It's like remember like when Jennifer Grey got like a nose job.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
And like everyone's who the fuck is this bitch? It's
I'm not
Yeah.
holding her above my head.
I
when
loved
we're
her with
dancing.
her nose. I loved her nose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's like,
but
oh.
she
Yeah.
got like that little thing, like, and she didn't get a crazy nose job. She just got like that part because she got her nose. She looked like a
Yeah.
complete-
And we all became toddlers. Like, girl, what is that?
yeah.
Mommy, what is that?
Ma'am, your
What's
wife
that
is telling you to stop it.
What's that on her face?
Stop like
I mean,
jumping
but I
on
will
Suki.
also.
Suki.
Who do you think you are trying to date my teenage daughter, you
It's
40-year-old man?
annoying as shit. So I can also like appreciate like
Now this
her
whole
being
conversation
annoying
just
will
makes me
make
want to
her-
go watch True Blood.
I can't remember where I stopped. I know I didn't
I
finish
love
the
how
season,
annoying
but I
it
can't
is.
remember.
I want to watch
Oh, I
Ferris
watched the
Bueller's
whole-
Day Off.
You haven't finished it?
I
Meeks?
cannot remember. I got so tired of Suki doing
Oh.
stupid stuff, and she was just
Suki.
it was stupid on stupid on stupid, and I just got mad. I think I got mad after Tara. I think I got real mad
Yeah.
after Tara, and I was
Tara's
like, I
actually
can't.
in the book.
Wait,
Tara
wait, wait, which
is
Tara?
done
Like,
like
isn't it,
really
like,
early
Can I
on.
say this? As a young man watching it, I was always disappointed that she didn't have any nude scenes. I'm going to put that out there. I was
Yeah.
wanting
Okay,
that.
but the hottie,
That's
the,
fair.
the major hottie in the
Really did
show
not
though
watch
is Evan Rachel Wood. Like Evan Rachel
Yeah.
Wood for me is like
Yeah, she was something else.
Oh, who's
she's
that?
like
Which one? Which
she
character
is-
is that?
she's
was
like the
blonde.
queen of Louisiana.
She was a queen of something.
Louisiana. And
Yeah.
you know what?
Oh yeah,
She
she's a
died.
badass.
Like the show really wasn't worth watching.
I mean, the Queen of Louisiana was a badass.
Huh?
And
It's-
she's
Oh yeah, no, and like
Yeah.
once she died, like the show kind of like went off the rails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
well,
well,
I
show
loved
Tara a little bit
Russell.
more.
Russell was my favorite. Like he was
Oh,
my absolute
best.
Yeah,
favorite.
Russell. Yeah, Russell was a stud.
You know-
dude. He's pretty
He
cool.
is
know
so
that-
good.
Pam and Jessica have a
Yeah.
True Blood podcast.
Really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had no
I
idea.
agree with that.
It's called
Interesting.
Truest Blood. And initially it started as like a rewatch, but then they-
Everybody was in this show. Everybody was
I
in
At
this
hated-
show.
some point in time, yeah.
But
Hi,
who were the
Joni.
doggies? Wasn't that
The character
Joe?
I hated
that
the
Joe-
most was Eggs.
Joe
Egg,
Manganiello?
eggs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember when
Oh,
Joe was like
Eggs.
Banjaleone
Oh,
or whatever?
I
He's like, I'm
couldn't
a dog.
stand him.
It was cool.
Wait,
Oh.
ooh, you couldn't stand eggs?
No.
What?
No.
I like Jason because he banged the vampires, and that's impressive. Because
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
he's
Jason-
banging on a different
Jason,
level.
Jason was a fucking stud from
Like,
day
Jason-
one.
Now,
Jason's like
Jason
I
was a goddamn
love-
stud,
Jason
dude.
Stackhouse is
All
the
right,
best.
Stackhouse, yeah,
I
he's a
know
fucking
that-
badass.
Like this is a spoiler for those who have not read the Southern Vampire Chronicles that True
So
Blood.
99% of everybody. Go ahead.
No, a lot of people have read that.
They-
Me too.
And they initially intended it, but in the books, Jason actually does
Turn.
become a were-panther.
Yeah, he does.
Really?
Yeah.
No
I read
shit.
that
When
on
it-
Wikipedia. I remember
when he
reading
get,
that.
when he get raped by all the fucking were shits.
He almost
like,
tears. He
oh,
almost turns in the show.
We don't see it happen.
Yeah.
Like all like
Okay.
that because like the books are all Sookie.
Because he got raped by like fucking 13 were panther, fucking cougar, bobcats, whatever.
I honestly don't remember exactly the process in the books, and also like, but like we weren't there. Like, there's not like
We just go ahead and do it.
it's just basically like Sookie comes across him and he's like, I turn into a were-panther. Like, there's no,
Yeah.
there's no
Okay.
scene of him.
I
in the
remember reading the wiki on this, on that book, Rebecca, the season that was happening, and I remember waiting for him to turn because I was like, "Oh, he's going to turn
Well,
into this thing."
book. Then,
Yeah.
but
Put it on my board.
somebody who like me, like God,
Yeah. Well, you got one.
So okay,
show.
so
Yeah.
where are we officially then gonna do a True Blood
We
well,
should
thing
and
at some point in time?
as
Yeah.
well. We should have it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
looking.
I'll get
and half the
Joni's lined up
cast-
for this.
Okay,
I only
Joni,
remember
you
season
will
one.
come.
Joni?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
so we'll do
remember
True Blood. How
nothing
many?
else.
So how long is it going to take me to rewatch that whole show?
Like
That's what cocaine
maybe.
wanted to do.
I can do it on a weekend.
I'm
Can I
thinking-
binge it?
Yeah,
on
you can do a
weekend?
weekend for sure.
Are the seasons short?
Yeah,
They-
I mean,
they are really
How many episodes and
Like,
how
the
long are
first
the
season's Like
episodes?
a 13. This is like the early HBO run where like a
Mhm.
season would be like 13 episodes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was,
Yeah, it's not
everything went
long.
weird.
I
yeah,
can
went
do
weird
it though.
lengths.
Jones
I have
will,
to
Jones
say-
will kick my ass for getting her mixed up with him with this, but
Well,
she'll
so-
be here.
My husband, like when my first son was born, we would go to the video store and we, like
7
in
seasons.
those old days, and we would just like buy like a season of True Blood and we would watch it. And I was like, oh, this is so great. Like, because when the kids were really little, my son was really little, and we would watch it. And I was like, it was one of the first experiences I had with binge watching.
Oh,
So
Right.
yeah, it was anyway, it's such a great series. I loved it. It was one of HBO's original series,
Yeah.
I think, as well.
When I was
Yeah.
DJing when it was on, and every like night after I was DJing, we'd go to my boy Mike's house and have an after party. And in the morning, they'd all wake up, and I'd be watching because he had HBO on the like the whatever the TiVo, and I'd be watching True Blood, and they'd make fun of me because I
Yeah,
just
it's so good.
12 episodes for the first 5 seasons, and there's 7 altogether. They'd go to 10.
I actually
Yeah.
had a picture of
Jones said
Eric.
they're an hour long each.
I had a poster of Eric on my like that I would
Oh.
keep on my wall. And
Did it say my brothers also act? You'll see them soon. The whole fucking family's
well, I
coming.
love Alexander
Yeah.
Skarsgård.
Oh, and
Yeah,
like, my-
his whole
my-
family acts, dude. His whole family's the
my
fucking
whole family,
badasses.
My
Okay.
father's penis is all over every like movie, like art house movie in Scandinavia, but that
Yeah.
plays a weirdo in American movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
Right.
you-
Stellan
Stellan
Skarsgård.
yeah.
All the Skarsgårds, dude. The Vikings.
Well, I have to say,
Skarsgård?
Stellan is in The Girl with the
Alexander
Dragon Tattoo, and it's probably one of the most terrifying
Ooh,
characters I've ever seen.
That was a
So
freaky
he's-
fucking movie for sure.
yeah,
Like-
it's terrifying.
Yeah,
So
he's
and
He's
also
in this
in-
Iraq war movie where he kills this guy raping a woman. It's in this really dark scene. It's a messed up movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
But,
he's
Yeah.
a Lars von. Wait,
yes, the brother
yeah,
plays
he's a
it.
Lars von Trier guy.
Oh yeah, the
Lars-
other brother
Lars von
plays
Trier.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The little word guy.
Bill. They're like, Bill, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a nasty clown. Eric, what are you doing? He's like, I'm handsome. I'm gonna be naked in a
Bill
Yeah.
is going to be in the new
crow.
what's
He's
it
the
called?
crow.
The Crow.
Yeah,
Oh,
people said that,
Holy
that
shit,
they
whoa,
already
whoa.
said that shit sucked.
They're reading
Yeah,
the
can't get-
Crow.
They
They
can't
already
get
said
Glee
it was
back.
horrible.
What the fuck this coming
No.
about?
One is.
Nobody's
Someone
happy.
said that I was reading the
It's
reviews and they
Billy
said that
that's playing him,
it
right?
was the worst shit that they've ever
The
seen.
Crow?
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
was
people
bad.
are weird about that property. They're just not Brandon Lee. Well, they can't make him come back from the dead.
I'm on
so you
social media every goddamn day, and I haven't
Yeah.
seen anything about the Crow.
Oh, people
yeah.
are pissed about the Crow.
By the way,
I just saw it over the
here,
weekend.
I just
But-
want to say while I'm here that I watched The Beekeeper, and my hairdresser recommended it, and like it had a 70%,
I heard
critics
it was good.
approval. I loved it. It was
Okay.
a perfect movie, and it had like an 80-something% like audience.
It's Jason Statham being Jason
Yeah.
Statham. so
Jason
I'm always down for
Statham
that.
is
Jason
solid.
Statham is
It was
he's
a
a stud,
solid
dude.
movie. I loved it.
Like,
The girl from the
fun
Umbrella
acting.
Academy is in it. Go ahead. Sorry.
Which one?
Shadowbacks.
Oh, sorry. Bex, go ahead.
What's number 9?
What was that movie he was in? The Transporter, where he like drove stuff around.
There's
He's
no
like,
number
I'll
9.
transport things.
She's she's the I don't know what
Okay, Allison or Vanya? Is it? Oh wait, it's Allison, isn't it?
Alicent.
He did
the
that
black
movie with
girl.
The Rock too.
Yes.
That spin off of Fast and
Allison.
Furious.
I was like, I know her. She plays the daughter of Felicia Rashad.
Okay.
And anyway, it's so good. I loved it. And I, like with what was going on this week, I was like, I watched it and I was like, this is such a great movie. And it was solid. So
Yeah.
don't listen to what anybody says.
I find like anytime I watch a Jason Statham movie, I'm just like, that was awesome.
Fuck yeah, you
yeah.
do. Yeah, fuck yeah, you are.
Like that is
Totally,
awesome.
Tatiana.
He's
Numi
like-
is the truth.
Even when they're
Bald guys. He's like my hope.
even when they're
Like, oh,
bad
man.
movies, it's like that was fucking awesome.
He's solid. He's a perfect straight man. And because I watched another one called Operation something or other, which was
Hey,
a Guy
Jackie.
Ritchie, and he plays the straight man, and he's so
Hey, Tanya.
he's
Or
so
Nikki.
like he's just perfect in his in what he does.
He's like
And-
fashionable, but also cogny. Like he's like
And then
he's
there's this
does karate.
there's this whole joke like him and Carrie Elwes. Carrie Elwes is in it,
Well, there's my wife.
who's his boss. The Princess Bride guy. And he's like, he's got to have his wines on the flight, and everything has to be beautiful. And it's just like, it's so fun, like because he's so deadpan. And then Audrey Plaza is the comic relief.
I guess she
and
ducked down.
I
She ducked down in the chair.
love her. I love Audrey Plaza.
we need an erotic bitch. Can we get Aubrey?
My wife. No, never mind.
Oh, wait.
Oh my God.
Jackie.
That was
Oh, hey, Tanya's here. Hi, Tanya. There's somebody here.
Thin
I
ice.
hope she-
You are
I
all
hope she didn't hear that.
young man.
that was like the best worst timing.
She's about to ground you for the weekend, my dude.
What happened?
Um,
She's yelling at me now here. So Justin,
Uh-huh.
Johnny, like
Carrie
slid
Elwes.
through here, like and got him
Judge
camouflage,
Hyatt Roberts.
and didn't like nobody seen her
Yeah, so
except
Carrie
for
Elwes.
Manic.
yeah, I did.
And she
I
handed me,
seen-
handed me a
I
beer.
saw her like
And she's
right
like-
like when
And
she
just
went
like
through the
somebody
threshold.
says like Manic bitch or some shit, and like yeah, my wife.
it was like the perfect. You were. It was like
It
the
was
perfect.
perfect timing.
Tim, you're upholding what I consider Texans to be. You're doing a good job holding up
Hey.
the
Oh,
stereotype.
man.
I'm
That
trying,
was just
bro.
perfectly timed. It was
Like,
perfectly
she's
timed.
she's yelling at me and laughing at the same time because she knows what's happened.
So Tim, is your wife really into like what's she into? Is she into the same type of movies and shows you're into?
Yeah, she is actually.
That's awesome.
House of Dragons. Matter of fact, she had the last episode of House of Dragons playing like before the stream started. Kind of helped me get brushed up,
Awesome.
and then
I like Joni.
She just finished not True Blood, Vampire Diaries.
Oh, okay.
For like
yeah.
the 20th fucking time. I shit you
Oh,
not.
that's
Dude, if you
awesome.
want to jump into that saga, it could
20th
keep
time,
you busy
dude.
for a whole year.
It's
Because
fucking
how many
nuts,
seasons
dude.
of the original show, and
It's like-
then going to the originals is like
like-
6 or 7 more seasons.
Like
of
9
them.
seasons of the original
Just-
show,
just
and then the
then
originals,
then
and
there's
then,
a third show.
yeah, then the third
Ooh.
show also. She's watched them all, and then True Blood. She's watched.
We see you, Jackie.
I'd say 5 times,
Jackie.
but it may be more. Like she rewatched this thing. She loves that shit, so she watched it again. Like But so yeah,
I like the
in the same
magical
shows.
creatures of the world.
Exactly, and there's not a lot of shows like that, so you have to rewatch the same ones because
Yeah, like sexy people that
Yeah.
are 40 but look 30.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like those.
right,
shows.
yeah, like Elena. Elena's hot as fuck as Catherine and a human. Elena and Catherine, she's hot as shit. So you get to see her
Hi,
twice
Natural.
in 2 different fucking personalities.
Wait,
Fuck yeah.
sorry, Tim, what show are you talking about now?
Hey,
Vampire
Natural
Diaries?
Selection.
Vampire Diaries. Yeah.
Vampire
okay, I don't watch the
Diaries.
show, but I know
Yeah.
that the one actor is really like Hollander. What's his name? He's very handsome.
Oh, guess what I'm gonna try to watch? It's
But he's not my type. But to be honest with you,
Billy the
TBH,
Kid. Billy the Kid on
like
Prime.
Alexander
I've seen
Skarsgård.
that.
Is it good?
Listen.
Billy the Kid.
No. I mean, I've seen like the promotion for that. Like, I don't have
Yeah, I'm
time.
gonna start
I'm
watching.
busy.
It's made
I'm
by
booked
Michael
busy.
Hurst, the guy that did.
It's
Vikings.
hard. It's hard.
Is
I
it
watched
not?
Who's playing him?
What are we saying?
Aw,
it's
Jackie.
It's the guy that played in that
Right
Hunger
now.
Games spinoff. It's the guy that played in the Hunger Games spinoff. It's Billy the Kid.
Hunger Games
I
spinoff.
haven't seen
is it
that.
Tom,
whatever his name is.
the British guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last
I'll
Hunger
find it
Games
for
is fucking great.
He's
Yeah.
oh my god, he was so good in the Hunger Games.
There's another one coming out too. My daughter just told me today.
Oh,
There's
it's
another
not-
Hunger
they
Games,
like
like,
making money off that shit.
A 5th book and a 5th movie or some shit.
yeah, they're making
6th
another
movie.
one.
And there was another
They've
Hunger
written
Games.
another Tom Blythe. He was also in not Bridgerton, but it's the other British show.
I'm talking
There's
about
only
Bridgerton.
2. Hold on, let me.
There's
Downtown
there's
Abbey?
another one.
Downton Abbey, yeah.
I like
no,
Downton
it's
Abbey.
not Downton Abbey. Sorry, it is. No,
Upstairs,
it's
downstairs.
not British. Sorry, it's American. The
I was
Gilded
gonna
Age.
say,
Oh,
I've
my
heard
God.
about that.
Okay.
He's
I've
in
heard
the
about Gilded Age.
he's in
I
the
haven't watched
Gilded Age.
Gilded Age.
The Gilded
So-
Age is not.
The other show she watches is
Oh,
Supernatural.
Ian. Yes, Ian
Did you watch
Simon
I
Halder.
want to watch Supernatural, but
Okay.
it's
Dude.
29,000
It
seasons.
has-
It's
Beautiful
so
blue
eyes.
yeah. It's on for
Supernatural.
like 25 seasons. I
Like
don't have
you
that
put
time.
that shit on in the background when you're doing dishes, when you're vacuuming, when you're doing whatever. Put it on. It's a fucking phenomenal show.
See, I can't do
Dude,
that.
I say
Because
whatever
It,
the
I
it,
heat
it is
doesn't
it is a
watch
good show. I
What
watched
show
it
is
a little
phenomenal,
bit when it
man.
first started, but
What
It's
show
like
is
it's
Prince
like
Talking about?
37 seasons, I think, or some shit.
Tim,
It's
watching
like
the
being-
CW
yeah.
is like being at Chernobyl. You expose yourself too much, you're gonna die. You know what I
Tim,
mean?
what
Right.
show are you talking about?
Supernatural.
It's, Supernatural.
Supernatural.
Phenomenal
Oh my God,
show.
Supernatural!
Yeah.
I was watching like that. What's his name?
It says 15
the
seasons.
Jensen
I think.
Ackles.
Yeah, 15.
Exactly, yeah.
Jensen
Yeah.
Ackles.
He's a stud, dude.
Anytime I
The-
see
the
him
funny
as
part-
Dean,
Yeah.
Oh my God, him and
The thing-
Dean.
Yeah.
if you think about what he looks like there, and also playing Homelander's daddy on The Boys, I remember watching
Bro.
him when he was a little skinny punk kid on Dark Angel with Jessica Alba.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Cracks me up to see
So-
him.
You know
See
what,
what he
and
looks
it's
like
really-
now.
Supernatural.
He
That's where I know
apparently
him
had a
from,
really
is
hard time on
Supernatural.
set. Like Jessica Alba was
Really?
kind of
Yeah, there's
terrible
a bunch
to
of
him.
stories about her. I would make people send NDAs. Be fuck you, don't talk about me. But what the one thing, Meeks, are you gonna start watching Spartacus?
The new one?
I know the new, but I'm talking about I think the other
There's
one would
more
do
of
good.
them.
There's-
Oh,
I've
there
watched
more?
the original Spartacus, but I
Yeah.
don't know if
You
I'm
don't wanna
going to
react to
watch.
it.
I
I
don't
watched season
listen,
1 and the guy
I am
died.
booked.
It's
I'm
hard.
hard.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Put me up.
Rebecca
Bussing.
look amazing?
What is
She's
I'm pitching her.
so pretty.
Spartacus on?
Yeah, I'm gonna be having to get
Star-
off.
Well, the
So
original
pretty
one was
with
on
the pink hair.
Stars.
But
I'm not
Yeah.
quite
what's the
sure
new one
what
on?
the newer Spartacus is on.
It was just
Who
like
is
you
in
know the movie
Spartacus? Who's
300.
in it?
It's a bunch of Australian dudes.
Oh.
And then the guy that played Spartacus died. Andrew, I forget. It was really sad.
Yeah, he
cancer.
died of, like cancer or something.
Yeah, it makes you
Mhm.
look at a guy that was in such good shape, and then he just got
Oh,
cancer. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, I'm fucked. Like that's bad.
And
Like-
so I didn't know he died. And I was like,
Yeah,
So,
where that
Yeah, it was
dickhead
on
go? He's a piece
Stars.
of shit for
he
leaving.
signed off on his next guy. It was
Yeah,
it's like the
I
movie
had no idea.
300 is a series. It's cheesy, but it's good.
So-
It's,
And
Yeah,
there's
it's great.
penises and vaginas.
there's
and
so
asses.
many
Oh.
penises.
So-
it's
It's
penis-
softcore porn for sure.
penis aplenty. A penis
Oh,
aplenty is what I
I
say.
want to
Is
watch
that
this
the one with the cockroaches on song?
There's just
Hi,
so much
Ravens.
penis for no reason. I love
Or
it.
is that
It's just, they're
Rome?
always
So-
walking around with it out.
So
Yeah,
just so you guys
here's
know,
my
like,
cock. Here you go.
the guy
I'm
who
not sure.
played the
Okay.
original Spartacus,
Mhm.
he
Yeah.
died when he
Yeah.
was like 101.
Oh, you're
101.
talking about the guy
Like,
from
wait,
the
no,
original.
No, it was like 38 or
I'm
like
talking about
28.
Charles. What was his name?
Oh,
Kurt
Tim, we have to have
Douglas.
your wife on. She's awesome. I love her.
Yeah,
All
she
right.
is. I'll make fun of her.
You like her a lot, don't
She's
you?
awesome.
We're gonna do supernatural. No, we're gonna do supernatural. No, we're gonna do True Blood with her.
Mhm.
Yeah, True Blood for sure.
Yeah, Supernatural
I-
is,
Heidi's just
something I
recruiting
can't
all
get
over the
into
place.
Good.
because it's
Supernatural.
like
Douglas Shadowcat.
Or
27,000.
True Blood. Either one.
I think it's one of the HBO's biggest series that they've had.
True Blood for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
Andy
Yeah, I
Whitfield?
think Family was one of the original.
Oh, okay.
No, you're right, Cats. Kurt Douglas was born December 9th, 1916.
No,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not.
Died
No, I was
February
Joni, you will
5th.
come on.
I was
No,
thinking,
you're too late,
I
Joe.
was thinking,
You're
I mean,
bad.
like, no, he was.
Yeah, he's old as fuck. Yeah,
He was
old as fuck. He was
103.
103 when he died.
Kurt
He's still
103.
alive?
Kurt
Kurt-
Douglas?
Kurt
Who?
Douglas.
Kurt Douglas?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he-
he's 103. They
Yeah,
used to
but
I'm
drag
they-
him.
like, I could have sworn he was dead. Like he's still here.
No, they were
No,
dragging
no,
him
no.
dead now.
Because like you guys are like I
Oh,
was being silly.
I was scared. I was like, wait a minute. I thought he's still here. Somebody get him.
2020. They were still dragging his ass up at the Academy Awards on stage for him to slur some shit like 7 years ago. But yeah,
Oh
he
my
died in
God.
2020.
Okay, because I'm like that man
Yeah,
was old
no.
AF.
That's
You're
too,
correct.
especially back then. Back then, you got 50 years old, you got cancer like a
Well,
man and
Carl,
died.
you're
You
always
know,
welcome
like,
to come
I'm
as
sorry,
well.
but it's too soon. We lost Kurt Douglas way too soon.
Are you mad? Are you recalling for?
I don't even remember him dying, to be honest with you. This
Oh.
is, I have
I-
a hard
like,
time keeping
I
track of
remember-
all these people.
I
Yeah.
remembered him dying because it
You-
was like, oh, that finally
Kurt-
happened.
Dude, a lot of these people. lived a
Because
long time.
like Michael Douglas is still, kicking. He's doing pretty well still. I think there might be
Yeah, but
some
he's-
dementia.
mean,
I don't know.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm like
Probably some
he's
problems in the
old.
bedroom. He's good.
He's old too.
He's married to Catherine Zeta
Yeah,
Jones.
and they're very
yeah,
happy.
and she loved
Mhm.
her father-in-law.
Oh, did she? Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, like they were very very fond of each other.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Alright, getting my life
her-
together.
Gone too soon. Should have made it to
Alrighty
120. I mean, he
Oh
could have
my
done all the
God.
world. He almost could have made all the world
Michael
wars.
Douglas had his birthday is the day before mine.
Oh no way.
Give him
Yeah.
a call.
Mm-mm-mm.
Give him a call. See what he's up to.
So
My goodness.
he was born.
Okay.
He is going to be. He's going to be 80 this year.
That's old AF.
Michael
by the way.
Douglas.
Yeah, he's going to
Wow.
be 80 years old.
When is too
Yeah.
old though? I mean, 103. What's the quality of life, man? I don't know. I think he's pretty
I mean,
fucking rich.
We're still
so,
walking
yeah.
around and talking. Like,
My brother told me that he wants to live to 122.
No, thank you. Mm-mm.
Why?
I hate to
think-
interrupt
I don't
this,
know.
but I'm
I
going to
think
go.
I'd be
I need
happy.
food.
I
Yeah,
gotta go for you.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten.
What's
I'm-
the saying,
I'm-
Heidi? Everybody wants to live forever. Nobody wants to get old.
Like
I drank
Jimmy
half a bottle
Carter
of
lived
wine.
to Jimmy Carter's like what 99.
Oh yeah, he's not. He's like Aegon. He
Yeah,
only wakes
but-
up for like an hour a day. I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, yeah, it's bad.
Oh,
no,
Jessica
no,
wants us
no,
all to
he-
take off her glasses.
I mean, like,
Everyone take off your glasses.
I
Tim,
like,
where are you?
Like, I'm trying to.
Why?
type.
I look
Okay.
crazy. This is me with my big face and little eyeballs.
This is some sort of a kink thing. What's going on?
Yeah. What was the point? What was even the point of that?
Yeah, where's the money? We
I
need
mean,
the-
I don't know.
Yeah.
Fine,
All right, well, I'm finna
Not
get ready to go.
exploding,
I gotta
yeah.
eat something. I haven't eaten
Yeah.
anything all day.
Okay, so
And then
oh,
I will
really?
catch you
Grab
guys.
some grubs.
Listen, I woke up
Steve.
from a nap and came in here and sat down and watched Bridgerton and then got on the stream.
Aw. Oh my gosh.
Number
Meeks,
six.
I'm so glad you were here.
Oh,
And
thanks.
AK, I'm so glad you were here.
Always. A
Are you
pleasure,
gonna do
Melody.
this for this day for
Yes,
House of the
Thursdays.
Dragon?
Yes.
Okay, I have to pencil.
Thursday.
I'm
Trying to
always
get
worried that
Tatiana
40% of my
in.
client base is
Yeah,
going to fire
are
me
you?
in
You're
one
moving
stream.
to Thursdays instead of Tuesdays?
I'm gonna do oh, is that bad? Is that bad?
No, no. I'm just asking to make sure
We're gonna
so
have
I can
Thursdays.
get the calendar.
Pencil, yeah, pencil. So
set.
put it in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm.
Well,
I'm good
whichever
for
day you
Thursdays.
choose. I don't do anything except for with AK. I don't really stream
And,
much
and,
stuff
and
for
our
that day.
days are Monday and Wednesday, so Thursdays
I have
open.
to
Okay,
pee.
we're
I'm
gonna-
sorry. I love you all.
Tatiana, yeah, we're gonna
All
try
right.
to get Tatiana in
See you
this.
Sunday,
Okay.
Mix.
Okay, bye
Yeah.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Food
Hi,
happening.
Meeks. Bye. Or Alicia, you staying?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh,
Like,
did we lose
Justin
Justin?
just took a break.
Yeah, Justin.
Okay. All right. So, do you guys have anything else you want? Oh, so here is Carl saying Heidi has a syrup IV that gives all the nutrients she needs for life.
Oh man, that's
Okay,
hilarious.
Okay,
Anyway.
so Tanya said also she's also good for Thursdays. So because she
Well,
edits
I'll
on
work
Tuesdays.
something out with Tatiana. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
figure something out. Hey, Peter,
Let's
how are
go.
you? Forget the glasses.
Peter
Laris
Griffin, what's going
says,
on?
"Let's see them toes."
Yeah. Are we back on the
Oh,
toes?
shit.
That's a great segue right back into the show right there, actually.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Absolutely.
Heidi, that has to have gone on record as like our
Yeah.
longest tangent ever. And I'm
Yeah.
here for that.
That's
So actually you guys weren't here for it, but earlier when I before we went live, I said to Alicia that I was going to send her a little care package. And also to
Mhm,
Shadowcat
mhm.
Becks, I'm going to send her a care package as well.
Am I still getting a care package from you too, Bex? Because
She's
yes, I'm
sending you
greedy.
one?
I will
Absolutely
admit to
getting a
that.
package for me as well.
Yay! Presents.
Oh, okay. Tatiana says, I might not be able to stay long and will be in my pajamas, but I will try to make Thursday. Yay!
We love pajamas.
Yes,
That's great.
pajamas is good.
Bring your pillows and
but
blankets.
also, Tatiana, I'm going to try to do maybe some Saturdays or something for you. So you can, you don't have to get up early. Girl says, pure sugar. That's why she's so sweet. Okay, so do you guys have anything else to add to what we're expecting? Like next Thursday, we're going to do a review of the first episode, Sons of Suns or
Yeah.
something.
The
Have a
a
drink.
son
Sons of
for
Suns.
a son.
Sun for a
Son
sun.
for a son.
Son
Oh,
for a son.
oh shit.
It's
So
terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
All right.
okay.
So,
you know what? That's
okay.
great that Tanya's in the chat because I
That's-
think that was one of her number one things that she thought they were going to start with.
Mhm.
son for a son. So
Yes.
is
Yeah.
Renera
I'm not going to say what it is because you don't know what we're referencing, so I will not
Well,
put a
we were
name to
talking
it.
about-
No.
Like,
Fuck it
how
up
did
for me.
last season end?
So, son for a son. So,
That's very
Renera
well.
lost a son. Is Alcing on his son now? Does Aegon die? Does the other blonde
Maybe.
dickhead die? I mean,
There
Mm.
are many
Some things
children.
might happen.
There are
So-
a lot of children in play.
that one-eyed filler ain't gonna die.
Oh,
I forget his name.
Tatiana, when you come, I'll wear my tiara.
Yeah.
Okay, I have it right here. I'll put it on for you. Tatiana always has her tiara, and she has like a bunch of boas and stuff like that. So
I
That'll
can
be
get
fun.
my I'll get my hats down for next
oh,
time.
yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
I
got a lot.
Anyway, so any other thoughts for the show? Justin, where'd you go? Where's Justin
I
gone?
think he went to the
Well, I
restroom.
think-
Hi,
did
Tanya.
Took a bio
Hi,
break.
how are you?
I thought
Tanya's
you
going to
wanted
come on the show as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I basically like after Sunday, I'm gonna check in on you, Tim. See how you're
Yeah, so I'm so excited
Yeah.
for Sunday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
'Cause I have what I've said 100 times this whole podcast. I have no idea what's happening. So
Mm-hmm.
like it's all new to me. And I wish I would have read the books, but I'm kind of glad I didn't because
Yeah,
the show's still
it's
be
really
so much
violent.
so,
Oh,
the show's so
if
much
you-
better that I did not read it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
If
Yes,
you
we
happen
are
to
the
start
nerd
feeling
family.
things after you watch, shameless plug, you head on over to my channel. Probably gonna do an after show, and then we can chat about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
you're doing an after show
Oh,
Sunday,
that's
yeah.
amazing.
On Sunday?
Mhm.
On Sunday, right after the show. I don't know if I'll create a separate stream or just tack it on to the end of that. I'll open invite if you guys want to stop by, give your
Yeah,
initial
yeah.
thoughts
Yeah.
before we go deep
Yeah.
into the discussion.
What-
Yeah,
what-
I'd love
what's
to.
your YouTube channel, Alicia?
AK Watch.
AK Watch.
Alicia,
okay.
I would love to
I
come
think I
on
follow
your
you
show,
already.
and then we can do a deep dive on Thursdays.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna coordinate with you
I
and
got
Bex
you.
at some point in time for which ones you guys are gonna
Yeah.
come on for.
Mm.
AK Watch. I was certain I followed you already, but I guess I didn't. I'm terribly sorry.
No, you didn't. Well,
You're
there are
awesome.
2 different ones, so make sure you get the
Oh.
right icon. If I remember
Okay,
correctly,
so-
there is another AK watch out there.
Yeah, they can watch with 828 subscribers.
That's
I'm
me,
at.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
And yeah, I raised up in subs over the last
Yeah.
month. I'm up to 828 now.
That's good.
Amazing.
Yeah,
So
that's a lot
good,
of people.
Alicia. I'm so proud
Still
of you.
climbing. We're
No, you're gonna do great.
we're
You're doing
only
great.
a few months away, I think, from hitting 1,000, and then
That's
I can monetize.
awesome. Yeah. So Carl says, I hope the new credit animation is as good as Game of Thrones, a tall order, but anything is better than the
I don't
Temple of Doom
think
for season 1.
I would be really
Hmm.
surprised if they veer away from like what they've been doing already. Like they're obviously gonna like make like the tweaks and changes.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
They're
like
doing
the alteration as
like
the story
tapestry.
moves on, but I don't.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. The
I think
same.
we'll get a quality product. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna.
I mean,
disappoint. And honestly, animation they can do more.
I personally do not like the open. I think there's.
Mhm.
It's it's like too Easter eggy. It's too like I like the idea like things change. The concept's great. The execution's a little bit like, how am I supposed to know like this symbol represents Helena, who is like kind of a minor character?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't introduce what that was to us
you
first.
know,
Yeah.
I think for a wide range audience, it's too much, and also like I can't keep doing those Easter egg deep dives.
Yeah, apparently it's like the Bayou tapestry.
What's that?
The Bayou or the Bayou tapestry. And they're doing callbacks to Daenerys.
Right.
So
okay.
So I that's just what I've heard.
Yeah.
But by the way, like, which kind of reminded me of, like, you remember the end of the after Game of Thrones aired, and then they had a documentary about
like behind the episode.
I felt like they did something about the Bayou tapestry. So maybe I'm
probably. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
My head.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Maybe I'll look into that. So did we lose Justin? He's just like left.
Yeah, I don't know if he left or if he's.
No, he said he was going to the restroom.
Oh, he was okay.
But I think he might have.
But he may also be going. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, I think because I was thinking of wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Because I've had quite a bit to drink. So why don't we start with Tim?
Yeah,
why don't you tell everyone where they can find you and what you're doing and what you're up to and everything?
I'm actually doing nothing right now, actually.
That's awesome. I love that.
I mean, I'm Tim Fitzwater, Tim Fitz H2O on TikTok. That's all I have going on.
Yeah, you've got a big following on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He does. He's popular.
It's a small, small following, whatever. I dabble in voiceover work. I've done some voice for Heidi. Actually learned some voice work today, actually, at work, which is kind of crazy.
He's got that smooth Texan accent.
Right. So if you need
There he
in
is.
the chat.
If my voice sounds good to you, I can do voiceover for that.
Allow me to recruit you then,
Yeah,
sir. If you happen to be
absolutely.
a Walking Dead fan,
Oh,
we're gonna head over to the Walking Bread channel.
Walking what?
The
Walking
Dead.
Bread.
Walking Bread?
It's the channel is called The Walking Bread. As of issue 55 of the comic, I've been voicing Michonne, and the boys just now started up again. They came back up pretty strong last month, so we're all in again. And I do believe there are some parts still open. So if you jump in there, you can find the Discord link and hop in, put your audition in, and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not a paid gig. We all do it just because we love The Walking Dead like that. So it's up to you if you want to jump in.
Now, at this point, if I get some voice work, I'm happy.
Well,
it's a fun time.
We'll have a conversation later.
Yeah,
because
that sounds like a role right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to anything, right?
Tim's got
aspiring
such
voiceover.
I don't know how to describe your voice, Tim, but it's very like buttery and kind of like southern drawl.
Right.
I'm Canadian. I don't know how to
Yeah, so
describe it.
you never hear my voice, right? You never hear my accent.
You have a very Sam Shepard quality.
Yeah, Sam Shepard. Yeah, that's good.
Sam Shepard. I don't know if I know Sam Shepard.
He's a famous American
You've
actor.
seen The Big Lebowski, right?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely. Yeah.
The guy with
Okay.
that's
Okay.
Sam Shepard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, I mean, I'm here if you need me, you know. So, Tim Fitz HQL TikTok.
Tatiana says Southern gentlemanly hot.
Oh, thank you, Tatiana. I appreciate that.
That's lovely. I love that. That's so nice. Like Rebecca, I'm so glad you're here. I swear to God, I'm going to come and visit you soon. I have to come down to New York City and see you because you just are such a doll. Anyway, tell us everybody about you. And
I'm Shadowcat Becks. I do not have I don't have a YouTube channel or anything. I just come by and hang out with like my other nerdy friends. But I'm Shadowcat Becks on the socials. I've become a birder. Like I've become a birder. So like my Instagram is like cats and birds and me going to like concerts. But I will say for anybody who's watching that loves bad, trashy reality TV, please watch. There's a show. It's on Hulu. It's called Grand Cayman. We just had our first season, and please watch it. It's like really fun and delicious in all like the fun reality TV ways, and more people watch it, we'll get a second season. So,
is that a show you're working on?
Well,
That's
I
awesome.
did the pilot for it.
Oh,
and
amazing.
Yeah, so now like I basically edit pilots and presentations and all that stuff. Like I get the show sold, and then so but that was one I did like the pilot for.
That's so cool.
Cool.
Army Hammer's ex-wife is on it, so all the fun Army Hammer drama. But
my God, it's so weird.
He was like all the drama.
Yeah, and his now ex-wife is like the star of her show, and she's terrible. But in like the fun reality TV way.
Okay, so Alicia, what about you?
You can find me on my channel, AK Watch. I sit and get tipsy and talk with my friends about random nerd stuff. Tomorrow, actually, you can find me on the Citadel of Trivia channel. We are doing a trivia on the world of George R.R. Martin. So swing by if you're bored. It's in all like Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, Fire and Blood, all of the books, all of the shows.
What time?
Things. 8:00. Well, more like 8:15.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Well,
so come by for some trivia.
Yay, trivia.
Let's see. I do have a couple other things coming up. I think Sunday you'll be on. If you don't have anybody to watch with, Hot D when they come back, season 2, episode 1. You can swing over to my channel. I'm gonna do a watch along live. You gotta watch. You gotta have your own HBO though. I'm not putting the episode on there. They're not gonna come for me. And then we'll probably do a short after show. And Monday, be back on my channel with Meeks to chat about it. I don't know who our guests are going to be. I mean, if you guys aren't doing anything, feel free to swing by. And then I'll be on Tuesday with DJ and Fandom. And that's it. No, absolutely.
Oh, is Fandom coming on?
Well, we're on with DJ on Tuesday.
I would love to come if you... if you invite me.
I will send you the links.
Well, I want to thank everyone for coming tonight, and
thanks for having me.
Oh my God, Tim, it was so great having you here.
Time.
Shadow Becks is here, and AK, and sorry, I've had a bit too much to drink.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks so much, everyone. Justin's like abandoned us. I don't know.
Yeah, what an asshole, right?
He thought we were.
You just wait. I'm calling him. I'm calling him.
No, he said tonight. Like he
did say. Yeah, he did. Yeah. And Tanya will have you on very soon.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh no,
You missed a good time, but you can always rewind and watch.
I mean, we'll see Oakenfist in the first episode,
Yes.
but like, there's like when he's
Mhm.
like in his like battle armor, like
Yeah,
because Tanya is also an
Is Renee gonna fuck him up?
I can't wait to see it.
You're gonna fucking love Oakenfist.
I hope so. I hope Fizz
Yeah.
helps Renera.
He's a-
I hope she does. I hope he
he's
does.
on the black side.
Oh, she'll fucking Team Black.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's
Yeah. Oaken Fist. You got him right.
Yes, Carl, for sure. Okay, so anyway, everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I'll see you all later. We'll be back
Absolutely.
next week.
Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Always bet on black.
Bye.
Remember that. #Team Black.
Team Black.
Okay.